Hello, chat. We're gonna have a fun, chill stream tonight. I hope you guys are excited. Let's go. Chill stream. Chill late night stream. Gonna hop on the Dream SMP. Let's go. Let's go. Dream SMP. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna meme around. Meme around. Oh, muffins. Oh, I'm on the wrong version. Oh my goodness. No flipping way. We played that whole thing on 1.8.9. I'm so out of touch with 1.8.9. Actually, I just need to... I need like a chill song right now. I just can't even. Let me see. Oh, muffins. All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for the MCC. Congrats. We may do some VOD reviewing here. I am live. I am live. I'm just getting the memes set up. Dragging the memes over here. Closing these memes. Oh, of course. I closed the flipping song. Muffins! Alright guys, we may do some VOD reviewing tonight. Who loves to VOD review? MCC. We also are just gonna chill at the same time. I'm trying to get on the server. I am so just like... You guys know those flipping wind-up clocks? And you just like crank them and they just like wind up? That's... I literally feel like I've just had my brain just like cranked. Oh, shout out to the Australians. Oh my goodness. So muffiny. So muffiny. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Hello, everyone. Hi, how are you guys doing? Let me pop in. Let me see if, alright, I'm gonna pop in the SMP. Let's go, we're here. We're in the space. I'm building something secret. Don't know if I should show you guys this. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. You know what? I'll probably show it too. I'm sure it won't be a problem. Let's go. Alright. Oh, all the other muffins are leaving. They're leaving me, chat. Sapnap said he was gonna throw me a raid, so we'll do that. Alright, hello everyone! Let me switch to the live scene. Thank you. Thank you, Sapnap, for the raid. Hello. Hello, everyone. Give it a second. There we go. Hello, everybody. Hi. We're on the SMP. I'm currently building another vault at the moment. Just because all my stuff, I'm sick of having like stuff just get stolen. So I found a spot to build a vault at, and that's kind of what I've been doing. But hello, thank you Sapnap for the raid, appreciate it. All of you guys who are coming from the basketball muffin. Oh my actual gosh. Or wait, is it Puns raid or Sapnap raid? Wait, hold on. Puns! Why am I saying Sapnap? Flipping Puns and Sapnap, actually. Oh my goodness, I was confused. Both of them rated at the same time. Thank you, Puns. Thank you, Sapnap. Hi, guys. Hello. Thank you to both you muffin heads. I appreciate it. Aw. What nice little McMuffins. They're so nice. Did you guys see, by the way, the XQC clip where we were playing... what's the game called? Crab Games. And I said like, what the muffin? Or I said something like McMuffin. And he like reacted and he was like, what the fudge? He looked so like perplexed. XQC. It was so funny. Oh my gosh. I was dying. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. It probably wasn't realistically that funny. I thought it was pretty funny. Hold on, guys. I'm turning the sub sounds back on. I don't know why I have this for sub sounds still. There we go. All right, we're back. Hello, everybody. Everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. For anyone who's just now joining, we literally just did basketball with Puns, Dream, Sapnap, and what's his name? Callan and George. Okay, so all the memers. Whoa, that's cool. What? Do you see that rainbow? Is that always there? Why does it look like a rainbow? It literally looks like a rainbow, chat. I'm not crazy. I couldn't remember. Guys, I'm so tired. I went into MCC with like 2 hours of sleep, chat. Like, literally, I got so little sleep last night because we were staying up practicing. We practiced everything we could except for one game. There was literally one game that we did not practice for MCC. Can you guys guess which one it is? Literally, I'll give you a hint. It's the one that we did the absolute worst in. That was the only game that we, like, didn't, like, strategize. What I mean by practice is, like, sit there and, like, discuss, like, strategy for. For flipping that one, we could have gone in and played, like, some, whatever you call it, to, like, get our teamwork, like, worked out or things like that, like figure out like our overarching thing. We didn't. We just like, I don't think we didn't discuss it in like VOD reviews, the whole meme. So, and what's the one it's called? BattleBox. And of course we absolutely got muffined in that. But all in all, everything we were able to practice in VOD review, we did pretty good in, except for flipping BattleBox. That was the one thing that just got us absolutely muffined. But we still won, so it all works out. But anyway, so let me fill you guys in. 2 hours of sleep going into BattleBox. I took like a half-hour nap this afternoon. I get a text waking me up from my nap. Guess what it is? Flipping like, Bad, do you want to play flipping basketball? Flipping, come. I'm like thinking, oh, this will be really fun. We're gonna play basketball. Come flipping down here to play basketball. You literally told us before your Saturday stream that you'd gotten decent sleep. All Muffin Mindu is like, I lie because people get mad when I'm like, yeah, I only got 2 hours of sleep. Everybody always like, man, you need to go to sleep. So I don't want to worry you muffins for the Saturday stream. So I just like, yeah, no, I got plenty of sleep. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. What was I talking about? But so then I wake up, someone texted me like, hey, do you want to play basketball? I'm like, sure, why not? That'll be fun. Come down. All the flipping muffins chilling in a Discord. Pull open the flipping VODs, and they start looking through the VODs. And oh my gosh, if I hated playing BattleBox today, reviewing the VODs for BattleBox today was the worst experience I have ever had. I'm not even kidding. It was worse than playing it. I swear. Those muffin heads are actual muffins. I love them to death, but seriously, I couldn't take it, chat. I cannot like go full meme. Like, I don't know if you guys could see both in MCC and in flipping like basketball. I was getting so frustrated. Stop telling me to go to bed. I'm not going to bed. Leave me alone. Bad, go to bed. Go to bed, Bad. No. Leave me alone. Anyway, haha, get muffins. Thank you. Thank you for the donos. By the way, Bad, you literally, oh. But anyway, where was I? I was telling a story. Oh yeah. Here's the gist. Basically, so I come down, we start VOD reviewing, right? It wasn't like reviewing so much as, hey, let's open up the VODs and see how bad we did. And oh my gosh, I had to bite my tongue and just keep quiet because I was just so frustrated. I was like, oh, I don't know. That's the problem when, as someone who is pretty stubborn and has a pretty muffiny personality, right? Chat, I'm literally going to start telling the mods to just time out anyone who says sleep, please. Okay? Stop telling me to sleep. I'll sleep when I want to. Okay? I'm going to go to sleep after this. Okay? I'm doing a late night stream so that I feel better so I can sleep. Okay? So leave me alone. I'm just trying to hang out with you guys. Let me hang out. Don't tell me to sleep. Okay? Just chill. Anyway, I'm a grown man. I'm not flipping like 5 years old bedtime for BadBoyHalo. No. Okay? Anyway. I appreciate your concern though. Thank you. I'm sorry, chat. If I'm a little snarky, you know why. I'm a little snarky. It's difficult. Again, I'll tell you guys, someone posted this funny little meme, right? Where they posted, it was me and like it was like someone in an airport and they had like 3 kids on like flipping leashes. It was like a mother with her children on leashes and she's like trying to wrestle them. She's like, no, flipping, don't run away over there, you little muffin head. Like, don't do it, no. And like they're just like trying to get away. And I was like, and they labeled them like Dream, Sapnap, and George. And I was like, that. And I was like the mother that's just trying to keep like the kids from like going crazy. And I was like, that literally is how it feels like sometimes. Obviously those 3 muffin heads would disagree, but it feels that way. I've got to go pick up dinner. Enjoy your stream. Thank you. Have fun. Dinner is good. I love dinner. But anyway, alas, that's the way the muffin crumbles. Do you guys want to do some VOD reviewing though? We can review some of the VODs. There's some really funny moments that I just want to go over while they're still fresh in my mind. And I know if I sleep, I'm not going to remember them. So we're going to VOD review today. Okay? Because I want to make sure to like remember everything. And I'm probably going to forget it otherwise. And I want to give you guys a good sense. Because like, I feel like after today's basketball game, I don't want people being like, that just kind of sucks. Because I'm not saying I'm the best player. But I have a certain like way I need to play in order to be a functional player. So anyway, again, I understand. It really comes down to like everybody has their own play style and memes like that. But I'm a firm believer of the positive reinforcement method. As much as I do love to roast and like trash talk, right? At the same time, because I do that too. If you watch the basketball stream that Sapnap just did, I was so flipping frustrated. It was like, what's that Darth Sidious meme where he's like, do it, let the hate consume you. It was literally like that. Do it. Have you ever seen the scene where like Count Dooku gets his head cut off and he's like from the second like prequel one and he's like do it, do it, do it. I practiced that voice. I can do it pretty good. The one where he's like, do it. He literally says it. He's like, go on, do it, Anakin. Do it. It's so funny. I flipping love it. Occasionally I'll say that to George when I'm like trying to get him to do something. I'll be like, George, do it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna go hang out with those muffin heads for a little bit. Let me see what they're up to. Wait, hold on. I don't want to just join in. Actually, they're all chilling in there. Hold on. Maybe they'll come in. Let me message. But anyway. Where was I? But so anyway, chat. That's sort of the gist of it. Today there was just the whole situation was just so flipping memey. I'm so glad we won, but man, I need a break. When an MCC is like that intense, I just can't do that many times in a row, right? Like that just gets so flipping stressful. You're just sitting there just like you know what the problem I think for this MCC was? There was so much, like so many people were expecting us to win that there was like so much more pressure to win than normal. Like normally it's like, if you win, you win. If you lose, you lose, right? This one is like so many people were like, Bad Boy Halo, Dream, George, Sapnap, you're the cracked team, you better win or else. And it was very stressful. Anyway, all that aside, I'm gonna get the VOD review memery set up and we can do some VOD reviews. Let's flipping go. By the way, I'm setting up a vault down here. I'm gonna bring like all of my resources out of mine and Skeppy's house and like from everywhere, that all the mini stashes I have, I'm just gonna bring them down here. And you see the floor? I'm gonna hide like some stuff under the floor in certain places, like really, like if I figure if I put these like everywhere, there's gonna be like a little like little place I'll be able to like hide stuff in, and I'm gonna hide stuff there. So anyway, it's gonna be great. Thank you, Hyperflaws, for the 10 gifted. Thank you. All right, here, let me find let me get the, oh yeah, let me open up the VOD really quick. Let's go, we're opening up the VOD. Do you guys like VODs? Let's go. We're gonna review my VOD, and I'm gonna highlight all of the parts that were just like extra muffin-y for me. Oh my gosh, I actually can't even. Here we go, Bad Boy Halo. Oh look, we're live. Let's go, let's go. Let's go find the previous VOD. Oh my goodness, is this an ad? Don't give me an ad. Ugh, how do I switch it to dark mode? Ugh, I literally have, I'm not logged in on this account. I just opened up like a new window. Ugh, it looks awful. It's actually so frustrating. I took a really cute screenshot that I think is very fun. I will show it to you later on. I'm getting everything into position. Ding da ding 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 da ding 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 da ding ding ding. Where is it? Here we go. Recent broadcast. No, not this one. This is the current one. Here it is! MCC All-Stars. Let's VOD review. I love VOD reviewing. VOD reviewing is the best thing ever. I love it, chat. I actually love it. Alright, hold on. Where is it? I don't see it. Here it is. Is this it? It literally says this is it. Why does it say Muffin Official Music Video? Okay, that is not right. Properties. That is so weird. Weird. That's kind of bizarre. Okay. No. Huh. Weird. Hey, there we go. Boom. Boom. How do I hide the chat here? Collapse. There we go. Hold on, chat. I'm fixing it. There we go. I think this should be good. Boom. Done. All right, let's see if that pops up correctly. Come on. Click on it. Nope. 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 Window capture, window capture, window capture. Where is it? Click on window capture. Transform. Properties. There we go. I'm like trying to like move it up. There we go. All right, this should be good. All right, let's see if that works. There we go. All right. All right, here we go. And then Alt, bring it down to there. All right, let's go. We can VOD review. Come on. There we go. Oh, wait, nope. There we go. All right, chat. I'm gonna just stick it like right here. I guess it's fine. Is that fine, chat? You think that's good? All right, let's listen. All right, everybody, let's go through all of the memes. There we go. so we can go and see like all of the juicy memes. Are you ready, chat? Let's flipping
And just
go.
turn that. There we go. And
There we
save
go.
settings.
All right, here we go.
Boom.
So let's just
Snap,
go
wait,
off.
Everyone listen real quick. I think that this might be our only chance.
And let me, I'm gonna just mute it for a second. Let me just find, okay, so right off the bat, this was interesting. It was just, there was really nothing unique about this or interesting about this other than we did good. Parkour is not my strong suit. I'm not bad at it, but I did all right. I did as good as I expected to. So anyway, I think it turned out good, all things considered. Hold on, chat. I'm just moving something really quick. Moving on up. Hold on. What happens if I shrink this window? Does it shrink with it? It does. Let's go. Okay, that'll work perfectly. And put it like right over here. Shrink it down. Okay, perfect. All right. So the first game honestly just did pretty straightforward, chat.
What are they doing?
Like there wasn't a whole lot to say about it one way or the
Oh
other.
god, I'm dead already.
I did get kind of muffined at certain parts with this. Like I just did like bad at certain parts. Where I would like get caught up. Sorry. But it's one of those things you just don't know until you play a map. Like the sort of best places to hide. And then when you VOD review like later, you learn like better places. So there's sort of the advantage slash disadvantage, chat. I don't know. That's the way the muffin crumbles. Anyway, let's go and look at the exciting moments because you guys didn't come here for the boring moments, did you? No, let's skip ahead. Okay, so we did that. We absolutely crushed it. Boom. Right in 6th. Literally, it was amazing. Boom, boom, boom.
I have one.
Oh yeah, this says, so this was interesting. Because we started off doing this one. We honestly got McMuffined with the iron in this because there were parts in it where the iron like, so our strategy for this, for Sky Battle, was we were gonna have me and George go and collect resources, and then we were gonna go and get Dream and Satnap stacked so that they could go get kills. And our job was basically to run around and get the stuff, right? And we did that. We went and got stuff, but it took us a little bit to figure out how to keep the iron from like falling off. And we did that pretty well, I think. So that's the way the muffin crumbled. Even though like right here, there was a funny moment right here. So we're like running. We did one. We did another. Oh, I killed Kara Corvus right here. I almost killed Puffy somewhere. I'm trying to find it. Here it is. So right here. Okay, so I get a kill right here. Let's go. Let's appreciate my kill. So Kara Corvus was right here. Boom. Boom. Get muffined. And then she ran around and I think I knocked her off. Yep. And then at that point I was like, okay, where's my team at, right? Yeah. Do you want me to turn the volume up so you guys can hear it? I don't know. It's not that
George, he's right above you. If you
interesting.
tap up right now, he's right above you. Right up, right now, right now.
I'll turn it down a little bit.
bad.
So this is pretty straightforward. We got separated a bit too much, but honestly, I think it didn't matter because we just got so many points. So it ended up working out like perfectly, I think. The strategy, I think Dream came up with the strategy to have just stack him in Satnap. I think it worked fine. So, oh, Muffin. Like stuff like that, just like getting knocked down. Not a lot you can do here. Just like, what are you gonna do? Let's go to the part where George died.
Okay. George, hurry.
Right.
George, careful behind you.
Okay, so we go for a kill, or we try to. Oh yeah, this is interesting. I killed somebody before now. I'm not sure who. And then you can see, Thank you guys. You like my song Muffin? Thank you. CG5 worked really hard on it. He did great.
We need to get cover or something. Oh, there's a guy here. I'm gonna chase him.
Okay, look at this little muffin head running. Look at him run. I tried to get him. TNT blew me up somewhere. Puffy, right there. That's what killed us. The TNT from that muffin head killed me and Puffy. That's how he got so many kills. That is actually really smart on his part. What a neat idea. All right, let's skip ahead. So again, my team just did really good in Sky Battle. So it was just like good strategy all around. I think even though we didn't do like amazing, we did pretty good. So George got stuck here. This was funny. So I go down this little water thing that they had set up, and there was like a path right here. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just go down this. And I was like, I'll get my team to go up, but they like go through it instead. And then George comes through. I'll watch what happens to him. This is so funny. I go through, and then like George goes up it, and he gets stuck, and he's in conflict. So I'm like, oh, I gotta help George. I'm coming, George. And I go up to try and help him. And we managed to kill that guy, but we both died. So what are you gonna do?
I got one. Chat, I got one, but he got
That's the way it works. So let's skip ahead. I apologize. There will be some swearing, by the way, because these muffin heads did not hold back their swears at all.
I think it might be clean. I don't see.
Oh yes, this was actually a ton of fun, chat.
Behind that is the cake one.
Here, I'm gonna make this bigger so you guys can see. Check this out. This is actually a ton of fun. So we know the strat of you just spam jump right off the start. Boom, launches you. By the way, here's something interesting. Not only was I playing on 2 hours of sleep, I also had Fulbright on, which this is the first time I've really ever used Fulbright in like years, right? Or like, it's not called Fulbright. It's not an actual mod. It's turning your gamma up. So I turned my gamma up so I could see in the dark places in the, what's it called? That one event. What's that event called? The one with the Sands of Time. I turned it up. That was fun. Let's skip ahead to where we start. So we just get launched right off the bat. First thing, of course, is clean the statue. We can't really see the dirt for some reason. I think the dirt only appeared after we walked in, which is kind of funny, because we couldn't see it from the thing. And then, yeah, this was pretty straightforward. We just go and clean it. We did this one pretty quickly, I think. Shooting the targets pretty quick. This one was the one that, like, I didn't figure out at first. I was like, oh, like, how do we do this? And I noticed I had a little chest on my side. But we did this one really quick, which is good. This is the one. Okay, this is the one that just absolutely muffined us right here.
And I'm colorblind. Let's go. We
Again,
finished
he's
first on that one.
colorblind, Your Honor.
I'm in.
Is this one?
Defeat all monsters.
Oh, wait,
kill
not this one.
It's kill the
Sorry.
monsters. Kill the monsters.
I have a loom. Do we
Yellow bed. Yellow bed. Yellow bed.
downstairs? 100%. George, go downstairs.
Okay, here, I'll play from here. This is so embarrassing, chat. Listen to what I
You
say.
can't die, so don't worry about dying.
Watch.
You have a bow and arrow if it's useful.
Oh, nice.
We're good. We're good. We got it.
Listen.
All four in center.
Listen to what I said.
Come on, Gogs.
Let's go.
Find all required items to continue.
You see- Did you see me ring that bell? I rang the bell just because we literally were like, ring the bell kind of thing. Here's the thing, guys. I've never like used a smoker. I don't even know how to craft a smoker still. Just because I always flipping use a furnace, right? Furnace is typically good enough. So I just thought it was kind of funny. Like, I see the smoker right there, but it didn't occur to me like what it looked like in my head. I don't know. Like, I was picturing like a furnace. It was so weird. So, but listen to what I say. Blue bed, smoker, cactus, beehive, lectern. Yellow. So did you hear what I say? I said blue bed like a dum-dum. No, we use smokers in manhunts, but usually someone else makes them. Like, I'm usually not the one that makes them because I'm like, ah, unless I have to. I made them before. I usually use the little recipe thing. I literally cannot remember off the top of my head. I probably would. Maybe I'm just tired. But typically, like I know I've made them before, and I just can't think off the top of my head. Because think about it, 9 times out of 10, a furnace is good enough. And doesn't a smoker need like more only work for food or something like that? I don't know. Usually I just make a bunch of furnaces. That's my strategy. It's quick. Leave me alone. It's okay. I'm a fine little muffin. Hey, I'll keep my furnaces. Stop judging me. You guys are very judgmental today. Judgmental muffins. Hold on, I'm gonna move this over so I can see your chat a lot better. There we go. I'm reading your guys' chat.
Yellow bed, yellow bed.
Okay, so listen.
Wait, what do I have?
Yellow bed, yellow
I correct it right away.
George, go downstairs.
So when we go in, I originally say blue bed solely because for like some reason in my head I thought it was just bed, right? When I saw it. So my brain was just like, okay, say bed really quick. I was like, blue bed, right? I don't know why. That's just the way my brain was like, okay. So, but listen, I rang the bell because of the one thing.
items to continue.
What are the items?
Blue bed, smoker, cactus, beehive, lectern. Yellow bed, yellow bed, yellow bed.
So I correct it right away. Yellow
We
bed.
need to find smoker,
Okay, so I
cactus,
corrected
beehive,
it,
lectern,
so it
bed.
wasn't totally me being a muffin head. Okay, chat. It wasn't totally me being a muffin head for why we didn't find that right away. Oh, fudge. The VOD is hidden. Thank you, Mid. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. It's back. We're back.
I have a loom. Do we need the loom?
Cactus.
So I go running
beehive.
around.
No.
What else do we need? I have the blue bed. I have the blue bed.
Lectern, yellow
we go,
bed, yellow
lectern.
bed.
Sorry,
Yellow
chat.
bed,
Sorry,
yeah,
chat.
sorry,
I
yellow
fixed
bed,
it. That is
smoker,
on
cactus,
accident.
beehive, lectern.
So we go running around.
I found the yellow bed. I found the
There
yellow
was
bed.
the
I found yellow
cactus
bed.
in the corner. I just didn't
Okay.
think that it would be in a flower
We already have
pot.
the
It
cactus.
gets
Just
so
look for the
flipping
lectern.
tiny.
Lectern.
Those little muffins.
lectern.
I don't know. I'm looking for it
it.
upstairs.
Do I see a
I
smoker
don't have
at
anything.
any
I
Oh, I
point?
found the lectern. I found the lectern. I found the lectern. I have the lectern.
Are
I
you missing
can't
anything
even
else,
see
or
if
is
I
that
saw
it?
the smoker or not.
Wait,
What do
you
we
need
have?
to put in the-
Beehive.
And then I was like,
Beehive.
oh,
What are we
you can go
missing?
around
What are we
it.
missing?
So then
Beehive.
I found the
Is
beehive.
this it? I got a beehive. I found it.
Hey, we need the smoker. Wait,
We
why
need
is
the
it not
smoker.
like-
Smoker, smoker.
Smoker's upstairs.
It's not like
George
that.
was holding the
Oh,
item.
you
gotta
and he
drop it in,
saw
drop it
that
in.
it didn't match.
Yeah,
Put the
beehive.
cactus
And then we need a
Cactus and
cactus.
smoker,
But
cactus
so
and
we got
smoker.
muffin here. But
Check
this is
the,
honestly,
Oh, there's stuff around the side. I'm gonna check.
like
over
getting muffin there isn't that impressive because it's like
Uh,
we just
what are we
didn't
missing?
find
Just-
items. That was just like a stroke of bad luck. So it's not like bad skill on anyone's part, just really bad luck. I don't know. So I'll skip ahead. But so that was the meme. Oh, this was funny. Watch
Yellow?
this.
Okay, I got you.
This is so funny.
All right,
Watch
go over.
that.
Boost me to
Matt.
red. Boost me to red.
Okay. No, guys, you can just boosted this one and then boosted me. It's fine.
Oh, wait a
You don't
minute.
need to move or jump.
Go,
You don't
go,
need to
go.
move or jump.
Stand in.
Hurry.
Oh, I thought Sapnap jumped out on purpose. He didn't jump out. He got like hit out. Like you can see he gets hit out. Watch. Like he gets hit over it. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that he like purposefully jumped out, but yeah, no, he just got hit really hard. Okay.
Jump.
Stand in. Stand in.
Poor Sapnap.
that?
We all
I
thought he
didn't
jumped
like
out.
No, you just stand in the thing, Sapnap.
Okay, genius boy Halo.
You going or you
He's being so
When are you
snarky.
doing that?
All right.
So yeah,
Okay,
we thought he jumped
There we go.
out.
Go, go,
Okay.
go.
Oh, God.
That makes sense.
That was
Anyway.
Very dumb, guys.
He
Come
got hit
Dad didn't
out,
know what a
but he
smoker
went
looked like.
the
I'm blaming
stairs.
Dad.
The stairs.
Ran up the ladder
Oh,
to the
Sapnap.
end.
This was the beginning of Sapnap's toxic arc. Actually, this one was because we just did so bad.
The
here.
buttons.
Oh, wait,
Oh, the
go,
buttons
go,
do the
Press it,
parkour
press it,
for
press it,
some.
press it.
Go.
Oh my goodness.
Here.
Again, I'm not saying I wasn't toxic at all either. I think we were all getting really frustrated.
Press it. There's buttons on the back of these things.
And then
Did
Dreams
you get it?
got
Green?
the
Green side?
shifting glitch. It's so funny. I love it. Look, chat. Look
Oh,
at his
drop it,
little
drop it.
shifting
I got redstone,
glitch.
I have
He's
redstone.
stuck like
Oh, we
that.
need to connect the redstone.
I love it.
Alright,
It
well,
actually
let's do it
makes
that
me
way.
so
I
happy.
don't know, like-
You guys were so
Drop it,
funny,
drop it.
though,
You drop some?
toxic
You have
arc.
enough?
Thank
How much
you.
have?
I
1, 2.
Here, I'm dropping. I don't like
try for the most part
Wait,
to
no,
use
that one doesn't need to go
positive
there.
Wait,
This
press
is
the button.
encouragement
Press the
and
button.
reinforcement because that's the way like I work best off of the stuff that I pursue. So I try and like encourage my teammates, but again, you can't help sometimes, especially when you're with your friends. You start saying snarky things because you're kind of used to doing that and memeing them in private. You know, we're like, meh. So it comes out on stream where you like meme them and yeah, you little memer. But anyway, this one, I did not like this one. I didn't know redstone enough to know what we were doing right / wrong. I just wasn't a fan of this. Let's skip ahead. Oh, this one was, this is a pain. I just did not like this at all. This is just a, oof. The rail thing, oh my gosh. I'm just gonna skip that. Clever, it was a very clever thing. I think they should add more stuff like this. Like, that was actually really cool. I just personally did not like it. It was just a muffin. Like, figuring it out was very difficult. And then we ran through, we made it. Whoa, we did really good in that one. I think we got 3rd, which is pretty good, wouldn't you say? I think it was pretty good. So let's skip ahead. Ace race.
VODs.
Let's
I'm all
flipping go. We were all like stoked because we all knew we were pretty good at ace race. And I think George and I had this little competition. We were like, okay, who's gonna win?
I have a stream.
And I ended up winning. Let's go.
Go.
But I was first. It's just I goofed.
Actually,
There's a
I don't
little
know.
shortcut right
I don't
here
even know. I don't know.
that you can take.
Throw me off.
And if you take it and nail it, you save so much time. And I just missed it. I literally just missed it twice. Here, let's skip. Oh, here, let's go to the beginning.
That thing right there, and then you go to okay.
All right, here we go. So in this, you definitely want to start on the left side. You go left, and I literally take first place and hold it for a little bit. It's just I got muffined. So we're running. The thing's like trying to calculate who's in first. It's so funny. We're all just like stacked on top of each other. And it's all the little memes. Left-hand side is faster. And I think going through that is faster, personally. I discovered actually a shortcut. I had this crazy thought from watching some of the VODs, and I think there's a shortcut here that might be, not here, but later that might be a little bit faster. I tried it, and I think it worked. I'll point it out when we get to it. But so this was pretty straightforward. We're all, like, on top 3. Dream's right there with me. At one point, we managed to, like, get out ahead. I think it was right here. Is this where I did it? No. So this I just glided straight in. And it worked out pretty well. And all these muffin heads hit the wall. Did you see that? How do I go back? Watch. Watch these little muffin heads. I go through. Boom. Right in there. All of them tried to speed run it and they hit the wall. Slow and steady, chat, wins the race. So then I take second, which was awesome. And I hit that and that ruined it. But I recovered a little bit. Got a nice hit right here. Perfect timing. Back in third. Let's go. Going around. I'm just chasing Dream right now. Right behind.
Right behind Dream.
And Puns comes in. That little muffin head. Here it is. Going up. Watch this, chat.
Alright, this is the muffin.
This was the thing that got me right here. Just, all the VODs I watched, I just couldn't figure out how to flipping do it,
but it's fine.
accurately.
I knew I might
But
miss it. It's okay.
I still managed to hold
Still
a
in
relatively
fifth.
good
Oh, no.
position.
So many people got it.
Even if so
What
many
the
people
fudge?
like
Look at
cut
all those
in
people
front.
got it.
Just so
Holy cow.
disheartening.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Oh
See,
my
like, still in
gosh.
6th. I didn't fall that far behind.
It's okay,
Looks
I
like
can make
not
up
that many
for it
other
with
people
all the
got it.
muffins.
Hey, watch this. I think I did this really well. Look at that. That is amazing. Come on. That was an amazing I just cut that perfectly.
Let's go.
All right, this is where I did the
stuff.
shortcut. Not here. I'll point it out. Watch
if I
this.
maintain this
I think
position.
this method is faster. Other people do this other thing, and they think it's faster. I think what I do here is faster, because watch my position. I'm 5th. Okay, I go through here.
George.
And typically people fly up and into that tunnel. I fly down because I just got the inkling this was a little bit faster. I don't know if it is. I think it is. I ended up doing later. Hi, Nina, by the way. I ended up doing later and then getting stuck there.
Kidding?
That muffined
Oh
me.
my gosh.
That cut me so
caught and
much.
got stuck
Just
there.
that just absolutely destroyed me. That was so bad. Ugh. It was so frustrating. The problem is, it's just, I don't know what to do. You can see Tubbo's there in the chat. Poor Muffinhead, he lagged out. Or his computer crashed. That sucks when that happens. So I run over. I'm like, I'm really disheartened. I'm like, don't worry, I can make it. I'm like, I can make it right here. And then watch what happens.
Nail the shortcut.
And I'm living in the worst part. What is happening?
I'm gonna lose it. I'm
I
actually
go
gonna
from
lose it, chat.
12.
Ugh, I went too low. Ugh,
Kind of.
I think that's what Muffin.
Other
me.
people come in and I
Okay, it's
think
fine,
made
it's
the
fine.
shortcut. Some of them.
If other people mess up
Okay,
the
I
shortcut,
actually
that'll
did not
muffin
lose
them
that
too,
much
so it's fine.
Positioning, really.
As long as I can try and
There,
get like
so.
top 10, I think I'll be satisfied.
I don't know. I just could have pulled like through. And then right there, I got stuck on that thing for a second.
Okay.
Ugh. And then it's right here. This is the muffin.
Let's go.
I was like, I need to do all her. Okay, watch the shortcut. Watch. Why did you say chat so sassy bad? What? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to.
Follow
Hi,
Puns.
Nikki.
Hi, Puns.
Okay, watch this. I followed
Why is that
Puns.
person so fast?
CPK, I'm following these muffins. Watch this. So again, all these guys swoop up. They go in there. I'm in 11th. I'm like, nah. Drop in.
Yes.
Boom. Cut those muffins off. Look at that, chat. That is the... I'm telling you.
Goodness.
I literally
Let's
was
go.
watching because Elytra, you get so slow, right? I noticed that. I'm like, and then I lose my lead right there
on.
like a numpty. Like an idiot. Like a dum-dum. I feel like such an idiot. But it's fine, because I make it up. George is like barely in the lead.
George is right there.
Which
Come
I was
on.
so happy he was doing so well.
He's
I mean,
doing
he's
so
good
well.
at
Keep
Ace
going,
Race, but I'm glad he
George.
was doing well.
Even if you
Let's
beat
go.
me, as long as you do well, we got this.
You can hear me say it. We had a friendly competition.
Going, George. Even if you beat me, as long as you do well, we got this.
Aw. I'm glad he did well, but I'm also glad I beat him. Let's go. So right here, he's coming through. I'm like,
he's really good.
I followed him right here, and then nailed it. Let's
go. No
I
way.
made it through
Did
the
I beat
important
him?
part.
Oh, please tell me I beat him.
I beat him by like 2 spaces. Poor guy. I feel bad for him. But I beat him. Get muffins,
Good job,
George.
George. Good competition.
Get
right at the very
muffins.
end.
All right, so that was Ace Race. Ton of fun. Would recommend. I was so happy with how that went. We just popped off. Guys, we have 4,000 points. Like above the next team in this. Just because we literally did so well. We just popped off. I literally don't know how we did so well. We literally popped off and they just got muffined. Anyway, every other team did good too. Then we did the audience vote. We got build battle. Build battle. So build battle was funny. I think everybody on the team made a mistake at one point or another. For me, I was a little bit too cautious with some of the stuff. I got a little bit more than I needed to get. Just because I was like, I don't want to have to like come back if I'm too short. So I think I could have spent less time here. But I think it was worth the risk than like showing up and not having enough. You follow me? Plus we ended up using some of it later. So this one's pretty straightforward. There we go. I'll just skip ahead. So I went to get flowers. I was confused at like the flowers. See, this is where the lighting messed me up, chat. Like, look at the orange. Let me find the orange. You see that orange? That orange just did not look vibrant from a distance. It didn't look as vibrant, so I couldn't remember if the thing was like orange or if there was like a different orange flower. So I just got a bunch of each flower. I think it worked. And then this muffin came along, taking all my flowers like a little jerk. Anyway, so I show up, speed ran, got some stuff cooking, split it between the thing. I was like, okay. And then I should have realized very quickly that it was just like placing on these things. I don't know why, I just didn't think about that. I eventually figured it out. I was like, oh, okay. See, right there. And then I did that. Something was looking peculiar here. Oh, yeah, I was placing the flowers in exactly the right spot. It was so frustrating.
George,
I have some. I'll put them in your chest.
For the gold build.
I need flowers.
I put them in your chest.
I should have just finished the build. This is the problem. I should have just focused on my builds and not helped my teammates in certain places, because we would have gotten points for completing the build faster. So you really should just do that. See, we were 6 to complete it, and I think we could have like completed that one maybe like first. This one I did really good. We already had the wood for it, so I just had to go get the nether stuff. But I kept second guessing myself. Watch, I run back because I'm like, I was thinking, did I miss anything? And I'm like, no, I probably didn't. I went for it.
Where's the stone?
Anyway, so we did this. This is pretty straightforward.
I can make this
Ugh.
right now.
I was trying to be careful and conserve resources. Again, I think we did fine in Build Battle. Oh, this is funny. Dream messed up the line.
Dream, yours is off one.
Poor Dream.
Wait, really?
Oh my goodness. Anyone could have made that mistake, though. He beat himself up for it a lot, but it was honestly a mistake anyone could have made. I should have just let him fix it, though, and gone to work on the gold build. I don't know why. I just tried to help him. I thought that would benefit us more. But in hindsight, I think just focusing on the gold build is 110% the way to go. So definitely a strategy for the future. Aw, thank you for the nice message. He yelled at you for helping. I know, I was trying to help, but I think he was right to like go and like do the gold build, but what are you gonna do?
I was helping you with your thing.
Again, like, it's hard to think when you're really tired because you're like, your brain just acts like mush. I want to play one of these MCCs when I'm not exhausted. I think it'd be a lot more fun. So we did good there. Honestly, I think we did alright in Build Battle, all things considered. I keep calling it Build Battle. Yes, I know it's big sales of Build Mart. Forgive me. It's just, I already have it stuck in my head. This was painful. How did I not know this? My chat was like freaking out, but I wasn't like reading it at the time. Because look, we're third. 4th now. We're like doing great. And then, this was painful, chat. This makes this whole day, there were so many painful moments flipping basketball. I was so tired. You know what, I'm gonna pause it since a bunch of you guys are here for the basketball stream. Like, chat, I played basketball. I know, I'm gonna say this just because this is my sticking point. When we first tested basketball, right, with Dream, I played it, and like, I was just cracked at it. I was like amazing at it. Then he tweaked. I got used to how the basketball shoots, and then he tweaked it and changed it slightly differently. But now I keep shooting the ball the same stinking way. I can't like adjust it. I can get the straight on shots, but the angle shots, I just can't figure out where you're supposed to hit. So anyway, again, it was fun. I enjoyed playing basketball, even though my friends get super toxic and salty. It's still fun to play with them. Because you're having a good time. But anyway, I just thought I'd say that. So I feel like I have a justification. When you sent the George audio, yeah, I was gonna meme George with the recording that Sapnap posted on his Twitter. If you haven't seen it, it's a funny little meme. I enjoy basketball. I enjoy, like, I think those really toxic games, not toxic, but those really, like, where you're just like friends, just trash talking your friends. Again, I don't think you should do it to your teammates. I think you should be like, come on guys, we can do it. Even if you like are just getting hammered. That's one of my sticking points I think me and my friends disagree on. I think to the end of it, I'm always going to be like trying to encourage and give advice to my friends because I think that works better. That's just my 2 cents. You feel me? Context for what? The basketball? Sorry, I'm talking about Sapnap's stream from earlier. If you didn't see it, I'm just clarifying that. We'll go back to reviewing the VOD. I just wanted to say that. But context George clip? Oh, you want the context of the George clip. Anyway, but that's the gist of it again. So the flipping basketball, don't hate on me if I'm not doing as flipping good as I could be doing. It's a really tough game to play a lot. And once Callium was getting boxed in like that, there's nothing we could do. Like he was the guy who was making all our shots. So flipping, it's too much hitting based. Anyway. So we played this some more. We honestly didn't do that bad in this. I had to go back and get more yellow glass because I used the wrong pick. Ugh. It's one of those things that's just like such an easy mistake to make that you don't think you'll make it until you do. It's so frustrating. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Am I right?
No, we're doing fine.
Then I went and got Blackstone. Anyway, and then we finished it. I think we finished it. What was our time on it? Oh yeah, they put the wrong things there.
It's right here.
We need to make quartz. Oh,
Put it.
A minute left, guys.
Here.
what's our score on
We
that?
got it.
5th. Okay. Not bad. Oh wait, 9th? 9th to complete trophy? Oof. That's pretty bad. Never mind. Then we do the rest, and honestly, it was pretty straightforward. I'll skip ahead.
Get fucked to be
On the wall or send it.
Again, I apologize for any swearing. I have him turned down, so you really shouldn't be able to hear it. We got dunked right here. Battle box. Here we go, chat. This is it.
You can play.
Okay, I'm gonna apologize in advance for any of the roasting that I'm about to do to my friends. Okay, but I have to. Okay, chat. I'm gonna make a little comment. Last night, when we were doing our rehearsing or like our discussions and our VOD reviewing, our strategizing, I suggested to the team, guys, we should go play some Battle Box. And everyone was like, what? No, Battle Box is the worst thing you could practice. Practice hole in the walls. I was like, okay. But anyway, that was my suggestion. Again, they probably remember it differently. Totally fine. Everybody remembers different things, and people tend to remember things about them in the best possible light, which is totally fine. Remember, chat, everybody is the hero of their own story. So human memory tends to follow that perspective, where you tend to remember things from your perspective in a positive light. Anyway, so let's begin. Here we go.
do whatever you want. Don't
Stay
let me go in the
together?
middle. Me and Dream are going rogue.
I apologize for.
We're going rogue. You and
Okay,
George.
So
Yeah,
listen.
I was gonna say, out of the ones that are left,
Please.
I don't. Honestly,
go,
don't
let's
care. I like it. We'll see if I like it after we play.
The hummings, you have to like back down.
You just like, get back here.
Place
here's
the
the
leaves to block
strategy
and then like
discussing.
fill it in real quick.
Oh,
But you get more
shears,
points
so
for
you can just
killing,
destroy
don't
You
you?
have
them.
shears. Yeah, you have shears. I
If
will
someone's
just like.
carrying up, you can just bring them back down.
You just like, get back here.
So
If there's a
while we were looking at this chat, here's the sad thing about this. While we were looking at this, I don't know if I ever said it, but I had this thought occur to me. I was like, wait a minute. If we get up there, can't we just build like leaves along the edge and stop people from getting up there? But I didn't say it. And I think part of the reason, I don't know if I said it or not, actually. Let's check. It's one of those things where there's a certain amount of too many cooks in the kitchen, right? Where having too many strategies is sometimes worse than having a bad strategy. You follow me? Having too many plans. So, did I say it? I swear I said it at the beginning. I may not have said it. Let's rewind. Here we go. Let's listen.
As long as
Oh, we can build,
Because
we
I
can
made
build.
that observation. I was like,
leaves.
that would be the
Right,
thing
so
to
we can
do.
build
leaves. You can place leaves
You
and break
can
leaves.
build with leaves. Yeah,
So I
you can
noticed
run around
that very
walls and
quickly.
shit.
if
So
I said
what's
it.
our strat for this?
You can put the leaves in your
Just-
offhand.
Do whatever you want. Don't
Stay
let people in the
together?
middle. Me and Dream are going rogue.
Yeah, we're going rogue. You and George, Bad, are you saying George and Bad?
I
You
think
want to
the
stay
strat-
together?
Yeah.
was that
It
like
doesn't really matter, but
Dream and
Dream,
Sam.
if Dream sticks with
we're just,
them,
me,
like
me
I
and Sam
can
are
just
just gonna
go
try and
rogue,
flank.
you
Me and
can-
Sam are
you
gonna try
can-
and flank, and then you guys can just do whatever.
Yeah, they're
Like,
gonna
that's-
two flankers is tough to deal with.
You guys can just do whatever. So again, I'm not saying this is a bad plan, right? It's just a difficult plan for me to work with mentally, because we hadn't done like a lot of rehearsing with the four of us playing BattleBox. I hadn't played BattleBox, I think, in like a month by this point. So I think the strategy was sound based on our performance in the what do you call it? What's the Sky Battle game? We did really good with like them running around and killing people. I think for me though, where I was sort of confused, and you'll probably see this, was I was confused in what our goal was. Were we just trying to get kills? Were we also trying to win? Were we trying to do like a mixture of both? Or were we trying to get kills and then just stop them from finishing the thing, right? And that's where I felt like I was constantly moving around trying to stop them, for the other team, from doing one particular thing. You feel me? And it was very difficult and led to a lot of like chaos. So we'll watch and let's react. Let's see what happens.
Like they're gonna expect like only one of us.
I'll
to be
just
flanking most of the
trace
time.
George then.
But, like we can just get completely muffin. Like if you just don't
Yeah.
kill them and they kill you, then we're screwed.
Yeah, obviously, but we're
Oh,
not, I'm
you
not gonna
need
jump into
you
a
need to
3v1,
build to
like,
get
I'm
to
only, I know when to
the
not go.
middle. Actually,
I've got,
you need to build. Wait, look, guys, you need to build, so save your blocks because you need
You
to
know
build.
what'd be
There's
funny?
a ladder
you can,
right
you
there.
can go
We
up the ladder,
could-
but
we
they
could-
hit you off.
Oh,
pretty
you
easy.
can where? Oh yeah,
There's a
you're
ladder on
right.
the
There's
side.
ladders that they can knock you off.
We could like
Listen.
build up, place the leaves
No,
to
that-
block, and then like fill it in real quick. You get more
So
points
you
for
can
killing,
just
don't
You
destroy
have
you?
the
shears. Yeah, you have shears. That would
That would have been the strategy to do. Just how inconvenient it was. If we had one person like speed bridge to it, and then we just build the bridge. That's what teams did, and they were just crushing.
like
Carrying on, you can
instantly.
just bring them back
It all
down.
that's the problem, chat. It all depends on what you're trying to do, right? Are you trying to get points from kills, or are you just trying to end the round really quick, right? Because there's different strategies, right? Depending on what you're trying to do. I think at one point we were just trying to get points, right? And so it was very kill focused. But then I think the first game is where things go awry, and you'll kind of see it.
Get back here. If there's a stone sword, I call dibs. To be clear, if there's a stone sword, I call dibs.
Oh, there's potions of harmings on the side. Look, you have
Wow.
to jump to them. You see the harmings? You have to like.
Yeah,
Jump to
you,
them.
you have to build to them. It'd be a great choke point.
This is an interesting
let
map.
people go
It
for
is
it.
an interesting map. I kind of like it. We'll
You
see if
know
I
what
like
was
it
very
after we-
frustrating
now, but
about this map? The vertical element of it, chat, made it very difficult because we'd never played in something like this in a lot of practice with a lot of that height differential, right? Or maybe it was just I hadn't played it recently. I couldn't think of like a call out to say when I saw
But as soon
someone
as the first round,
like up on one of the upper levels, like there's someone
Thank you, Rachel.
there.
Alright,
Like,
for
I don't know.
gifted
It's just
subs.
very
Thank you
weird.
guys. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
no one take
Alright.
All right, here we
Let's
go.
go.
Let's watch.
I call
There's a
stone sword.
stone
Let me
sword.
take it. Let me take it.
Okay,
You
I'll
take the
take
healing
that.
power.
I already-
6+
I
leaves.
like the
I'll
stone
take the
sword.
bow.
Okay.
Oh, dude, 6+
What do
leaves
you mean
is
the
good.
bow? Oh, there's a punch one bow. Oh, it's like a boost you. You can boost people off a spawn, off of the middle, bad with that. So
Really?
know that.
All right, let's
This
see.
Yeah, but
bow
you can't,
did
like-
not
I
punch
mean,
people
but, like,
back hardly
you mean
at all.
teammates?
It's punch.
It's called punch
No,
one.
I'm saying that it's.
It
I'm saying
did
like.
Oh, it's
this
not-
is-
yeah,
literally
I see.
jack. So we go right in.
I thought you
Watch
meant
this
like
They're rushing in the
first
middle.
one.
They're rushing in the middle.
They rush
each
mid.
other.
They're rushing in the middle. They're rushing in the middle.
Go, go, go!
Behind them.
Bridge to him.
They're rushing in the middle.
Go,
They're
go,
rushing
go,
middle.
go,
Guys.
go.
They're rushing middle.
We're good. We're good.
We're fine.
We're so. What?
What?
Oh my goodness,
Are you
guys.
serious? Fucking fuck off. That's
Language.
so.
There was like
controlled.
3 of us here. What do you mean? There was like 3 of us there.
I know, but he finished
You
it.
should've
Yeah,
placed-
we
you
heard
should've
you, George.
placed
We're all
something.
there was 3 of us in the middle. What do you mean? You told us we were in
You-
like 3 of us.
you
The
were
only
saying it was
person not in the
fine,
middle,
and it
George,
wasn't
was
fine.
you.
Wait,
The only person
what?
not in the middle was you.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I noticed this. Did you guys hear what Dream just said? This is the thing that, again, like, here's the problem. I'll just say this. I don't know if George felt the same way. But when I would do something and then I would get roasted for it, I just want to point something out to you guys. I don't know if you noticed this. Okay, watch.
They're rushing the middle.
Saying that it's. I'm saying.
Watch.
Like,
Oh, it's done.
yeah,
I see what you mean.
I'll highlight the memes. It starts.
I thought you
They're
meant like
pushing the middle.
boost
They're rushing
George points out that they're rushing the middle.
the middle.
each other.
They're rushing the middle. They're rushing the middle.
Go,
George
go, go.
goes in.
Breach to him.
They're rushing the middle. They're rushing the middle. They're
I
rushing
rush. Dream rushes. Satnap's up there. He's rushing. All four of us are now here, right? George is getting hit, so he's going to die, obviously, because he was the first person in, took all the damage. But listen.
We're good. We're good.
we're fine.
And then the guy manages to finish it and get all the points anyway, right? He just speed ran it. And then listen, this is hilarious.
We're so what?
Oh my goodness,
Are you
guys.
serious? Fucking fuck off. That's
Language.
so.
There was like
troll.
3 of us here. What do you mean? There was like 3 of us there.
I know, but he finished it.
Yeah, we heard you, George. We're all. There was 3 of us in the middle. What do you mean? You told us. We were in. There was 3 of us. The only person not in the middle, George, was you. The only person not in the middle was you.
How?
I feel so bad for George. Oh my goodness. But it was little things like that, okay? And again, I think Dream just didn't remember, didn't see George, right? Because George was dead at that point. But it was little things like that. If I was George in that position, right? And I'm getting yelled at for not being in the middle, I would have just been a little bit like, it's a little bit this is the start of the toxic arc. But again, keep in mind, it's all in good fun, right? Like, I'm just saying, for me, I can only speak for myself. I don't know about George, but for me, it's difficult for me to get roasted constantly like that and not also be like, like, it's very demotivating just on a personal level. You're just like, like, I know none of them mean anything by it, and they're not trying to be little muffiny, roasty muffins, right? But poor little George gets he's literally, it's just like, George, you're the only person not in the middle. And George is literally the first person in the middle. Poor Muffinhead. It's okay, though. He's all right. Anyway. Let's
Me,
watch
Bad, and
that.
Sound of-
again.
Yeah, we
This is
were good.
really funny.
I thought you
They're
meant like
pushing the middle.
boost
They're rushing the middle.
Look at him
each
run in.
other.
He's like,
They're rushing the middle. They're rushing the middle.
Let's go.
Go, go, go.
Behind them.
Go.
Breach to him.
They're rushing the middle. They're rushing the middle.
go.
They're rushing middle.
We're good. We're good.
This is so funny.
Fine.
We're so.
Now
what?
listen.
Oh my goodness,
Are you
guys.
serious? Fucking fuck off. That's so.
There was like
troll.
3 of us here. What do you mean? There was like 3 of us there.
I know, but he finished it.
Yeah, we heard you, George. We're all. There was 3 of us in the middle. What do you mean? You told us. We were in. There was 3 of us. The only person not in the middle, George, was you. The only person not in the middle was you.
How?
Me, Bad, and Sound of, we're all in the middle.
How did you even get there? You ran up.
Listen to what George says. Guys, listen to what George says. Listen.
the ladder.
No, they.
Told us. We were in. There was 3 of us. The only person not in the middle, George, was you. The only person not in the middle was
Listen.
you.
How?
Me, Bad, and Sound of, we're all in the middle.
How did you even get there? You ran up the ladder.
No, they
No,
went
we
straight
just
to it.
went across. We towered across.
Oh, okay. I thought he was being snarky. I thought he was pointing out the fact that he made the bridge. But yeah, they came up the ladders. Okay, I thought he was being like, how did you get that? You must have taken my bridge. But okay, never mind. He was just asking them a question. But anyway, I thought it was funny. It was a good meme. But poor George. Poor George. I feel so bad for him. He's literally Dream's like, you were the only person who wasn't there. Which again, it's not like Dream was like trying to meme him. He just was mistaken, right? Which happens. It's all good. So everything, but I think this first game just muffined us because I think we all played really well this first game, right? But because we played like well, because literally we killed almost all of them except for one who we got really low, and we basically rushed in, like George rushed in. George's timing was perfect. Sees them filling it in, builds bridges, goes right in and goes full meme, right? Muffins the muffin, right? And then literally we come in and we're like, all right, let's go. And then we lose anyway. And I think that really, one, it started us on this like highly like aggressive arc, and two, I think it caused us all to like worry about that rather than executing the plan of like hunting people, right? And so I definitely think that hurt our momentum. This first game was like, it was like the Achilles heel of our game. You follow me? Hi, Sylvie. Hello. I see you in chat. But anyway, an interesting observation, isn't it?
That's that thing is troll. That is so troll. Why wasn't bad like shooting with the punch bowl?
I was shooting them.
I just, again, like, oh my gosh. It's comments like that that made me just wanted to smack my head against the wall.
What are you talking about?
What?
Oh, each other.
You mean teammates?
It's punch.
Let's watch.
No, I'm saying that it's. I'm saying like.
Oh, yeah, I see what you. Okay. One fire.
They're rushing the middle. They're rushing the middle.
Hit each other.
They're
Hit.
rushing the middle. They're rushing the middle.
Hit.
Go, go, go.
Behind them.
Breach to him.
They're rushing the middle. They're rushing the middle.
Go.
They're rushing middle.
We're good. We're good.
We're fine.
We're so what?
What?
Oh my goodness,
Are you
guys.
serious? Fucking fuck off. That's so.
Language.
There was like
troll.
3 of us here. What do you mean? There was like 3 of us. There.
I know. So that's one of my only criticisms of Sapnap, is he loves to say stuff like that.
But he finished it.
Yeah, we heard you, George. We're all
Get there. You ran up the ladder.
Like, right.
off, man.
Yeah, and if I hit people, it either
That thing is troll. That is so troll. Why wasn't bad like shooting with the punch bowl?
I was shooting them. What are you talking
Man, it
about? I
knocks-
was
it knocks
shooting them.
off, man.
Yeah, and if I hit people, it either didn't knock them back far enough to knock them off, but I hit a couple people.
Anyway, so the only reason I'm pointing this out is because it was very frustrating to play and then hear comments like that, because I'm like, I don't know what to do at that point, because like I'm just trying to play the best I can, and even if I play perfectly, I get like side comments like that. It's very frustrating. Again, I know that this is just how like they're expressing their frustration, right? And because I'm really good friends with them, I understand that and I don't take it to heart. But it's also at the same time frustrating for me while playing the game at the same point. And I definitely don't think it helps me play better. But at the same point, I understand it. That's just how they play, right? Which is fine. But I think it's a bad habit of them, or a bad habit of theirs. But what are you going to do? It's very funny, though. A lot of people really, really flipping love it. And apparently you all found this really funny, which I'm glad. I'm glad you guys could take some enjoyment in mine and George's suffering.
Okay, we got this. We got this.
That's fine.
This is easy to fuck on. You just-
people, it either didn't knock them back far enough to knock them off, but I hit a
Listen,
couple
listen
people.
what George says.
Okay, we got this. We got this.
That's fine.
Look, we got Joel. We're fine. This is easy to.
I love it. He knew it. He was like, George and I both living know that. We both know how Dream and Sapnap can get sometimes. So we were both like, yeah, it was like, here he goes. Second, we're not doing good. Like the roast of Bad Boy Halo, and George begins. Oh my gosh. And it literally began. Let me see if George wants to come in VOD review. George, you dare? Come VOD review us getting bullied with me. Oh my goodness. Let's see if he'll pop in and say hello. But anyway, it was so funny. He literally, and again, that's what I'm saying. Like, George is so good natured about it. It doesn't bother him at all. I wish I could not be bothered by it to the same degree. And I wouldn't change anything about any of my friends, right? I literally wouldn't. So, like, even the stuff that I would say, like, is, like, minor criticisms or things that, like, get on my nerves that they do, right? Or that I find kind of annoying. Like, keep in mind, I love them for that stuff, right? All the little quirks and imperfections and, you know, things they do that make me angry are the things that I love about them. It's the things that I think are great, right? I don't think I would be friends with them if they weren't like this. You feel me? Because they're little muffin heads, right? So anyway, it's literally, I love them. I love them to death. even though sometimes I will say I wouldn't feel bad about smacking him with a frying pan in Minecraft. But anyway, come on, just this first meme. I want your reaction. You'll love it. Trust me. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Let's get George in toxicity. He wants to see it. He's not AFK, Callahan. He literally just typed. Callahan's entered his toxic arc. Oh well. If George decides to see it, maybe he'll pop in. Hold on, let me screen share to this little muffin head. Maybe he'll pop in then. There we go. Okay, let's see if he comes in now.
Flank on. All you have to do to flank if they go up the middle there is just run around the side and place one leaf block and like parkour jump across. You know what I mean?
Here we go. Round two. Round two.
Come on, we got this, guys. We got this.
It's hard because it takes a lot of leaves
We weren't
to go
expecting
across.
it. We weren't
It
expecting
takes one leaf to get across. One leaf.
I'm talking about how do you get up from the left?
This is gonna be funny.
It takes a lot of leaves.
Your laugh sounds like a dying
I
Thank you. That's more like, I don't think that's my natural laugh. That's my, I don't know how to feel about this laugh. That's more like my natural one. Did I just laugh at the way my laugh sounded? I actually did. Oh no. Turn Callahan up. Okay. Oh no. Great. Now you got me all self-conscious about it. Thanks, you jerk. I'm just kidding.
I feel much more refreshed now.
No, you just go around. If they're up there, then they went up.
Whoa, we're in a different spot. Oh wait, never mind.
So that threw me off for like a split second.
Now that I feel much more refreshed now.
I don't know why. For some reason, this little yellow bit right here, up here, I just for some reason felt like the platform was higher. It was so weird. Like I thought I was at the bottom. It was a weird like optical illusion. It was so bizarre.
If they're up there, then they went up.
Whoa, we're in a different spot. Oh wait, never mind.
And then I looked down and I'm like, oh, never mind. It was just it was weird. It was very surreal.
On left. One person above, Sapnap.
So I didn't know what to do here, right? George. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and cover Sapnap.
I died.
Lumina's really low. Lumina's really low.
I'm like, okay, well, I'll go for the leaves. Let's do this.
I'm getting killed, Dream.
Bad. Don't fill in the middle. Don't fill in the middle.
Don't fill it in.
Lumina's low. Lumina's low.
Now, I will agree, this is probably my mistake here. I don't know why. Again, I think it's probably just because the goal of BattleBox is to fill it in, right? I was just thinking, oh, fill it in, instead of thinking, oh, rush and kill Illumina. I think practicing BattleBox probably would have helped. Again, this is on me. I can totally acknowledge that. This is on me. I will say, though, Illumina is not low, though he may have just healed up.
I'm getting killed, Dream.
Bad. Don't fill in the middle. Don't fill in the middle.
Don't fill it in.
Lumina's low. Lumina's low.
Oh, yeah. He's about half health.
Oh,
I could have killed him. But Illumina, he had a stone sword. Again, that one's on me. I can admit when I muffined up. I should have rushed in to help. And I do that more. I know that. Just because I very much just did not, like, I wasn't thinking in the moment of like, you know what it was? It was definitely after that first game, I was much more conscious of the middle than of going and killing other people. You feel me? And that's what I'm thinking. I think that's what was like impacting my head. So I think from that point on, after that first game, I just stopped like thinking, oh, we need to get a bunch of kills. And I was too focused on the middle because the team had like filled it in, right? I don't know. That's just from my thinking.
Quack.
Lumina just killed like all of us.
And then they go in and fill it in.
We just need to get kills. Like I killed Sylvie. No one else. Wait, who killed? Saturn killed. George and Bad. Come on, get some kills.
George and Bad are fucking trolling. How did George die?
I was standing at spawn covering the thing.
You guys need to stay together and stop.
See, you hear again. That's where my head was at. I think my head was just in the wrong space. I wasn't focused on killing. I was too focused on this after what happened in the first game. So I definitely think that was my bad. At least this round.
Away from people.
I don't know where George ran. I'll just follow him.
But we need to
Don't throw
watch
again.
middle
Don't throw
too,
again,
though.
George.
I'm
need to
having
keep an
George.
eye on
What
middle.
is George doing? How did George die?
I just went over. I got hit
George,
by a bow. You're, like,
don't
so
rush
hard.
over. Kind of
And don't
cover where
rush.
I'm at.
Stop, why are you
don't rush.
rushing?
Me and
You know
Sapnap are
you're-
literally rushing. The
I
corners are
tried
clear.
to tower towards the middle, and then I was using blocks instead of
Why
leaves.
would
Why are you
Just
towering
fell.
towards the middle?
I don't know.
Fuck.
What am I meant to
Stop.
do?
I think George is in the same mindset, guys. I think we both, after that first game, just because, again, we didn't really practice build battle, or not build battle, what's it called? Battle box. We didn't practice it as a team, right? And I think it just, like, that first game just, like, totally threw us off our game, right? We stopped focusing on everything else and started focusing on, like, the middle.
Bow.
Yeah.
Which I think
Shoot with your bow.
Sapnap and Dream kept that kind of like, we'll run around and get kills focus, right? I think they had that very much like in their head from the start, and they just kept focusing on that. Whereas George and I were like, oh, let's watch the middle. Anyway.
Oh, or try and engage by going like, I don't know, left or right after we already
I'll
went.
kill them right now. Fine.
Fine, get a kill.
Again, you can see I kind of
Fine, I
play
will.
along
Fine.
that way. I keep on, we like got keeping this. an eye on the middle. And I
We're
try
on
to
two.
encourage my teammates.
Yeah,
Come on,
it's
guys,
like-
we can
we
do
got
it.
this. I think they're
And then
going
these
for
guys,
mid.
they rush
go,
in.
go, go,
Ugh,
go.
This is
They're
so
poking us up.
painful. And then I just jumped in. Here's the problem. This is the problem. Everybody said, Bad, you should have just put something in the thing, right? And this has been my problem with that philosophy for so long, is the stuff is never in the same spot. I mean, every inventory is the same, but it's very frustrating because it's not like every battle box inventory is the same. Maybe they are. Maybe the blocks are in the same spot. I'm just not used to always PvPing and then immediately going to my fourth slot for blocks. So it just didn't occur to me to do that. I was like, it's going to be way faster if I just jump in the hole and keep them from doing anything. That's what I was thinking. And that's what I did. I just did it because that was the best thing I could do in the time. I couldn't switch to it quickly enough. So
Go.
so that's what I do.
blocking us
I
off.
build on over, like, I just... Anyway, and then I think it worked out pretty well. H-Bomb was shown right there. See, Dream was even in the hole, too.
Don't get out that old dream. I mean, bad.
I
We
know,
were-
I'm staying in it.
We were both in the
Why
hole
would
for a
you
little
bully
bit.
us?
Oh my gosh.
Guys, whenever people are bullying us, place a fucking block in
I
there.
was
I
standing
was trying.
in
I
the
didn't have my wool
hole.
on the.
There wasn't anything else I could do except
I
jump
need
in
to
it.
switch offense.
Holy
Well, you can
fuck.
place wool. To be
Thank
fair.
you.
I know, but the
Apologies
quickest
for
thing I
these
could do was
words.
jump
I
in
had
and
I had a
start
leaf in my
attacking.
offhand. I was like trying to play. I was like, I was an idiot. I should have switched to my. I should have like, but I was, at that point it was too late.
They
I'm gonna
just-
stop
they
putting my
went-
leaf in my offhand.
We need
We're
a
getting
more
fucked.
decisive
getting
strategy. Should we try
What do you
doing
mean we
that?
don't decide?
rushing?
We just need to not be idiots. You got fucked because we're idiots.
So again, this is where in my head I wasn't sure. I don't know why. I just wasn't sure what like our general plan was. You feel me? Forgive me for the language, chat, that the muffins are saying, but it was very much in the realm of like I was like, okay, what are we doing? Like just running around and killing people, right? It just, I don't know. It just didn't make as much sense to me because, and I think it's because I was like, we gotta focus on keeping them from getting the middle, right? And because I kept going back to that in my head, I think that's definitely what kept muffining me.
Idiots. We didn't get a single. Like, how did they rush the middle? We got like, did we kill them?
No, I
Because
killed
and
two.
they
I
did.
killed
We
two
need to see.
people.
And that's part of the problem is because honestly, this round actually wasn't that bad. We didn't have a concise strategy, but rushing the middle, because they did that, we all ended up doing that anyway, right? Everybody did that for the most part. See what they're doing before we do something, because we start splitting and they all
You guys
rush.
are just getting fucked in the middle
Yeah,
every
you guys
time.
are getting.
I apologize again.
guys,
for all
you're-
that. I
you're
don't know what to
driving
do.
the-
I don't know how to communicate.
Their only job is
what
like to
to do.
defend the middle, and we're trying to go
Stick
around
with
them.
them.
I
You guys aren't-
can't
them,
kill
Stick
4
with them.
people.
Just stick with them. They're fucking idiots. They need you.
I'm fine. No, it's dumb. That's a.
It's not even dumb. That's
It is dumb because I can't get to the middle quicker. I can get to the middle quicker going around. I've gotten there first every time.
okay. Let's see.
Oh, this round is
good.
bad.
We're fine.
Toxico.
Shut
I
up.
put wool in my left hand. Bad. You're a muffin fuck. Fuck you.
Language.
That was just unneeded. So rude.
Good.
No, not good. Come on, guys. We
So
can't be
rude.
toxic. Let's do this.
So rude.
No, I'm
They're going to
talking
wool us.
about
They're going to
muffin.
wool us.
Okay, they're
not.
splitting. They're not going to mid.
Oh, 1 went for harming.
Hit one.
The health pots don't really do much.
I'm like already dead.
I need a health pot, Dream.
Me too.
I already used them.
Both?
Yeah, they don't do much.
Wait, there's someone above us. CPK's above.
You just
One's
instant damage me.
rushing.
I'm almost dead. I'm dead. I just got sniped so much.
Wow, they're just fucking destroying us, actually.
Oh my goodness,
Chill
there's
out.
so much
What do we do?
swearing here.
They are destroying us though.
I went for this.
This is a powerful
muffin
team
head.
though, so that's more expected. We're literally in last place right now, guys. How?
We haven't won a single
I
round.
would have
We're
killed
0-4.
Shovel, but that muffin head.
What?
Guys, we need just to be decisive. We're like trying to
I'm just
decide
gonna
what to
be
do.
be decisive.
I think we would be doing better
I'm
if we
actually gonna
just
fucking
rush the mid.
Well, we don't.
I definitely agreed with that. I think it would have been a lot better if we had just rushed the mid. Dream's tweet. What did Dream tweet? Dream is lurking. Is that little muffin head lurking? Come and join. Let's observe Dream. On his private? What did he tweet? What was it? He said sorry. What? No way. A little muffin. What did he say? I take back saying bad was right in BattleBox. After MCC, we watched his VOD. He sat and did nothing 90% of the rounds. There it is. Here it is. So let's watch chat and let's see if that's accurate. It's so toxic. Anyway, let's keep watching.
We don't need to rush mid. Like,
I know,
we're
but I
better
think
than
we
all
might
these
be
people.
doing better if we just did that. Because every
map
other
is just
team
set.
is like
At this
doing
point, you're right.
something.
At this point, we'd probably be doing better if we did that, but that's very like hindsight. But then it's dumb. Like, do we continue doing that? But
Well,
now
what
we
do
need
you
to, if
wanna
we want
do?
to even have a chance, we need to get kills because otherwise we literally need kills. Otherwise, we're just gonna lose this game so badly.
Okay, so do you want to?
We're down by one.
So he's right here that we need to get kills, right? It's just I definitely think a more like here's the way we're gonna go about getting kills, like going to mid, right, or something like that would have been a lot more helpful. That's just my thinking.
1.6
team
K
then?
points right now, Pat.
Okay, but
Yeah, just rush. Everyone just rush.
okay,
Everyone just rush.
let's rush then.
Literally, everyone rush. George, come with me right. Bad go with 7 left.
Okay,
Not unmuted, actually muted.
choose your kit.
Alright, let's
Choose
go.
your kit.
Okay, let's go.
I'm gonna go with Sapnap. Oh, they're shooting.
Wow, fucking dad's dead.
Literally, there's nothing I could do at that point. Like,
Bill's
I
is
can't
fine.
help getting shot like that.
Oh my god.
I'm getting shot by 2 people.
You could have called for help.
They're filling
Nice.
it.
They're
They're filling in, they're
filling.
filling in.
We're done.
They're nearly done. Nearly done. 2 more blocks, 1 more block. They got it.
Like, why? Teams are just filling it in to troll us.
Yeah, but how are me and Sam the only one alive? Like, I don't
I
understand.
don't know. I don't know. I don't
Because
get what
they
they're
shot me
understand,
right
George.
off start.
I just died. I don't know what you want me to
How?
do.
Listen, George, you didn't even call for a health pot or anything.
I don't
you
know,
were
I
just dead. You were
forgot.
standing, we went together, and you just died.
I don't
Like,
think
how-
our team
I don't understand. Like,
communication
I rushed
is
them and
that
was fighting
good,
them. How
chat.
did you die?
We've got
If you're getting shot,
too
George,
many
then
people
hide.
coming up
Hide.
with
Use
too
cover.
many different strategies, so it's not working. That's probably the strategy assessment's probably not the best assessment because again, I don't think our strategy was bad. Like getting kills was the right way to go about it, and I definitely wasn't focused on that as much in like the first couple rounds after the first round. But I don't know. I just would have liked it more like we'll go to mid or we'll go and rush around or something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's just where my head was at.
Shit, this is really bad. This is embarrassing.
Okay.
We're like in 10th by far.
I will say I also understand why they're so frustrated, right? Because to do so well, right? Both Dream and Sapnap are very competitive, and I mean I'm pretty competitive too. So I understand that from their perspective, they're very much like, oh my goodness, they're so done at this point. And so it's not that they're actually like mad at George or I. They're just expressing their frustrations. So anyway, I just think it's kind of funny. Let's go.
Okay,
Here,
that's
Dream,
might have been first round.
Dream,
Let's just
just
lose on
tell us
purpose.
what to do and we'll just do what Dream
Shut
suggests.
the fuck up.
What?
I'll-
See, that's the
Okay.
thing that was. Come on.
I'll
There's no
call.
point in, like intent by far. Like
Here,
Dream,
might have been first round.
Dream,
Let's just
just
lose on
tell us
purpose.
what to do and we'll just do what
Shut
Dream
up.
suggests.
Shut the fuck up.
So my thinking with that was, I was thinking, okay, we just need someone to like say what everybody will do and then just have that person do it, right? And then that would streamline everything if we all just did that. Anyway, that's my thinking. I think that would have worked, but I don't know.
Alright, I'll follow you, Dream. Let's go.
Because again, the problem is it's one of those things where it's like there's not really a whole lot to do. Follow me? Outside of like if you're rushing to get kills, where it's like organizing a strategy and being like, all right, you go this way, I'll go this way, right? I don't know. I think that would have helped have like a clear directive versus kind of the more floaty way it was. But I don't know. Maybe that's just the way they prefer to play, and so that might have been the best strategy for them. But I'm just speaking from my perspective.
I'll
There's no
call.
point in
I'll
going in the
call.
middle because if we go in the middle, then they're just gonna snipe us anyway. Oh, I just fell.
Why are you like
I'm getting-
running?
I
in
did a ton of
there?
damage. A ton of damage. Just fight them.
Punch is fucking such a bitch. Oh my god.
How did we not get a
Killed it.
kill? How?
So now, right now, the reason I went for the middle at that point, I don't know.
not get a kill?
I
Why
don't.
you like-
I'm getting
I'm gonna
funny.
say this since Dream's being a salty little muffin.
Oh,
I don't know
fell.
why he runs in like that. There he goes. And he engages with 3 of them. I don't know if that was the best play there. But then George comes in from the side, and I guess
Why you
Satnap
like
comes
running
in.
I
from
did
the
a ton of
side.
damage. A ton of damage. Just fight
Punch
them.
is
But,
fucking such a bitch.
I was trying to shoot them from spawn. So again, I think if I had rushed in too, right? That probably wouldn't, we probably would have gotten that. I think the problem was, here's what I'm thinking the problem was with that, is again, based off the first game, I think we were too reactive from whatever the other team was doing, right? Or at least I was. I'm just speaking for myself. As the other team comes running in, I'm like, or as the game starts, I'm like, okay, are they going to rush or are they not going to rush, right? And that's where I was like, okay, I'm going to chill. Oh, there we go. Dream's here. Dream, I'm in the Discord if you want to pop in and say hello. You can put your toxic cat back on. Let's go. Anyway. Anyway, where was I?
Alright, I'll follow
Let's
you,
go
Dream. Let's go.
back. And let's watch
We're like
the
intent
round Dream
by
was
far.
saying
Like,
about different strategies, so it's not working. I don't
Like,
think
how-
our taste shot.
We're done.
Here it is.
Beautiful.
So this is the one we did.
Dad's dead.
Or this is the previous
Bills
one.
is fine.
Oh my god!
I'm getting shot by 2.
Oh no, so watch this. Okay, so Dream, this is the
Okay.
round you're talking about. There we go. You don't follow Sapnap like we said. We had already said the strategy twice. Okay, and I was thinking that because it didn't work, we were changing it up. That's why I didn't follow him, because I died in this round when I ran in, which you can see here.
Okay, let's go.
Choose your kit.
Alright, let's
choose
go.
your kit.
Here,
Okay,
let's
but-
watch
Yeah,
it.
just rush. Everyone just rush.
Okay,
Everyone just rush.
let's rush then.
Oh my
Literally,
goodness.
everyone
I
rush.
actually
George,
don't.
George, come with me, right? Bad boy
Nah,
was happening left.
I can't deal with that right now. No.
Back-
There we go. Hi, Dream.
Are you sharing your screen?
Yeah, I am.
Let's start over round 1 battle box.
Oh my goodness, I don't want to hear all of Sapnap and you're swearing again.
Well, then you can turn the volume down.
I'm already traumatized as it is. No, the volume is important. Let's start from the very beginning.
Okay. I agree. I actually agree. I would rather you have it on.
Here we
'cause then
go.
I can fully express
Here we go, chat.
the frustration and where it came from.
No, I've been expressing where I think your frustration came from. I've been pretty fair. I don't know if you just hopped in the middle of my explanation and thought I was just poking fun
So
at
just to
you. I
clarify,
was pretty
our
fair.
strategy before Battle Box was me and
Mm-hmm.
Sapnap flank on opposite sides, and we're rogues. You and George stick together and push mid.
Okay.
Was that not our strategy?
That was our strategy.
Okay.
But it
Now
was
let's see how much you follow that strategy. And then
To
let's
be-
see what I changed the strategy to. And let's see how much you follow that strategy after
And-
we changed it.
And to
Let's watch.
but to be fair,
We've already watched this
I
together.
don't
We'll watch it
Let's
again.
go. Let's go.
well, we watched it without sound.
That's true. We did watch it without sound.
Yeah, we
This
watched it
one, I'm
without
gonna-
sound. I think you'll find it a lot different
Come on.
with
Full
sound.
meme. Let's go.
I just hope as long as we don't, as long as yes,
Oh,
we
we,
don't.
we can build. We can build. We have.
Oh, we have the leaves.
Oh what?
All right, so be careful.
We have leaves. You can place leaves
You
and break
can
leaves.
build with leaves, yeah. So you can like run around the walls and shit.
Okay.
It's
So
crazy.
what's our strat for this?
You can put the leaves in your
Just-
offhand.
Do whatever you want. Don't
Stay
let people in the
together?
middle. Me and Dream are going rogue.
Yeah, we're going rogue. You and George, Bad, are you saying George and
I
Bad? You
think
want to
the
stay together?
strat-
Together?
Yeah.
was that
It
like
doesn't really matter, but
Dream and
Dream
Sam
on it. If Dream sticks with them,
me
like
and
I
Sam
can
are
just
just gonna
go
try and
rogue,
flank.
you
Me and
can-
Sam are
you
gonna
can-
try and flank, and then you guys can just do whatever.
Yeah, they're
Like,
gonna
that's-
two flankers is tough to deal with. Like they're gonna expect like only one of us.
I'll
to be
just
flanking most of the
trace
time.
George then.
But like we can just get completely muffin. Like if you just don't
Yeah.
kill them and they kill you, then we're screwed.
Yeah, obviously, but we're
Oh,
not, I'm
you
not gonna
need
jump into
you
a
need to
3v1,
build to
like, I'm
get
only-
to
I know when to not
the
go.
middle. Actually,
You need to
I've
build.
got-
Wait, look, guys, you need to build to save your blocks because you need
You know
to
what'd
build.
be
to get to
funny?
the
No,
middle.
you can go
We
up the
could-
ladder, but
we
they
could-
get you off.
Oh,
pretty
you
easy.
can where? Oh yeah,
There's a
you're
ladder
right.
on the
There's
side.
ladders, but they can knock you off.
We could like build up, place the leaves
No,
to
that-
block, and then like fill it in real quick.
Oh,
But
there's
you get
shears
more
also,
points
so
for
you can just
killing,
destroy
don't
the
You have
you?
leaves.
shears.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have shears.
And this is all
Those
this
arrows,
other than
you
the
can
other
bring
than
them
the
back
specifics of the
down.
map.
You
This is
can
all
get
stuff
back
we went over
here.
before. I
If
would
there's a
say.
stone sword, I call
Like our battle box
If
strategy was.
there's a stone sword,
If we talked about it,
Oh, there's
I guess I
potions
wouldn't
of
say
harming on the
extensively,
side.
but
Look, you have to
fairly
jump to them.
extensively, I guess.
You see the
before
harmings?
that.
You have to like.
Yeah,
Jump to
you
them.
have to build to them.
The night before.
It'd be a great choke point.
This is
where
an
you can
interesting
let
map.
people go
It
for
is an
it.
interesting map. I kind of like it. We'll see if I like it after we
Yeah,
play.
I like it now, but as soon as the first round, I'm gonna hate it.
Let's go.
That's how I feel.
Thank you, Rachel,
All right.
for the gifted
see what the kits
subs.
are.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
All right, round
Alright.
one. I actually think round one. I think was probably your.
Let me take it. Let me take it.
Okay.
Take it.
Okay.
Like,
I already-
6
it was
plus
your George's
leaves.
I like
I'll
the
take the
sword.
bow.
Might have been your best round.
Okay.
Round one.
Oh,
I
dude,
don't know,
6
let's
plus
find
leaves
What do you
is
mean the
good.
bow? Oh, there's a punch one bow. Oh, it's like a boost dude. You can boost people off of the middle bad with that. So
Really?
so that.
All right, let's see.
Yeah,
how
but
this
you
team
can't
plays.
like.
This
I
is
mean,
gonna
but
be
like,
weird.
you mean teammates?
It's punch. No, I'm saying that it's. I'm saying like.
Okay,
it's
like,
like
yeah.
Completely honest critiques, chat. Okay.
I thought you
They're,
meant
they're
like
pushing in the middle.
boost
They're rushing in the middle.
All right.
each other.
They're rushing the middle. They're
Fire.
rushing the middle.
Go, go,
Okay.
go!
Behind them?
Bridge to
I
him.
mean,
They're
have you hit
rushing middle.
anybody?
They're rushing middle, guys. They're rushing
I don't know if you
middle.
got a single
good,
hit,
we're
but
good.
you might have.
We're fine.
We're so what?
Oh my goodness,
Are you
guys!
serious? Fucking
I mean, they just
fuck
kind of
off.
memed
That's
us, but I
so
mean,
huge.
you didn't,
like
you didn't
three
do
of us
bad.
here,
You
what do
were
you mean? There
you
was
were
like
shooting
three
your
of us
bow.
there.
I know, but he
You were
finished
right.
it.
Yeah, we heard you, George. We're all. There was three of us in the
couldn't
middle.
hear- I
What do you
don't know, I
mean?
didn't hear any
You told
dings,
us.
but-
We were in
You
like
just-
three of us.
you
The
were
only
saying it
person
was
not in the
fine,
middle,
and it
George, was
wasn't
you.
fine.
Turn down the
The only
volume a
person
bit,
not in the
bud.
middle was you.
Okay. I don't know if you noticed this.
I was completely wrong there, but the thing is, I didn't know George was dead. Like I thought George was alive, and so I only saw me, Sapnap, and you like killing people in mid. And I was like, "Where the hell is George?" And I assumed that he was somewhere else, but he was actually dead. So, but I didn't even know that.
Okay.
That was stupid.
Wow, me,
But
Bad, and Sound we're all in the middle.
How did you even get that?
but George didn't say that. George didn't say I was in mid. I died in mid. Like he didn't say that. He was just like, "Ah." Anyway, go on.
They
No,
went
we
straight
just
to
went
it.
across. We towered across.
That thing is troll. That is so troll. Why wasn't bad like shooting with the punch bowl?
I was
I don't know,
shooting
that's
them. What are you talking
Bad, it
about? I
knocks-
was
it knocks
shooting them.
off, Bad.
Yeah, and if I hit people, it either did not.
I mean, did you hit anybody there? Like I don't know if you
Yeah,
hit
I did.
anybody. I didn't hear dings, but you
I
might
didn't
have
hear
gotten-
dings. I think the whole event. I think they were. I don't know. I just never heard voting.
All right, let's see
Yeah,
how
but
this
you
team
can't like.
plays.
I'm
Rushing in the
Oh,
middle.
that's just a
each other.
successful thing.
Yeah,
They're rushing in the middle.
see,
They're rushing in the middle.
I didn't
You got
hear
one
a
hit
ding,
there.
but they go red. So I just
No,
didn't.
no, I
hear
heard a
it.
ding. I heard one ding. I think you hit one person.
We're good. We're good.
I can't hear it.
Fine.
We're so what?
Oh my goodness,
Are you
guys!
serious? Fucking fuck off. That's
Anyway, so it
Anyways,
doesn't
so
really.
that's round one. Round one's okay. I mean, you did
It
okay. I
really,
mean, you didn't.
The bow did not knock people back nearly as far as like I think we were expecting it
it to.
Well, I mean,
That's what
I
I'm
don't know enough, but I, mean, I think
let me
it.
turn it
I don't
down.
know.
There you go. But it just
And I think
didn't-
I think that round there's not really much There's not much more you could have done. Like round 1 was okay. I genuinely think round 1 was your best round probably, but maybe not. We'll see.
Well, it's interesting you say that because I feel like you and Sapnap definitely ramped up the banter off of round 1.
Well, round 1 was annoying because we felt like we should have had it, you know, and then we feel like, oh, why did you guys? Basically, me and Sam, the reason even getting around, I'm mad for round 1 is because from my perspective, I'm going, Bad and George are extremely competent PvPers, right? And so from my perspective, I'm kind of putting not myself in your shoes, but I'm putting someone else in your shoes and going, okay, people are rushing mid. Me and Sam's job was to go left and right, and you and George were so that where else do you have to go? Me and Sam are going left and right. Where is there to go? There's either mid or sitting in spawn. Those are the only 2 options. And so I was assuming like, how the hell did they like take mid and get everyone to mid and when nothing and like not even get that low, etc. Me and Sam had to come in and kill them when we're the ones flanking around left and right. And so that's why, from my perspective, I'm going, okay, either they were idiots and just sat in spawn the entire time, or they died. They just got sniped. And that was my perspective. And then obviously that's kind of what happened, but it's not entirely what happened. But anyway, I think it was okay. I think round 1 was okay, but obviously from our perspective, it wasn't okay.
I'm glad round 1 gets your approval. Thank you.
Well,
there was 3 of us in the middle. What do you mean? You told us we were in. There was 3 of us. The only person not in the middle, George, was you. The only person not in the middle.
Skip to the next round. That's 30 seconds.
Me, Bad, and Sound were all.
We're shooting them. What?
Oh, let's listen to this.
Sound, all you have to do to flank if they go up the middle there is just run around the side and place one leaf block and parkour jump across. You know what I mean?
Okay, where was it? Who are we against?
Come on, all you have to
Either didn't knock him back far enough to knock him off, but I hit a couple people.
Okay. We got this. We got this.
Toxicity begins.
Look, we got this. This is easy to flank on.
George called it.
Sound, all you have to do to flank if they go up the middle there is just run around the side.
Well, yeah.
He literally knew.
We weren't expecting.
Okay, here we go. Round 2.
All right, let's see round 2. I think round 1 and 2 might have been your 2 best rounds, but I don't know. I don't remember. I think it just got worse and worse as the time went on. But
No, you just go around. If they're up there, then they
To be fair, I think every round after round 1 was kind of muffiny for me.
okay, so you're sitting in right now. You're in spawn. You're literally in spawn. You didn't hit somebody. Didn't hit anybody. Done 0 damage so far. Now we're all pushing. Right now we're all in fights. We're literally all in fights. You're in spawn. You're towering. You're literally standing in mid. You're filling in mid. We're all engaging in fights right now.
Don't fill it in.
Illumina's low. Illumina's low.
And then now,
So-
if you had, so the point is with that is if you had pushed with us, we would have 100% won that round. 100% we would have won that round.
I will agree with you.
Zero shot.
And if you, I don't know if you tuned in when I was talking about this VOD earlier.
I didn't even know you were talking about the VODs. I only saw because I made my tweet, and then I was like, "Wait, he's literally streaming right now, watching BattleBox VODs." I literally
you
didn't even know
made that.
I literally laid in bed to go to sleep and was like, and it was just on my mind. I was like, you know what?
And you just said,
I'm actually annoyed. I'm annoyed. I'm
Throw
gonna tweet
one
out.
more barb. I didn't say enough mean things to Bad today.
No, I saw. This is what happened. I saw a TikTok saying.
Twitter.
No, I saw a TikTok saying Dream was a dick to Bad or something, and then like the comments were like, yeah, he even admitted he was wrong afterwards because Bad did great or something, and that Bad had the epic strategy. And I was like, fuck you, no, he did not. We were all reviewed it together. Bad was a muffin idiot in it, and I was right. I thought he was. Actually, this is what happened, guys. We went to review George's VOD, thinking like George was the idiot. So we're like, wait, Bad didn't actually seem like the idiot. Like he suggested pushing the middle, etc. Like I guess me and Saturn were the idiots, and like George must have just done bad. We watched Bad's VOD, where we watched George's VOD. We're like, wait, George is actually doing pretty good. Like he didn't do like amazing, but he wasn't doing bad. And we're like, all right, so what's happening? He's like fighting, he's following us, he's going the strategy, he's fighting people, he's killing people, he's getting them down low. Like, how are we losing? Like, what's happening? All right, let's watch Bad's. And we're like, okay, this is gonna be bad if George's was pretty good. And we go on it, and we're just every round, it's just progress. We'll see. Just keep going. So that round, I think 100% that round right there, we would have won if you pushed with us.
I will acknowledge.
We all pushed and you didn't push.
As I said before when I was originally reviewing the VOD, I totally goofed on that round. I totally get it. What I was telling the chat was this. I think the reason why I was thrown off was after that first round where these muffin heads came in and did this, right?
They went straight to it.
That threw me off from that point. And I think George was also thrown off to a certain degree from the strategy because he kind of says it at one point later where we both became more focused on the middle. And that's where I think what I was trying to do was my goal became less about killing. And I'm like, oh, okay, we need to watch the middle because they're just going to rush in and get it, right? And I agree with you. But I think if I just jumped across the thing, rushed with you guys, we probably would have won a lot more, got a lot more kills, right? But I was in the back of my head after that. I'm just saying from my perspective, after the first round, that's what I can only guess because I can't remember exactly. What was in the back of my mind was, oh, we need to be careful. We can't let them get the middle. So I was keeping an eye on the middle. Was what I was thinking. Yeah. Was it the wrong strategy? I think it was the wrong strategy.
30 seconds into the round, and it's 30 seconds into the round, and you're sitting in spawn while everyone else on the team is currently engaged with different people. And you're literally sitting in you're in spawn and you're looking around like looking for people, but it's like you're not looking for people. You're standing still like looking to shoot people, but like there's no one even like literally you were just doing nothing. You know, like that round.
Yeah, no, that was a bad round. Like I had
like I'll say this before until everyone else was dead but you did 0 damage that round.
No, I agree with that. But
and
again,
then now this round again, Samuel goes left. And you like, and then you're kind of looking mid.
Fins on left. One person above.
Kind of this is the same round. This is the same round. What are we talking about?
So this round again, I wasn't necessarily.
This is very similar to the last.
I wasn't watching as much as I should have been where you guys went, so much as I was trying to kind of guard middle. And again, I think that was the wrong approach. I just think that's what I was doing.
Bad knows that. Listen to this, guys. Bad knows that he did good. He doesn't need to be told that he did good. He did great. He got 9th place overall. That is insane. That is incredible. He knows that. We're talking about a specific game. I did terrible in Build Mart. You want to go? You go watch my Build Mart VOD. We can sit there and critique every little dumb idiot, stupid idiot moron thing I did, and we can sit there and do the exact same thing and point out, why'd you place that block there? Why'd you leave there whenever you were trying to get stoned? I can do the exact same thing. The difference is we're talking about this right now. We're not talking about it overall. You don't need to, guys. Bad did so good. Dream, shut up. He did so good. Yeah, he did great. He sucked here. I'm not gonna lie to him. He's one of my best friends. I'm not gonna lie to him. It's the best way to know and get better is to hear somebody tell you, look, you suck. You did terrible.
After all the mean things you said to me today, I could use some kind lies.
Bad, make the thing bigger. Make your capture bigger.
What? Which one?
The one you're on right now. See it? It's bigger. It's just like on your stream.
Yeah, it's fine on my stream. What's wrong with it?
I can literally see Minecraft in the background.
Yeah, I like that. Minecraft.
What?
Oh my gosh. There, it's bigger. Are you happy?
All right, let's go. Skip this round. Watch round 3 now. Yeah. So round 2, I think. I mean, I can say with like 99% certainty we would have won if you had pushed. But like, it was the thing that's frustrating is only watching and being like, damn, it was like me and George did the same thing with Quackity last MCC like afterwards because we were like.
I don't think you're wrong. I'm just saying I'm only explaining from my headspace that we hadn't practiced build battle like gone in and played it. I don't think I played it in like a month. Maybe like 2 to 3 weeks. So it wasn't like in my head to really play it, right? I think if I had played a couple rounds of it, I probably would have been more like, oh yeah, we need to like a refresher, right? So I ended up getting focused more on the side goal of watching the middle and keeping them from filling in the wall. That's what I'm just explaining what I think happened. I'm not saying that I didn't suck. I'm just explaining why I think I sucked in this meme. Anyway, let's watch the next one.
I died.
Let's go and skip to the next one.
Lumina's really low.
You can just use your arrow keys and go to the next one.
It's all right. Lumina just killed like all of us.
Muffins.
We just need to get kills. Like I killed Sylvie. No one else. Wait, who killed? Saturn killed. George and Bad, come on, get some kills.
George and Bad are fucking trolling. How did George die?
I was standing at spawn covering the
thing. You guys need to stay together and
stop
each other.
You can see where my head was at. That's what I was focused on. Again,
yeah, but it's like
I shouldn't have been focused on that. Spawn. I should have been running the kill
battle box and you're standing in spawn while we're all fighting people.
Again, I'm just saying, I think I got thrown off after that first game. I think it just threw me off when they rushed. I think it happened in my previous MCC battle box thing. I had a similar experience, so. Thank you, Ari Zene, for the 5 gifted.
Killed and run away from people.
Let's go.
Like I'm not saying we weren't like we were definitely both Sam and I were both very toxic during battle box, but like
you guys.
Well, yeah, obviously.
No.
The difference is I will say this. Is that I said this to Sapnap afterwards, but is that I usually when I'm toxic like that, I'm so over the top toxic like ironically, but I didn't want to be because I was streaming on YouTube. And I was like, if I was telling someone, if I was streaming on Twitch, I would have been saying like repulsive things. It would have been 10 times worse, but it would have been very, very, very like, I don't know. That's how I obviously you know that because we
I know that.
And everything. And, like all of us are like that.
I don't know.
Even guys, even George is like that. 1,000,000%.
George
can
like
say
that.
that is George is just like that. He'll do
he
the
was
exact
awfully
thing. He won't do it
quiet
on
in this
stream.
one,
He
in
won't
this
do it on
game.
stream, but he is exactly like that. He does the exact same
George
thing.
is a little toxic muffin.
That is the only one who doesn't do it.
Anyway,
None of you guys used your leaves to get on top of like where like the harming potion was. I feel like
I never went up there.
Yeah,
I never
I
went up
didn't
it
there.
was
even
worth
think
it.
of
It only
going
cost
over
4 leaves to get up there. It was pretty good.
See,
And, like, you have
Puns,
high
Puns
ground.
is thinking in terms of leave prices.
Anyway,
He
all right,
was
let's
way
watch
ahead.
round.
Let's continue.
I genuinely think it gets
We need
worse
to
from
watch
here.
middle. It probably does. You
I'm
need to
happy
keep an
George
eye
is-
on middle.
what is
Again,
George
I
doing?
think
How did
that
George
first
die?
game just muffined up
went
my
over, I got
thinking.
hit by a
George,
bunny, like,
don't
so
rush
hard.
over. Kind of
And don't
cover where
rush.
I'm at.
Why are
Okay,
you
don't rush.
rushing?
Me and
You know
Sapnap are
you're-
literally rushing. The
I
corner is
tried
flanking.
to tower towards the middle, and then I was using.
See, and I think that was also my thinking. I wasn't expecting us to rush in as much. I was thinking we were gonna like cover mid and play a little bit more like defensively. So maybe that was also kind of my thinking. I wasn't sure what necessarily our strategy was in terms of like getting kills. I don't know. It's hard to think about what you were thinking at a given time.
Using blocks instead of leaves.
Why are you towering towards the middle?
I don't know.
Fuck.
What am I meant to
Stop.
do?
Shoot with your bow.
Yeah.
See, even George is confused. You can kind of see how he is in kind of the
Well,
same
yeah, but
moment.
George did like a couple of rounds. He did what like some of the things that you did, where it's like he's sitting in spawn. It's like, why is he in spawn when like we're all fighting?
Well,
but
I think you and Sapnap had the clearest vision in your heads of like, here's what we're doing, right? Whereas I think George and I were just kind of like, okay, are we like being super aggressive? Are we being defensive aggressive?
well, I think the only thing that I would go back and explain better before the MCC to you would just be that our strategy that we are 100% relying on is killing everybody. We are going to die as a team, or we are going to kill everybody on their team and then fill in the middle. And that's what we have done every MCC, and the top teams always do that. There's not a single top team ever in BattleBox that doesn't just kill everybody and then fill in the middle. There's not rushing teams do not get top in Battlebox. And so making that clear would have done like wonders for you, because you would have realized, I need to go in and help them kill people. Otherwise, we're just gonna lose.
I think I just wasn't thinking about it in those terms. I was more thinking like, we gotta defend the middle too. Versus
mid control is really strong.
And then also one thing that I think there was confusion around is that I think that there was confusion around the terminology of rushing mid. Whenever you were saying, should we rush mid? I'm thinking in my mind, should we go and rush the wool, like go and fill in the wool in the middle? Because that's what rushing mid is for me in every other BattleBox ever. And whereas it's yes, you should rush mid, like you should rush through mid and go kill them. But no, you should not rush mid and fill in the wool. But I'm not. That wasn't like something that was explained. But I was just like, under the assumption, okay, that seems obvious to me. Like obviously we're not, because of the fact that this strategy is defined as we're not filling in the wool, we are just killing people, and then we're filling in the wool like after we're done. And so that there was like 5 or 6 times where like you'd be like, I think we should rush mid. I'd be like, dude, no, we need kills. We can't rush mid. We're already down by so much. We need to rush. We need to not rush mid.
I think.
Whereas like you're probably thinking, what? We don't rush mid. Like you're probably thinking in your head, what an idiot. I'm sitting back. What am I supposed to do? Sit at spawn? Whereas I'm thinking, what an idiot. What do you think we're gonna do? Fill in the wool and just like lose lose anyway, even if we win the next 3 rounds.
I think we probably did have some of that miscommunication in terms of not having the same like definition of a given term in mind. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
And to be fair, this map also is just very symmetrical, and there's not much you can do. There's no flanking. There's none of that.
It's a hard map to
and even the bow angles. The bow angles are hard to like. Once someone has an angle on you, like they can't really give it up. Like you're kind of just trapped as well. You can't really get out of a bow angle.
Yeah.
There you go.
But shoot with your bow, or try and engage by going like, I don't know, left or right after we already
I'll
went.
kill them right now. Fine.
Fine, get a kill. Get a single kill. Come on.
Fine, I will. Fine.
Come on, we got this.
We're 0-2.
I thought a part coming up soon, which is funny, is when the dream with the 2v1 or like the 3v1 situation when that comes up. It was funny.
They're going for mid. Go, 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 go.
They're blocking
And George was supposed to be behind you.
So you've done good so far. I mean, yeah. I mean, when we watched this, like the only thing you could have possibly done is fill in, like place one place of
What?
place one wool there. Like that round again. That round you did good. You did good. Like
block
there's not really anything. You hit a shot and then you rush in mid, which you realize you should to engage them. And then the only thing you possibly could have done better is like place wool instead of.
You definitely need to play in your offhand.
I was like trying to play. I was like,
See, I didn't think about that because
See, like your instinct was to jump in the hole, and my instinct was to try and fill in the wool, and like with wool. But then I had leaves. Well, yeah, but this is what happened. I had leaves in my offhand, and so when I went to go fill it in, like I was placing leaves, and so then I didn't have time to switch my offhand and switch to wool and then fill it in. So I literally just hopped in the hole for a second in order to do it, and then I was like, crap, because I got knocked out of it or something, and then I started fighting. But it was still, I mean, it was still good. But
yeah,
like, again, I don't think I think this round. I think your first round was okay. This round was, I'd say,
amazing.
maybe slightly better than that. Like I'd say it was decent
10 out of 10
or good, maybe. I'd say good. I think this round was good. I think first round was okay. I think second round was like abysmal. And then let's see fourth round.
I know. All right, let's go to the next one. Here we go.
I was an idiot. I should have switched to my. I should have like, but at that point it was too late. I'm gonna stop putting my leaf in my offhand.
We need a more decisive strategy. Should we try?
What do you mean we
doing
didn't
that?
decide? We just need to not be idiots. You got fucked because we're idiots. We didn't get a single. Like how did they?
Oh, but yeah, you should definitely start
No, I
using wool. Like if there's an open gap and they're filling in, just if you put wool, it totally messes them up.
Like that and that. But you pause it real quick. Pause real quick, bad. Like that type, to me, that's something that is very frustrating to me. Is when there was many times where like you acted like we didn't have a strategy, and like you said that you probably said it like 10 flipping different times during this. I'm sitting there like, what do you mean we don't have a strategy? We talked about this last night for like 20 minutes probably for BattleBox strategy, and also we talked about it before the event as a clarification, and we talked about it before the game, and we talked about it after the first round. So it was like, and then you're going, we need a more decisive strategy. It's like, no, we don't. We just do the same thing. We just need to do better at what we're doing.
A more decisive strategy, I guess what I was thinking was like, okay, are we going to adjust the strategy for the terrain now that we have a couple rounds of understanding like what we're doing, right? I guess I just wasn't getting a hang of the way we had our strategy organized. Our goal was obviously kill as many people as possible, even though I didn't necessarily follow along with it a couple
but the thing was though is I feel like watching your point of view specifically and partially George's, I'd say George like 50-50. It did literally feel like we had no strategy. Like watching but I feel like if you go watch mine or Sapnap's, even though I won't say Sapnap did pretty good and I did average, like I did pretty decent, but I was every time you could see my defined strategy. I would rush straight right. I would rush through to them, and I would try, if they went mid, I would cut them off and come through the back and try and crit them out. And if they didn't, then I would fight them and engage them. And that's what I would do. I did it literally every round until the final 2 rounds. Whereas on from your point of view, every round you've done something different. Every round you've done something different. The first round, you rushed into mid. You tried to like bridge into mid, and then the second round you sat back and you sat on spawn while everyone else fought, and then after everyone was dead, you ran into mid, and then you started trying to fill it in, and then you fought, and then the third round, you bowed from mid, and then they pushed, and then you bridged to them and fought them in mid, and it was like you did something different every single round, and I think it just keeps happening every single time. It's like you needed to stick to what we had planned. Which was, obviously, again, I think it was just.
I agree with you. I just think that first game, for me, it felt like we needed to adjust what we were doing.
I mean, this map, I will say, was probably the worst map that we could have gotten in terms of like for what we had planned. But I still think what we had planned was the best strategy. Like I would go back, I would do nothing different. The only thing different I would do in BattleBox was I would review this with you and say, hey, this is what you should have done in this scenario. You should have pushed here to the left. You should have pushed in the mid. You should have followed Sapnap. You should have followed me.
That
whatever,
is the one thing I don't think we reviewed was BattleBox.
Well, it's different. BattleBox is hard to review. Maps, and this is the new map.
No, I'm just saying, like, we didn't practice it. We didn't like review it.
we went over this. We reviewed our strategy. Like we did talk about. The strategy
we
for a
reviewed
bit,
like, okay, here's what we're gonna do, kind of thing. And I think it's hard to when you're actually in the thing, like because like my strategy is always different because I'm with every different team each time. For me, BattleBox always feels like, okay, we react to whatever people are doing, and we try and like counter that, right? Because like for example, when they all rush mid, it's like. It's difficult to have just, our goal is to just hunt them, right? So I just felt like what we were doing was reacting to whatever the other team would do, rather than being like, okay, we'll rush mid and then try and kill people. I don't know.
Well, like someone said in chat, yeah, you do the same strategy again and you lose again because it doesn't work on the map. No, I completely disagree. I watched every point of view on my team. I watched mine, Sapnap, we all did. Mine, Sapnap, George's, and Bad's. And I feel like if we did the exact strategy, the exact same strategy that we had planned, except for Bad and George actually did it. Like they actually did it because we didn't. You're right, we got fucked, but it wasn't because our strategy was trash. It was because we didn't do it. We didn't do the strategy. Like it was me and Sapnap did, but then Bad and George didn't.
The first round we did it. And we got muffin.
Yeah, the first round, we really didn't get muffin. There was one of them alive left.
Yeah.
And the only thing that threw us off was the leaves. Because in that round, if I didn't have the leaves in my offhand, I had the wool, we would have been fine. Because I would have filled in like half the middle when they were breaking it, and then we would have just fought them. We would have won. Like there's no way we would have lost.
And I get that.
The leaves were the only thing that really screwed us there.
Look, I'm not saying that I didn't give up, because obviously I can see where I didn't follow along with the strategy. All I'm saying is I think the reason why is I wasn't necessarily 100% had a good vision of exactly like, okay, we're all just going to rush and try and kill, right? No matter what, that's the goal, right? I had this, it seemed to me like the background goal of defending mid was still important after the first round. I think the first round just messed that up for me. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
This map was also a Sapnap nerf because he only flanks. That's all he ever does. You can't flank on this map.
You can still flank, but like
not if people have eyeballs.
I flanked a couple times. It didn't really benefit me that much, but I did flank.
Oh my gosh.
Like guys,
Chat, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to communicate.
Your only job is to
go to the next round.
We're trying to go around them.
I can't kill 4 people.
Just stick with them. Let's see.
Good.
No, not good. Come on, guys. We can't be toxic. Let's do this.
Oh, wait.
I put wool in my
Let's listen.
Bad, you're a muffin fuck. Fuck you.
Language!
Let's listen to that again.
We're good.
That's epic.
We're fine.
Let's fucking go.
I put wool in my
You said on YouTube. Wow.
Bad, you're a muffin fuck. Fuck you.
Language!
Good.
That's awesome.
No, not good. Come on, guys. We can't be toxic. Let's do this.
Language, good.
No,
They're going to wool us. They're going to wool us.
Okay, they're splitting. They're not going to mid.
Okay.
You're so in the open here.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's standing. He's still in spawn. He's okay. You did damage there.
To be fair, we're all still in spawn here.
I need a health pod.
But he didn't call out that person above me, and that person fucks me. That person absolutely destroys me.
Yeah, you should have called that.
To be fair, George didn't call him out. Nobody called him.
Yeah, that's true. But we watched Georgia people. Like Saturn didn't see it, and that person, they fucked Sapnap as well. Like they killed both of us.
I didn't even know. Like it didn't even occur to me. Like I literally remember this moment. Because when I saw them up there, I was like, okay, what do I call this call out? Right? And it just
above you.
I know. It seems obvious now.
Vertical, anything.
It seems obvious now. It wasn't obvious at the time. I'm just saying. It didn't come to mind because like typically you don't say above you in like most battle box practice.
CPK's above.
It's like, oh wow, you hear Sapnap? CPK's above. After, because that was after he was the person that was above that jumped down on us and killed me.
This is a powerful
again. I'm just saying that's just my thinking.
We haven't won a single round. We're 0 for 4.
But you should have stayed on. You should have stayed on Smager there. Like you switched targets.
Because he ran, and I was like, I'm just gonna.
So the biggest problem, on that round was that, like, I don't know, the biggest problem was literally that you or George both saw CPK above us and didn't call him out, and then he threw an instant damage pod on both of us, then jumped down and then was bowing us and killed me and Sapnap. Like, and then obviously that's just like detrimental. Like the round's over at that point. Like, I don't know. There's nothing. Like we could have been, we technically I guess could have been more observant by seeing them above. I guess
No,
by
yeah,
paying more
our
attention or
comms
something.
weren't that
But it's like
great.
that's a comm thing. Like that is totally a communication
Yeah.
thing. It's not an us communication thing. That was a you and George seeing it and then not telling us, and then we get jumped from above. But then it's but you notice how as soon as 7up saw him, 7up calls it out. Of course, he got instant damage by CPK, but
Yeah.
as well as I did. But
Yeah, that I
Guys,
agree.
we
That was
need-
just
we
a
need-
round where we all messed up.
someone said 7up literally called out Colin being above though. Yeah, he
But
did.
do you
After
see
we got
my-
instant damage
do you
screwed
see
by
my
him because
confusion,
no one
though?
else did.
Dream, do you see my confusion though there? How even when we're doing something like this, right? Like,
Literally in last place right now, guys.
look at how we're playing in this round
Yeah, they don't do much.
versus like how you
Wait, someone
played
noticed
in the
CPK 's above.
previous rounds, right?
No, but but listen, me and Sadnap did the same thing. It's just that they responded differently, and so we're reacting to it. It's like we pushed right, and then they pushed right as well, and they were bowing, so we were backing up to bow, and then we were gonna continue pushing right, but then what happened was CPK screwed us from above, and so I had to retreat, and Sadnap had to retreat because we both were on like really low health, and then I got sniped,
and
then
I see
Sadnap got
that,
sniped.
and I'm just saying that that's sort of what I was doing with defending the mid, reacting to. Again, I totally get what you were saying, where our goal wasn't necessarily to defend the mid; it was just to get as many kills as possible. But that's
the
just where my head was
the
at.
biggest problem was just that.
I think we just had
what ended up
different. Oh, we had the same like overarching like, okay, we know what we need to do. Just I had the extra thing of, oh, we'll also need to keep an eye on the mid, whereas your strategy revolved less around keeping an eye on that and more just get points by killing people.
Well, it doesn't matter if you keep an eye on mid if you just push past it and just
In
start
this
killing people
round, in this round specifically, you guys were all like clumped together when they had like full map control. Like they had everything covered, and you guys were all just stuck in one spot. That was the problem with this round that I saw.
But but what I was gonna say is, the problem with the miscommunication was just that I feel like, and we'll see. I think like you see it more and more as it goes on. But like 90% of the stuff that you would end up doing would be either after everyone was dead or in the final 20 seconds of the round or something. Like the first 30 seconds, almost every round you would do like no damage, or like you get one bow hit or something from like across the map. While like I'm engaging in combat, I have like at this point me and Simon have probably engaged like with 3 different people, and you've shot at like one. And I don't even know if this round did you hit. I think you hit one person off a spawn on the left, right? And I've probably shot like 2 people and fought somebody already and had to fall back and hidden and then got ambushed from above, and you're just sitting there at spawn, and we're like you're literally 2 blocks from spawn right now. It's like, the only time I end up going by spawn is when I had to retreat because I had to.
Again, look at it from this is why I'm just saying this is where my head was in keeping an eye on mid. That's after I think that first game, that's where my focus was.
Right,
at least on this.
I can't wait for the one where you yell at George. It's so funny.
That's what we're expecting. We're literally in last place right now, guys. How?
We haven't won a single round. We're 0
Gosh,
for 4.
darn it.
I'm like hyping it up so much because it's funny and everyone's gonna like it.
It was a great moment.
Guys, we need just to be decisive. We're like
we were
trying to
toxic.
decide
I'm
what
just
to
gonna
do.
be
You were very
I think we
toxic.
would be doing better if
again,
we
okay.
just rush the mid.
Well, we don't need to rush mid. Like,
I know,
we're
but I
better
think
than
we
all
might
these
be
people.
doing better if we just did that.
Okay, but pause it.
everyone-
Do you hear? Okay. So this right there is a miscommunication. So when you said rush mid there, like in my mind, a rush mid is rushing mid and like filling in the wool. And I'm like, we're better than them. Why would we fill in the wool? Like we can just we can fight them. So I'm saying no. Like we don't need to do that. Just stick to what we're doing. Which in my mind is yes, you're rushing mid, but you're not like. In my mind, mid is like the wool area, right? And because in this case it's elevated, so it's like if you're rushing mid, then you're rushing the wool. And so like obviously that was a miscommunication there where you're thinking one thing and I'm thinking a different. Yeah. And so it's like, I mean, unless you were thinking rush wool and fill in the middle, which I don't know what you were thinking, but and so then once again, this is like I think the 4th time that we've heard you say we need to be like we need like a more decisive strategy. I'm like, what do you mean a more decisive strategy? We've talked about this 100 times. Like it is cut and dry, the most decisive it can possibly be.
I think that's just communicating that I'm not necessarily. I don't know. I think that communicates that in the moment I felt like something wasn't clear about the way we were going about something. I don't know. I think George gives off the same kind of vibe because at some points.
But if you
he's
watch
kind of,
George's VOD, you'll see that there was a couple. There was like I'd say like it was 50-50. In George's it was 50-50, and I feel like in yours it was like 90%. Like there was only the first round. I feel like you weren't confused. And I feel like all the other rounds, I feel like you seemed confused.
Well, again,
and, like,
I think that first
and,
round just like honked everything up. I think it was like it changed the focus for me from whatever we were trying to do to okay, we have to preserve the mid because they filled it in. Again, I shouldn't have focused on it like that, but that's just what I think I did. Anyway,
other team is like doing something.
At this point, we'd probably be doing better if we did that, but that's very like hindsight. But then it's dumb. Like, do we continue doing that? But
Well,
now we
what
need
do
to,
you
if we
wanna
want to
do?
even have a chance, we need to get kills because otherwise we literally need kills. Otherwise, we're just gonna lose this game so badly.
okay, so do you want to?
We're down by 1.6
team
hit
then?
points right now, Pat.
Okay, but
Yeah, just rush. Everyone just rush.
Okay,
Everyone just rush.
let's rush then.
Literally, everyone rush. George,
everyone
goes
rush.
right. Bad goes left and left.
Okay.
Bad go with Sapnap
Actually,
left.
yeah,
Choose
so
your kit.
watch
Choose your
this.
kit.
Everyone rush.
Here we go.
Okay.
I say go. I say George followed me right. He messes up this round because he doesn't like follow me. But
Oh, they're shooting.
I don't know why. But then Sap,
Fucking dad's dead.
It just owned you off.
it's like
Yeah.
that was
off
like
spawn.
again. It was just 0 damage. Like this is
Bill's
two
is
so far.
fine.
2 out of 5 rounds you did 0.
Okay, you
Like,
literally
0.
cannot blame this one on me. Okay.
I don't know how you died so fast. To be honest.
Yeah.
Isn't there
Are
like
you
a
trying
damage
to blame this
cooldown?
round on me or this?
I'm
this
not blaming the
game?
round on you. I'm saying that
No,
was
you're
you
just
played
saying,
that poorly.
There we
yeah,
go again.
but-
0 damage. What am I supposed to do? You say go
Wait,
with
play-
Sapnap. I'm like, all right, I will go with Sapnap, and I get shot off a
Okay,
spawn.
let's go.
Wait,
I
no,
can't-
seriously.
That's just
Look
a-
how fast you
oh,
died.
that
I thought there
sucks.
was a damage cooldown. How did you die so fast? The 3 arrows.
I don't know.
Shooting.
He
One
got
shot
like
once there,
3
two,
crits
three,
on
yeah.
me.
Like that was
I know.
crazy.
It was just 3. It was 3 shots. Like yeah.
That was.
I mean,
that was crazy.
It was not like the biggest thing there was Sapnap went mid. Like, why did he go mid?
Well,
Obviously, we
that's
said
what I was
Sapnap goes
saying.
left and then
you
bad.
said
Yeah,
Sapnap and bad go left.
Yeah,
I'm
I know,
all right,
he didn't
great.
go left.
I will
don't know why.
follow Sapnap. I
But yeah,
said,
but I think what
I'm
happened
screwing
was,
everything
I
up,
think
I'll follow Sapnap.
this-
He goes mid. I'm like, well, I guess he's kind of going to the left of mid, so I'll just follow him. And then I die, and then I get yelled at.
Again, I
for
think
Like, what am I
again,
supposed to do?
but listen,
Do you
I
see
think
my
that-
frustration though, Dream,
Listen,
when
man.
I get yelled
I
at
think-
for stuff like that? How
I
I
think
was
that
like,
one,
I just
like-
threw my hands up. I was like, I was getting
Like, on
frustrated.
that, listen,
through
on
this
that
game
round, I think
so
I think
much.
that was on Sapnap
Anyway.
because he went left. I mean, he didn't go left. But what I was gonna say is that I think that the miscommunication there was again in like rush. Like we were saying, you know, like I was saying rush. I didn't say rush mid, right? But I said like okay, everyone just rush. You go left, you go right. I think he was thinking he's thinking the same thing as me with like rush, which is like in this case he's thinking oh everyone's rushing mid. All right, so Dream is saying we're gonna rush mid, and then I'm saying we go right, and I think Saturn started to go mid, and then realized oh wait. Dream went right, like Dream went like far around right, so maybe he meant we go left. So then Sapnap falls back, and then you just get like lit up by arrows like across the way. And so, like, I mean,
Which
I mean, there's not,
hit
there's not like that. There's not
too,
much you could have done there,
which
but
is
it's
why
like I
he
don't know.
pulls back.
Obviously, you were like literally like right on him, but you were doing exactly what I said, but it was like very literal, very literally.
I was like,
But-
okay, stay with Sapnap. I'll follow him. I was like, clearly Sapnap
All right, but
knows
wait.
what's going on.
All right,
I'm
so
just
so that
saying.
round, yeah, that was very unfortunate. But then let's see what you do when we continue the strategy in the next round.
So again, okay, let's
They're
watch.
shooting.
Wow. Yeah, but fucking dad's dead.
Bill's is behind.
Oh my god!
I'm getting shot by 2 people.
You could have called for help.
So yeah, then George didn't call for health there, but ended up being fine.
They're filling
Nice,
me.
they're
Filling
filling
in.
And then at this point they were
Nearly
just
done. Nearly done.
there
2 more
was
blocks.
nothing
1 more
good
block. They got it.
Like why?
They don't care about
They're filling
kills?
in to
What
kill us.
there. They
Yeah,
could
but
have
how are
killed
me
us
and
there.
Sam
They
the
could've
only one
killed us
alive?
there.
Like I don't
Like
understand.
teams that do that, I don't
Because they
understand.
shot
Like
me
they must
right
just
off
not
the
care
bat.
about winning.
I just died. I don't know what you want.
How? Listen, George, you didn't even call for a health pot or anything.
I don't
You
know,
just
I
said- you were
forgot.
standing- we went together, and you just died.
I don't
Like,
think
how-
our
I
team
don't understand. Like,
communication
I rushed
is
him and was
that
fighting
good,
him. How
chat.
did you die?
We've got.
If you're
we've
getting
got
shot,
my
many
team.
people
I own
with
Sapnap.
Use cover.
many different strategies, so it's not working.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like the point is there, like look, pause real quick. Pause real quick. Like right there, I say again, you died in the first like 5 seconds. Obviously, I didn't see your perspective, but in my mind, I'm sitting there going, like, how? And then you said, what am I supposed to do? I just died, and I'm like, literally, I'm literally sitting there, and what do I say? My response is, "What do you mean? Just use cover." That's my response, because I'm sitting here thinking, how does this idiot die in the first 2 seconds right after we come up with the plan that he's running left?
And
right?
I totally understand that that's what you were thinking. I'm just saying, can you understand from my perspective?
Oh yeah,
how frustrating it is.
And on that round,
you're going to see
100%,
my peak frustration here in a little bit. We're approaching.
I think this is the one where you get mad at George, I think.
Yeah, because he doesn't. Yeah, because he yells at me for rushing on one before, but he didn't follow me. And then Bad. This is the round. I'm pretty sure this round Bad does fucking nothing.
So at this point, hold on. At this point, I feel
you're supposed to follow Sapnap.
Sapnap also did nothing though. I owned Sapnap. I owned him.
Okay,
you got wrecked.
For this point, this is what I say to you. Listen what I say to you.
I rushed him, was fighting him. How did you die?
This, ready?
We've got too many people coming up with different strategies, so it's not working.
Holy shit, this is really bad. This is embarrassing.
Okay. We're like in 10th by far. Like,
here, Dreams, just tell us what to do and we'll just do what Dreams suggests. So what I was trying to do was I was like, okay, I'm not sure what I am supposed to do. I just give direction, right? And you tell me to shut up.
First of all, there's two things here. I don't know if you were I don't know if you were muted or if you were unmuted, because
I was unmuted for that.
I think we might have been replying to George, but because George was being an idiot and saying, "All right, we're just gonna leave. We're literally just gonna leave. Let's just leave the event."
That's true. That could have been.
But there is a chance we're responding to you, because you're asking for literally after we determined the strategy last round, you're again saying you don't know the strategy, and we're like, "Wow!"
I just died in that. To me, it felt like, okay, I just died. That obviously didn't really work out. That's just my thinking. And again,
but in my mind, like if that had happened to me, Bad, if I was in your situation, I would have been like, Sapnap, I literally would have said, like, you didn't communicate that. I would have just been like, Sapnap, why didn't you go left? I thought Dream said go left. Well,
that's what I figured. Sapnap knows the thing. I figured that's what you wanted him to do, and he did kind of go left. He went like towards the left of the thing, straight towards it, the left side. I don't know. Anyway.
All right, I'll follow you, Dream.
This is the interesting part.
I'm going in the middle, because if we go in the middle, then they're just gonna snipe us anyway. Oh, I just fell.
You can see me going up on the left here. I'm gonna own Sapnap in a second.
It's like,
see, I got a hit right there, not that one.
Why you like?
Oh, there's me opening Sapnap.
A ton of damage. Just fight.
Look, we're literally all fighting right now. Like, what are you doing? We're all fighting. We're all fighting.
No, you're right about that.
And look how low they are. Like, there's 5, 6, 5, 12. Like
the 20. I'm 20.
As I said,
you're 20, but still.
And I own Bad here.
Like, but the point is, like, we're 4v3ing. Like, we're engaged in a 4v3. Like, how?
You're right about this one. If I had been more if I had stayed with the
Bad's in spawn while we're in our whole team other than Bad is in Bad didn't follow Sapnap like we said, and then he's literally in spawn while we're fucking fighting.
No, you're totally right. I literally should have just followed Sapnap again. It's just I was like, okay, that didn't work. I won't do that. Right? It was kind of maybe that was my thinking. That was wrong. I should have just stuck with it and just followed him. But anyway, that round, that was on me totally. But again, I'll just reiterate, my mind was definitely still focused around protecting mid, which it shouldn't have been, right? I'm just stating where it was at. I think that was just a part of our miscommunication of exactly what our objective was. That's all I'm saying. So,
I guess the only thing, again, I think the only thing that I would do differently would just communicate.
I think in the future,
what our objective was before. My mindset was that this objective has been the same. This objective, but Bad. My point with that is that objective you've played in. This is your third MCC, and that objective in BattleBox has been the exact same since like MCC 8 or something. Like it's literally been like. I've probably played in like 10 MCCs in a row where BattleBox had the exact same strategy for almost every single team, which is just literally try and kill people and then fill in the middle. Any good team, at least. Like obviously the bad teams that are disadvantaged, that strategy is
to be fair. I don't think I played I played in 3 MCCs, and I only played in one where we played BattleBox, and it wasn't with you. The one I played before wasn't with you. The only times we've played BattleBox.
But also, you've played BattleBox for like hundreds of hours on the practice server, and like, have you ever gone and filled in mid? whenever you're fighting people, or do you kill people and then go fill in mid?
But remember, we
Okay,
just,
you can't really compare practice
that's not
battle
really
bots
the
with
same
real
because
battle bots.
we just
You
don't
still
fill
can.
in mid because
But you don't-
we always like, oh,
Yeah.
that's a dumb strat. We're
That's
just
for like a
not gonna
different
do that.
reason, though.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, there's sometimes where it has happened, like someone would go
Well,
in and
yeah,
fill
but
mid,
people
like,
just
on
do
the
it
lava
for a
map whenever it
meme.
was
Nobody
there,
like
but
actively like ever goes, I'm gonna make that my go-to strategy all the time during
I think
practice.
worrying about mid's a good thing. Like keeping an eye on it is a good thing, but bad like what he did in that round was really bad. Where he like went to like try to put wool in like when you guys were fighting.
I agree.
Because there's no one because no one's contesting it. You know.
yeah.
If someone's contesting it, yeah, it's good to like go and contest it. But man's literally breaking wool while his whole team's at war.
Again,
But I feel like
totally
during
agree with
half
that.
those rounds, that like even during I want to see what the final 2 rounds happened, but like I feel like during half the rounds so far, like you were the lame duck, like in terms of like you were away from the team, like the other people were separated from you. There was only a couple rounds where you weren't. It was like the first round and then the one where you followed Sapnap but then got like
I would
shreked
say
anyway
I probably
from like
have
arrows.
I probably have 3 pretty bad rounds. Like I would say objectively are really, really, really bad. I think some of them are like kind of mixed, and then some of them I do just fine in. I think that's the way I would kind of put it. Kind of 3, 3, and 3. But who knows? We'll see with these last couple.
I think that's one where George.
But I don't understand.
Yeah,
Look at their
George.
health. I crit somebody to 3
I was
health,
trying to
and then
fill
George
it
ran
in,
in right after
but
me. And then
literally they were
ran
rushing.
into
I didn't have
it.
enough time.
Yeah, I guess to me it's like it's the most
Why do you
frustrating.
run
Like
If I
before we
die,
Oh, here we go.
like-
I think-
Oh,
it's dude, it's the most
Yeah.
the most frustrating thing in the world. Like, and it happened. This is why I got so frustrated at this moment right here when George said that. It's because I'm
did
thinking
he
in my
say?
mind, Sapnap. He said, "Why did you run into a 1v4?" I'm thinking in my mind, Sapnap and Bad are pushing together left. Me and George pushing together right. How am I running into a 1v4 then? If
yeah,
everybody
let's
is
watch
following the strategy, we
Let's
wouldn't
watch
be
you
running
run
into a 1v4.
Let's watch you run into a 1v4.
Oh, watch one on the left. You see him on the left again. Own
Yeah,
Sapnap.
watch him. He runs into a 1v4. It's hilarious.
So.
Go, Dream, go!
I dropped down behind Sapnap here.
He runs in.
Yeah, I'm not
On the
running
left,
into a
on the
1v4 though.
left.
George was with me.
Running.
He fucking ditches
No,
me,
no,
and
no.
then Sapnap.
George is on the ground. George is not with you.
Bitch.
You are
Yeah, that's what I'm
running
saying.
in
That's what I'm
alone.
saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but George was supposed to be with me, and then also puns like you mean Senate, but imagine it was him and Bad, right? Like
Yeah,
pushing
no, I
left.
wouldn't. I wouldn't have
That would've
dropped
been-
down. I would have waited for
Yeah.
both you guys to go around.
Yeah, like it would. If
guess,
you guys,
yeah,
if
from
Senate was
your
alone, like
perspective-
it would have been fucked. Like
Also,
we
But
From
you
your
could've called
perspective,
me,
you
but
probably
you-
saw George and Sapnap, and so you're thinking, all right, let's go in. I see that. I see that.
Also, bad. You
My-
could have
from my-
called me
from my
up
perspective-
top. You could have called me that I was up top there. You didn't see me, I guess, though.
What up here?
Go back 5 seconds.
I
you
just
not
probably
gonna
didn't
snipe us
see
anyway?
you.
Like you can see,
Where were you?
like what's top left. You can see my name tag right above Sapnap.
Oh, I just probably didn't see it. I was
Yeah.
focused too
And
much.
I
on
dropped
where
down.
I
And I
was.
own him. I own him right there. I own him. He gets
Yeah.
owned.
One's just fucking such a bitch.
He complains about it too.
He's so mad.
How did we not get a kill? How
But
did we not
again,
get a
so
kill?
again,
No, it's-
I
the
think
most
I'll-
frustrating thing in the world is me going in, getting like 3 or 4 crits, right, and then being like, and then literally seeing that somehow everybody is alive on the opposing team after I die. And after I've done like probably like 20 hearts worth of damage to
And
like
I
a couple
totally-
people,
I totally
and
get
there's
that.
3 other people, and especially people that I know are like really good PvPers that don't do anything.
Oh yeah, no, I think if I had been following, if I had had that in mind of, okay, we're really not going to be paying attention to mid, we're just going full meme. If they go to mid, we kill them there, right? Then I
Yeah.
think I would have, yeah, I think we would have popped off a lot harder than doing this bad.
It was just
I
fights. Like, you didn't ever engage in fights unless you literally like had to. That was what you were doing.
I
Like you didn't
think-
engage in fight
well,
unless
I
somebody was
think I
filling
was
in mid, so you
also-
had
I
to.
was
Or
focused-
everyone else was dead, so you
I
had
was
to.
focused on using the bow more for whatever reason, because I was like, oh, punch. Remember, I think it all made sense to me at the time, because it's like, oh, okay, I've got the punch bow, so my job is to knock them off the thing when they try and go up it, right? And I was expecting more teams to like rush mid and like try and get on it. Again, it was the wrong play given what we were trying to do as a team, but I hope it kind of makes sense to you where my head was at, what I was like thinking I was doing, right? So for me, I think I understand why you're getting frustrated, because in your mind, you're like, okay, this is what we should be doing and we're not doing this thing. I think I understand why I was getting frustrated, because I had a different, this is what we should be doing and we're not doing that. So I think we both had different end goals of what we were expecting, and those weren't being met. So we're like, oh, we're both getting really frustrated. And then some of us expressed our frustration a lot differently than others. So as we're about to see, let's everybody.
But when George says the 1v4 thing, I got pissed because I was like,
This
because
is the
also
best part.
within context, it's like the last battle box I played also sucked. Like it didn't suck this bad. And then George and I like watched the VODs afterwards, and George was like saying like how bad he did. Like he like literally George. I wasn't even like after the last one. I wasn't even telling George he did bad. I was like, but then obviously when we were watching, I was like, damn, like you're doing bad. But George is watching it, and he's like critiquing himself, and he was like so disappointed. Like, oh, I'm gonna pop off next battle box. Like I don't know why. I literally did. He's like, I didn't do like damage like a lot of the rounds, and he was saying the same thing about like Quackity, and then. The same thing's happening again, and then he like has the gall to flipping tell me, why'd you run into a 1v4 when I told him to follow me? And then he's like, so even in that, I was like, literally, he's already. If he had said 2v4 from the beginning, I probably wouldn't have gotten half as mad as I got. But him saying 1v4 pissed me off because I was like, how is this? It's not supposed to be a 1v4. Even if I was running into a 1v4, if you were listening to me, then you would have been with me, and it would have been a 2v4. Like at the very least.
Okay, but here's the thing. I think the fact that he says that highlights what I'm kind of saying
that he wasn't having the same mindset. Like, oh,
exactly.
We're gonna rush
We were all on different tracks as far as we were all heading to different destinations.
Were on the same page. Me and Satnap were on the same page.
You and Satnap were 100% on the same page. George and I were.
And then George was like George was like 50% on the same page, and then you were like.
Well,
10%.
I just think his path was a lot more close to what you guys sort of had. His was a lot more aggressive, whereas mine became focused around mid, which was not the right strat, but.
But it's like why? Like your thing was to go with George, like from the beginning, originally.
Well, but then
your thing was to go with George.
We changed it up, and we changed a lot of memes. But here,
after we changed, the thing is, let's
appreciate this. Popcorn emojis in the chat, everybody. Here we go.
Yeah, here comes the rage.
I can't fill it in anymore.
All right, at least we got a kill.
Listen, for George.
But I don't understand. Look at their health. I crit somebody to 3
I was
health,
trying to
and then
fill
George
it
ran
in,
it right after
but
me.
literally they were rushing. I didn't have enough time to fill it.
Back.
Like, why did you run into a 4v1?
If I rush while they do
Because you were.
that,
Wait, how's it a 4v1? When our strat was, we go together, George.
the problem is, it's
How
like
are you
we're
saying,
trying to
how
do
did we
like
run to a
10
4v1?
different
That's your fault I ran to a
strategies
4v1.
at the same time. Do we fill it in? Do we try and get
That pissed me
kills?
off,
Do we do
That
this?
pissed me. Like how?
I was behind
Oh my
you.
god,
We
that
needed,
still
like,
pisses me
one
off.
bang.
What?
That still pisses me off. You saying that we're trying to do 10 strategies at once. Like, do we fill it in? Do we get kills? I had said,
You
oh, okay.
can't hear me at this point. You're just hearing that now.
Okay,
I didn't say
that is so.
That's
like
the way
how
it,
that pisses me off
looked
now.
like to me.
That
That's
pisses
the
me
way
off
it looked like.
so much now.
Okay, well, it
how?
shouldn't, knowing where my
We
head
have
was
changed.
at.
We have changed the strategy only one time, and both
hear
strategies
this?
was no. We need like okay. Listen,
Popcorn.
Bad. There was a
Chat.
rant. Listen, Bad. If you, I want you to go back and listen to the rant that I went on 2 rounds ago when I was saying we need kills. What do you mean rush? We literally need kills. We will lose so badly if we don't get kills. And then play your clip here of you going 2 rounds later, you saying it's so we have like 10 different strategies. I mean, do we fill in the middle? Do we try and get kills? Like what do we need to do? Like what? How? How do you not understand at that point?
Look,
how?
all I'm
I
saying
am
is
flabbergasted. I am
George
absolutely
clearly
flabbergasted.
felt a little bit differently too, Mr. Why'd you run into a 1v4?
Let's just do
apart.
that.
We have
We're trying to split up too much.
I don't know. Again, that's my thinking based off of my what I think we're trying to achieve.
I want to hear. I want to hear.
It's so easy to win this battle box. Just hit your fucking arrows. Like, how do you guys lose so many? Like, you just hit arrow shots and like.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
win.
hold
Do
on,
better.
listen.
Do that. We're trying to split up too much.
We have like 2 muffin idiots.
Yeah, we do. They're fucking trolling.
You guys are being way too toxic.
It's so
Yeah, then
true.
do
Watching
better.
back the VODs.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Give us a strategy and we'll do it. Someone
So
needs
we're
to
doing a
decide
strategy.
So again,
Like that was
hold on.
that
I
pissed,
understand why-
me the fuck off. That made me so
Listen.
mad. Like I literally
your
wanted to leave at that
perspective-
moment. I was like bad if you don't just shut up and do what I've said for the last 10 rounds instead of asking me what the strategy is for the 100th time during this one battle box event when we have changed it once. I am going to literally. Oh my god.
again, I totally having rewatch this and knowing where your head was at now, I totally understand why you felt
Like
that way.
how?
But having seen where I'm coming from, can you understand why I would say that? Because
No, I'm not even kidding. I literally, after having watched every single person's perspective, I do not understand how there's two statements you just made in the last 30 seconds that I don't understand. You said there's like 10. Listen to this. Listen to this. You said there's like 10 different strategies we're doing. What do we do? Kill people, fill in the middle?
10 is
I want you to answer me. I want you to answer me, Bad. Out of that, when you said 10 different strategies, and then you said, what do we do? Kill people or fill in the middle. I want you to find me one moment where I said, fill in the middle at any point during the entire time, and then I can find you 15 different times where I said we need to kill everybody. Do not fill in the middle and kill everybody.
That's totally fine. I'm just saying it's one thing to say take all of this in after the fact. It's another thing to say when you're actually.
But the difference is that you should have been if you had listened during our prep before the event and also the day before and not been texting Skeppy or something while we were doing it literally the entire time. I guarantee you 100% that had a big impact on this. That had a big
entire time.
The fact that there like we've argued about this obviously since, but the fact that there was 1 hour, I think at least probably, or maybe like around 1 hour out of the 4 hours of our practice the night before MCC, that was just time wasted because you were literally trolling.
No, this is literally not true. There was one
I felt
moment,
like I literally felt like I was in a
just
Skeppy
focused
video.
on every little time I said anything. No, I'm not. I literally.
This is not an exaggeration. This is not an exaggeration.
No, I'm not
during
even
our whole entire 4 hour practice,
conversation.
I felt like I'm not even kidding.
No,
I legitimately
here we go.
thought you were recording, and that Skeppy was gonna come like join the call in a minute. Like I'm not even. That is not a joke.
Oh my gosh.
That is not a
Listen,
joke. I was like, what is Bad doing? Like he's being an idiot.
One time where I was sending Skeppy a message. Okay, I was sending him a message, and then you hear me typing, and you go, Bad, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh.
No, that's not what happened. That is actually not what happened.
I can't remember what you said.
I said, Bad. I said, Bad, are you even listening? And you said, yeah, I'm listening.
And I said, yes.
And I said, Bad, what'd I say? And then you're like,
you said, I heard you typing or something.
I said, I heard you typing. Obviously, you're not listening.
I'm taking notes. Yes, I was messaging Skeppy. And I said that because answer this question honestly, Dream. Answer this question honestly. Do you guys oftentimes get overly toxic when we are practicing and doing things like that, and you overly meme, and so you can understand why I would go, I'll just say that I was taking notes instead of texting Skeppy, because I know how you guys are going to react. Just acknowledge that. Acknowledge that you can understand why I would say that.
Okay, yes, I 100% I acknowledge that. But now acknowledge this. Acknowledge this.
We're making progress. Go ahead.
Okay. Acknowledge this.
Go ahead.
We set aside a period of time the day before the event to go over our strategy.
Yes.
It was not that long of a period of time. It was only the actual going over the strategy literally would have taken 2 hours probably if everything had gone, swimmingly. And when we're going over important strategy, when we're reviewing things as a team, acknowledge this. You were, except for one other time where George openly said, sorry, 1 second, guys, I'm busy. Give me a minute, and then we can get back into it. You were the only one that multiple times was distracted with something else. Is that true?
I would disagree.
You don't have to say what it was that you were distracted with, but
no.
Is that true?
I will say that yes, I was distracted. I do feel like you're exaggerating the time substantially. I think we wasted more time waiting for Sapnap to come back from his 3 bathroom breaks. Okay.
Yeah, he was like, he had like diarrhea. He was literally
I'm not saying, I'm not hating on him. I totally understand. You eat something bad, you have
but the difference
I'm just saying that took more time than my distractions. That's all I'm saying.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree. But I'll also acknowledge this. Do you agree that it is more frustrating when you having to repeat yourself and you're also not sure if someone is being honest with you or fully listening than someone just saying, hey man, I gotta shit myself, I'll be back in 5 minutes? Which one do you think is more frustrating, Bad? Me being like, oh, you have to shit yourself? Fuck you, you have to shit yourself? What a fucking idiot, don't shit yourself. Like, or is it like Bad being like, I messaged Skeppy, guys, and then lying about it?
To be fair, I totally agree with you, but I will say the only reason
we're finding common ground,
the only reason is because you guys have gotten in the habit memeing me when I just say, "Oh guys, I'll be right back." When I just have to get up and grab something.
Because,
and
okay,
oh,
then
there
acknowledge
he goes.
this.
He's gonna be gone for like 10 hours.
Okay, here's another acknowledgement. Over the last like 2 years, Bad, you acknowledge the fact that you have hundreds of times, probably hundreds of times, said "be right back." I have to go to the bathroom, or "be right back." I have to get a drink, and then literally come back and be like, "What? I got coffee. I got pizza. I went to the bathroom. Like I had to walk my dog. What do you mean? I had to walk my dog?"
Okay.
Can you acknowledge that you've done that like so often?
No, that's
like,
more than 100 times.
Yeah, more than 100 times. Like probably at least once a day. At least once a day. Like, and you do that. So then when you say, and then you're like, "You guys got in the habit of memeing me every time I say I'm gonna be right back," and you guys expect me to be gone forever. Yeah, because you do half the time.
Like, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying when I'm not. Okay,
I'm
whatever.
just saying,
I'll
be
give
right
you
back.
that.
Sometimes you
I'll
just be
give
right
you
back
that
and you
one.
don't even leave. You sit there for 10 more
Whatever,
minutes without even leaving.
And then we're like, "Bad, are you back?" You're like,
I'll
"What do you
give
mean?
you
I've
that
been here the
one.
whole
Yeah,
time."
you
I'll
literally
give
be
you
right, you
that.
just stay there.
You can
Like,
take that one. Just leave me alone. Let me have my pizza
so-
during Manhunt in peace. Okay.
That's fine. But the point was that it was. I do think that. I think that we could have gone over Battle Box like a little bit more, only because of the fact that I think I didn't take into account that we did talk about it, but I just assumed that it was fairly obvious that we weren't going to fill in the middle. We were just going to kill people. I think we did explicitly state that, but I could see why you could think like after a round or one or two, be like, "Oh, maybe we should do that." After we get muffined in the first round, be like, "Oh, are we going to adjust our strategy?" And me, who's played in, flipping 5, I don't know, 7, 8 battle boxes, going like, "No, I've done this I've done very similar strategies so many times and had a lot of success." And Sapnap as well, who we like came up with the strategy together, is like, we're both like top 5 battle box players and we've played in so many events. We're sitting there going, "No, like obviously we're not bad." And then like the fact that you kept asking the question over and over and over and over, going, it was just getting more and more frustrating as it went on.
See that.
But then it was what was more
frustrating
frustrating though was not that you asking, "Should we change it?" It was then like you went from asking, "Should we change it?" to then, because I guess in your mind you were thinking, "Oh, we should change it," because that was what you were thinking, obviously.
Yeah.
It was so confusing. We have so many strategies. And we're sitting there like, "What do you mean? Like we've said no, we're doing this strategy." And so then eventually when we end up pushing mid, it seems like Bad was right. He was saying we should push mid, but it's like if we had swapped roles and you guys were going left and right, it is the same thing would have happened. What ended up happening though is we ended up pushing mid all together. But we can watch it. We'll watch the final
let's
round,
watch. But no, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I agree with that.
Brew, but
yeah.
don't skip anymore. Just watch this. He's still mad. I want to hear it.
Okay. And that is.
They're running the middle. They're running the middle.
You're following.
Okay.
But this is where Sapnap literally missed so many. I watched his VOD. He fucking choked this round.
Right now.
Bad's like,
They're in the middle. They're in the middle.
okay,
These muffin idiots are in the middle.
Well, I got one.
I mean, that wasn't terrible. That wasn't terrible.
See?
Oh my
I will say that I think it was like
literally don't
you
know
were
what else
fairly
to do.
indecisive.
That's kind of a middle. That's a mid-tier round.
I'm
Not a bad round. Not a-
literally,
not a-
there's
They rushed the because no one was.
That was probably your best round. That was probably your best round.
I think if
But it was still like if we watched that round again,
Yeah.
I think I'd be like, what are you doing? Like you ran into the corner, you're kind of like hiding. Like we're all fighting. Like if this is what I want to do. Go back on that round. We'll go to the beginning of that round, and then compare what you're doing to where you see everyone else. Like what we're doing.
George are
Okay.
following each other.
Just see. Okay, so Sabrin's going up to middle to try and block them because they're pushing mid right.
They're
You're
in the
sitting there
middle.
like
They're
with
in
a
the
bow
middle.
out for some
These
reason, and
muffin
then you
idiots
end
are
up
in
killing
the
this person, which is good.
Well, to be fair, in his defense, he's just trying to get damage before he goes in, like with a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is that he doesn't go in.
Chat, I
Like that's the
literally-
only, that was something that I agree. He was sniping damage, but then he doesn't go in, and you heal in battle box. So it's like he would snipe damage, and then it would basically be useless because then he would just like sit back, and then they heal over the next like 5-10
But
seconds.
I was sniping damage like when you guys were rushing in. That's what I was thinking. It
Sometimes,
was like a long range.
But it'd be way more
support.
useful for another body to be in there, like attacking them and.
No,
you know,
I think you're
occupying
right.
them.
I think just my tactic was off.
and seven.
But I still
It
think
would
that
have been
round
really
was kind
funny
of
if we
a
lost
middle
every round.
round.
Like that. It would have been really, really funny.
That would have been.
Actually, I kind of wish we did because it would have been funny if we lost every battle box round and we still won. That would kind of
That would
been
have been.
epic. But
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what else.
then
to
again,
do.
maybe
embarrassing.
we would never would have gotten
Like,
like
I'm
our groove back,
flipping-
and then
I'm
some of the time would have been
I-
worse or something.
Literally,
Yeah,
no-
that's a good point.
Like,
I will say we were able to shake off BattleBox and do the next one like.
Well,
really
yeah.
well
The thing is,
regardless.
we're always, the difference is, like I said, the only difference is that usually if I'm being like toxic, I'm being like over the top toxic. It's like to the point where like it's funny. but like I didn't want to be over the top toxic because it involves like a lot of cursing and a lot of like I don't know like stuff that I wouldn't say on YouTube. And so I was like I was cursing obviously, but like I wasn't. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Obviously, you guys have seen it in like in different whatever, like in different places, but on different streams or whatever, whether it be like Bed Wars or basketball or whatever. But I don't know. But yeah, so I was like, I don't know, I was holding back, but so it wasn't. It was like toxicity that wasn't funny, but it was like still whatever. But anyway, I feel like we're
I thought it was funny.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is. Well, it is funny because of how like
It's funny
because of how dumb it is. But yeah, in the moment, it wasn't funny.
Yeah,
like it would have been funny in the moment if I was like, in my mind, it would have been funny in the moment if if I was like, I don't know, doing typical things like literally if I was just screaming about rat the whole time, like that would have been funny. And that's like totally something I would have done if I was just like bad. Like if you do not win the next round, like literally rat is mine. Like I'm gonna kick rat or something. I don't know.
Nah, I get what you're saying.
Just going over the top.
Yeah, it gets better.
All on purpose and still win. And it's like,
I don't know.
Cool.
Like,
I'm
how the
doing my
fuck is
best,
this
chat.
happening? I don't understand what's going on. This map is like horrible.
We need
I hate
less.
this map.
I liked the map personally. I know you guys said that out of impulse because you guys are in bad, but I think the map was good.
I think it was alright.
Do
Do you want to do that? Do you want to try and middle?
Like,
Not the
I
best,
feel like
not the
Bad
worst.
is like shooting no arrows or something. Like
Oh my
actually, he's
gosh.
just
No one was
like,
taking
how?
advantage
How
of the
do you get in
top
middle? You can-
area.
So flipping Sapnap keeps all these comments just coming, and this it comes to a head.
Go wait, why are you behind? Go to the 8th round.
Fill it in. I was behind toxic. You're following Sapnap.
There it is. Listen what Sapnap says.
I have to
here.
clarify the round again.
Well, I got one that
They're
time.
filling in. We're dead. We lose.
Oh my god.
Chat, I literally don't know what else to
This is
do.
fucking embarrassing. Like how the fuck?
This is kind of
Like I'm flipping.
This is
Literally,
awesome.
there's no team cohesion. I
That's just like all on
can't.
purpose and still win. And it's like,
I don't know.
cool.
Like, how
I'm
the
doing my
fuck is
best,
this
chat.
happening? I don't understand what's going on.
So
This
listen
map
to
is, like,
Sapnap.
horrible.
We need
I hate
less,
this one. I hate
less
this
salt
one.
and just more. Just
Let's
doing
just all go
something.
to the middle, but then they just sit back and spam when we do.
Do you
Like,
want to do
how-
that? Do you want to try and middle?
Like I
rush?
don't. I feel like bad is like shooting no arrows or something. Like
Oh my
actually, it's
gosh.
just like how are they getting to the middle? You can just shoot them.
See? Yeah, you can just shoot them. You just take the bow
bow,
kit.
Bad.
Just
Give a
take the
punch
bow kit
bow.
and you can
Bad
shoot
has
them.
a dream. Take his punch bow.
Do you want to take the bow kit?
I
Take
shouldn't
his
have taken
shit
the
from
Boka
me.
that round, but
Yeah, you see my frustration though. I'm like I'm using the bow kit every round. Sapnap says, "Why isn't Bad using the bow kit?" And I'm like, I throw my hands up. I'm like, "What the muffin? I can't please these muffin heads." Anyway, let's continue.
no, because the only thing is that round that round was the one round where you didn't sit back and bow them. You ended up going down, and so like I think if funnily enough, if you had done what you had done the previous rounds, that round it would have worked. Like you would have stopped them. So but the thing is you've changed it that round, and then that round they ended up rushing. So it was like, so I think in like the previous rounds, like if people had rushed, like you sitting there and being a bow, obviously then you're like a couple blocks away from them, and you have a good angle on them, and you can stop them by shooting them. And what are they gonna do? They can't really do anything, and you have cover and they don't. And so like in my mind, it was just unfortunate timing that round you changed your strategy, whereas like in every other round.
So let's watch this. This is really funny.
Well,
I think like overall,
I hate you guys. I hate
if we were
This
just
is
if we were
so
just
bad. We're
rushing.
actually not gonna
But the thing is,
anymore.
the only reason I'm so mad is this same exact thing happened last tournament.
Yeah.
To me, the
It's
same
just-
exact
look,
thing.
look.
There we
Alright, what are we
go.
doing? Are you rushing the I middle? wasn't even mad
This is
last
my
time. I'm mad
favorite
now
moment.
because it's
They're
the same
rushing the
exact
middle.
thing
They're
happened.
rushing. They're
Just shoot them.
rushing.
See how I shot that idiot?
They're rushing.
See how I shot that idiot again?
I
Nice
just died.
staircase.
Okay, well.
Bad move,
Move.
you idiot!
I was literally doing it. You see what I have
Our
to
game
deal
we're gonna win
is
this,
with?
man.
behind you.
Do you see what I have to deal with?
Well, to be
I think to be fair though,
I
you
watched that on
probably
Sapnap
could have just
stream.
powered up, but like I don't
The
know.
reason I did that was to create a way for all of us to get up. That's why I did that. I thought, oh, it's
But
going to
everyone
be
has
just
8
as
blocks.
fast for me to
Yeah,
do
everyone
this.
has 8 blocks though.
Yeah, everyone
You
can just tower up.
I know, but the way I was saying was, oh, I can just boop, build this. That way, if they knock me off,
Yeah,
I
but
can
the
get
difference
back
is
up.
that middle control is important.
That's
It's like
not
if we
the,
just
look,
we just like
the
let them
staircase
do
isn't
it.
the important part. It's the reaction I get. Listen to this.
Yeah, but
No, Sapnap's an idiot.
look how-
Sapnap's an idiot.
Move,
Yes, that was-
idiot.
yes, that was-
But you're
I
also an
was
idiot for making a
literally
fucking
doing it.
Yeah,
staircase.
you're an idiot for making a staircase, but
He
bad. Listen,
used
the
my
point is getting to mid.
staircase. What
Wait,
are you
bad,
on
listen.
about?
You wasted
Listen,
7
you wasted
fucking
so much time.
blocks or 6
Yeah,
blocks.
and
for
blocks.
that.
No, he wasn't commenting
and
on
blocks.
the staircase. He uses my staircase, gets mad at me that I'm on the staircase.
No,
He uses the staircase
no,
when
Snapchat's
I'm
an
doing
idiot for
it.
getting mad at you for that, but you're an idiot for making the staircase. You
No,
were both
the
idiots. You're
staircase
both
was a good
idiots.
idea.
Listen
No,
real quick.
this is a hill I'm dying on.
I'll tell you why it's not a good idea.
It's not a bad idea.
It would have been a better idea. It would have been a
because
better idea if it would have been a better idea to make a bridge from the top. But the problem is bad.
I
You can tower
already
from the bottom.
jumped down.
The problem
I
is
already
it
jumped
takes
down. I was on the ground.
it takes time to do that. Whereas once you control the middle, it's easy to keep people off. Like they can just keep knocking us off. And so Sapnap, I think the reason he got frustrated wasn't that you're blocking his way. It was that like he's like, what the hell are you doing? Like get up, Bad. You're being slow, right? But it's like at the same time, I think he didn't have the context that, oh, I'm building this staircase, whatever. He's just like, Bad, I saw you over there for a minute ago, and then now I'm almost up, and you're still not up, and I'm like, now you're in my way. And so it's like, I don't know, this is like a dumb frustration.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was
think
done
he's
for getting
mad
mad.
because Sapnap was dumb. He's
I
mad
think
because he jumped
saw-
on the block and he couldn't build. I was watching his
No,
POV.
he saw my
just couldn't
amazing
build.
staircase. He said, "I wish I had a staircase like this," and he got mad at me. As my head cannon.
Sapnap is dumb for
Anyway.
Sapnap is dumb for getting mad about that. But you're
No,
dumb for
I
building a
see
dumb
what you're
staircase.
saying. I can see how if he's like, "Oh, I'm trying to get to mid," and then I'm standing right there as he's trying to tower. I can see
also-
that. I didn't see his POV, so
It would have
I
been
don't know.
avoided if
That's
you
a
just
little
didn't build
bit
a
different.
fucking staircase to Narnia. You could have just built up 3 blocks.
'cause if you
and
do you
then-
want to go? Do you
Yeah.
want to go, puns? 1v1 right
Well,
now.
it's true. A staircase to Narnia.
Staircase
Well, it's true.
to
Yeah, because like I think, but also like I think, yeah, if you because
Oh
the
my
staircase like
goodness.
what you're trying to flood in from the same blocks and they like blocked you off. It's like that's
Yeah.
true. If you had just towered up, then Sapnap wouldn't have been on the same thing as you because he wouldn't have gone up your staircase.
I think I think Sapnap was just a little stressed, and I think we all were.
Oh, yeah.
And he's trying to tower up, and there's BadBoyHalo's silly staircase in the way, which it's totally different knowing that like you've seen his POV and he was trying to tower up, and then I was standing there going.
I mean,
up the
your biggest
staircase.
contribution
I
that
totally
round
get
was
it.
building this
Hey,
staircase,
the round's not over.
which could have been avoided by just like.
Okay,
What do you mean the
okay.
round's not over? It's
No, no, no.
Then you continue to get triple crit by Dave without like hitting him at all.
Yeah,
And
what
The reason
happened?
I'm so
Yeah.
mad is this
Oh my
same
God.
exact.
He just crit you like a lot.
Yeah, how did he
Shot
kill
that
me
idiot
so
again?
quick?
So it's like, but like look how long this takes instead of you just towering up. Like you would have been up before
It's
they
not.
even built
It
their
did not
level.
actually take that
I was
long.
literally. See how I shot
What do
that
you mean?
idiot?
That took
Hold on,
so
let's
long. That's
look.
like the precious
See how I
seconds.
shot that idiot
No.
again?
Literally, it's done in 2 seconds.
Yeah, but then look, you're not even look bad. You're not up yet, and it's been like 4 seconds, and you're not up yet.
Yeah, but it's going to take at least 2 seconds to make a single tower.
Bad. Please stop defending
Yeah,
your
but you'd be
staircase.
up.
Just admit it's
But
a
you'd be
bad
up.
idea.
The
Please admit
staircase
your
is a
staircase
great
is a bad
idea.
idea.
Someone
no.
go out
What?
there, and I want you to prove that it would have taken the same amount of time to tower up as to build that staircase. Someone prove
How?
that for me.
You
You
wasted
can
more
obviously
blocks.
you can obviously tell.
Yes,
it you
but
didn't.
no. You can't say block wastage because literally
that
that's
too,
not
you
something
can't.
that's been relevant in like the thing at all. Like I understand that.
Bad.
Like
Admit
if you
the
were
staircase
really
was a
fine-
mistake.
I'm
Admit
not
the-
admitting the staircase.
Wait,
was
so
a
you
mistake.
would do that shit again? You would make a staircase again?
No, I would not in that
Okay, so it was a
situation.
mistake. So it was a
Then
mistake.
obviously it
In
was a
that
mistake,
situation, I would not make a staircase.
Well, then it was a mistake in that situation.
Yes.
No, I just think it was not the optimal strategy.
Okay,
Not a mistake,
that
though.
in that situation, you had to place like not only did you have to place more blocks, but you also had to do them slower because you had to like back up and like look
Why do you
and do
hate
it.
staircases, Dream?
I don't. I hate that staircase because it ended up
Wow.
it potentially could have cost us that round because the person in the middle
So mean.
might have had enough time to fill in all the wool in the middle of that round, bad because of your dumb staircase.
Fine. The staircase was a dumb idea. Hashtag staircase for life. All right. Anyway, let's move on. Can't believe I have to listen to staircase slander.
Okay, well.
Bad move, you idiot!
I was literally doing it. It takes a different spin knowing.
No, we're gonna win this round. Nice.
Chat,
One person
literally,
left.
if he gets
Camp,
mad at me
camp,
for
camp,
that,
camp,
I'm gonna lose
Just
it.
camp till you
I
go.
built
George,
that
George,
thing
rush
and
them,
was
rush
going
them.
for it, and he's yelling at me to move.
They're
What
middle,
is
they're middle, they're
happening?
middle.
No flipping way. There's no way they're gonna let this. There we go. They got it.
Fill it in,
Oh
fill it
my
in, fill it
gosh.
in.
There we
Holy
go.
shit, we
All
won.
right. Holy goodness. I'm gonna lose. There's always context to everything. I can't be mad at something.
Well, you should be. He's an idiot. He's also an idiot. If you watch his POV, he literally jumped like on top of like where you were going up.
Oh, well, maybe I can be. I don't know.
But he's also like he's just an idiot, but you're also an idiot. You're both idiots.
I hate
Chat. See what? Are you
Let's
seeing
see
what I'm
happens round
saying?
nine. I wanna see what happens
Like,
round nine. What were your contributions
we
round
can-
nine? This round you built the staircase and you hit Percy once.
What are you
What
doing?
will your contribution be round
I
nine?
was rushing
Take the
mid
bucket,
when I
bad. Take
saw
the
them
bucket.
going
Take
for
the
the
bucket.
thing.
Take the bucket, bad. Bad. Take the bucket. Take the bucket. Take the bucket. Take the bucket.
I'm gonna lose it.
I'm gonna lose it.
You
I
guys
hope
are
you
being,
lose it.
You guys
I
are
hope you
being way
lose
too
it. Lose it.
toxic. Yeah, I don't
You're way
do
too
well.
Oh, this is the
toxicity.
10th place
God, you
team.
played
So
Minecraft for 10 years.
There we
You
go.
are being toxic. I'm
See
trying
the
to find
toxicity
out
in the chat.
muffin.
Snap out of it.
They're gonna run towards the middle. They are going to run towards the middle. They're already
Snap out of
prepping.
it. Well, yeah,
So
true. You
much
should have snapped out of it.
toxicity.
Oh god. I what the?
All right.
Did I have them in my offhand?
They're mid. They're
Hit
mid.
nobody yet.
there you go. This is better.
There you go.
See,
It's way
that
quicker and more
took-
efficient.
That
we
took
got him.
the same amount of time.
No, no.
There one more.
You literally didn't hit anyone.
Nice. That's it.
You
Yeah,
did
I
a
hit
single hit.
one.
You got
There we go.
zero
That was
damage. You
perfect.
got
We've seen it.
zero.
We've seen it again.
Okay.
That is at
That
least
was
the
the worst
third.
battle
So
box
3 out of the
I've
9
ever
rounds.
done.
I might have
No,
four.
no, that was
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's
That was a
4.
mid-tier round.
4 out of the 9 rounds, you did
You
zero
did no
damage.
damage. That is not a mid-tier round. You did
Leave
nothing.
Bad Boy
But
Halo
Buns,
alone.
Buns,
That game
that's
sucked.
I'm pretty sure that's either the third or the fourth. That's third
game actually
or fourth
sucked.
round where he did
Yeah, right.
zero damage. You know, either the whole round or until everyone else
There
was
we
dead,
go.
but him.
To be fair, he
So-
was trying to hit people though.
So
Well, yeah.
it's nice that when
that is way better
when
than
we
the earlier
finally
round.
rush-
It is way better.
notice how when we finally rush mid, we won though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
That
notice
was
how
also the
what
worst
we
team in the event.
listen to that. Notice how what we were doing, me and Saturn, when we like what we were doing. That's what you and George were supposed to be doing, and you never did it a single time.
No,
during the
you're
entire
you're
event.
right about that. You're right about that. And
And if you had been doing that, and me and him had gone left and right, we just would have. I feel like we could have won like a ton more
and
rounds.
this
Like, way
this
more
is where
rounds.
I think proper communication. I think you're right.
Was a
Would
part.
have
Yeah,
gone
there was
a
a
long
we had a
way.
we had a lot of. I feel like we had a lot of like communication
Yeah,
fails.
we had
It was,
a big
even overall the whole
communication
event, like
deficit.
not even just battle box. I feel like we had a lot of communication fails
I think
Yeah.
throughout like most of the rounds.
Which
I think it just comes down to battle box experience. Bad hasn't played battle box that much, and he doesn't have the instinct to just go do damage to people. I guess
I
that's
think
what you have to do in battle
most
box.
of the battle box I played has been in like 1v1s, right? Which is a lot of like you attack and then like you run, right? So I think that's you really need to have like the team practice with it to really get the same feel. Like you really got to do 4v4s. I think for the next one I'm going to do a lot more 4v4 practice if possible with battle box. I think that'll help a lot more. You know, like playing it very legitly like to the game. But anyway, I think it was fun. I definitely don't feel like you were as what I would say. I think seeing your perspective a lot better now. I definitely don't think you were as unnecessarily toxic as I think you were more just frustrated. And I can kind of see that. I think in the game, from my perspective, I definitely felt like you were a lot more ruthless and just mean and being a little muffin head. But
I was
having
being toxic,
having
but-
understand now, rewatching it, seeing where you're coming from, hearing your perspective, I can totally see how while you were a little muffin head, you were primarily just frustrated, and I can understand why you were frustrated. So I definitely see where I dropped the ball at times. So I think this was a good
But
watch party.
you were also muting bad. You were also muting up to like say your grievances. Like I don't understand that. Like me and Saturn weren't like the same thing that you were doing with like where you were like we weren't.
Well, that
It's
was
like-
just
like
that
we-
was my way of venting my frustration, so I didn't start yelling at the both of you.
Well, yeah, but the difference is like that hurt the communication as well because there was
I
like a
don't
couple times
think
like you
it
said
would've-
something where
No,
there was a couple
I
times you said
don't
something
think
where it's
it
like if you had
would've
said it out
been
loud, we would have been able to like talk about it. You know?
Well, but I think it would have just turned into like what happened during the basketball games where we were all just like screaming and flipping people were playing music.
Well, yeah,
I think
yeah,
it would have
I think
just
some-
resulted
I
in that. I think a little bit less like meme communication is better than like if we're all just like throwing.
But the difference is
every
like,
single
but the difference
thought
is
at
bad.
each
Like
other.
I felt like if you were saying, I don't know, I feel like some of the stuff that you were saying when it was muted, I was like, okay, but if I had heard you say that, yeah, you're right, I would have been pissed. I 100% would have been pissed. But I would have been able to address it and be like, no, bad, this is why you're being an idiot, right?
I don't know.
And I would be able to come back. With
I
it.
don't think there was any. I don't think we had enough time really to. The problem is in between rounds, you don't have like a good amount of time to sit there and like go over and adjust things, right? Like you've got like 10 seconds, and it's very difficult to communicate.
It's like 30 seconds.
Well, but I'm saying it's like very difficult to communicate. Like, okay, here's all the stuff we're changing. Here's the clarification or things like that, and make sure that the other person understands.
Yeah, which is mostly why you kind of have a strategy and you stick to it. But
Yeah. But
okay.
I like inhaled. I like tried to
your
breathe.
drugs, your marijuana.
That was so weird. I like tried to like breathe in and swallow at the same time. And like that thing in the back of my throat got like all tangled up. That was so weird.
What?
I felt like I was suffocating for a second.
Tangled up.
I need
Wait,
water.
yeah.
Where'd all my water go? Lucy, where'd you
Tangled
take
up.
it?
The Disney collab
No,
you never
see-
expected coming to theaters near
Isn't it
you.
called
you
like
know-
a uvula? Is that
No,
what that is?
it's the
Or is that,
thing
like-
that it's the thing that like so in the back of your windpipe, there's a thing that controls whether it covers the air intake or the place that leads to your stomach.
It's like
Oh, that's the flap. The flap.
Yeah, that thing.
I forget what it's called.
Now it's all horse now.
Oh, the epiglottis.
That's the word. Anyway, that was actually very productive. I had a lot of fun reviewing that VOD.
Epiglottis.
Definitely don't feel as salty as I will admit. I was a little salty. Felt like you were a smidge too toxic, but now I'm a little bit more sympathetic.
I definitely was a smidge too toxic, but at the same time, I was like, I don't know. I just felt like it was, I don't know. I feel like usually we go back and forth. But you didn't do much back. It was just like me. It ended up being dumb because like you would mute up and be like, if this idiot, blah, 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 like you wouldn't say that out loud.
I did
So
not
it
call you an idiot.
It just made me seem like a dick. Like it made me sound like a dick as well. Obviously, you disagreed as well.
Expressing
but you
my
didn't say it. You just-
frustrations to the chat.
Yeah, it's your chat. Like,
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Makes you seem like what?
Yes,
You
makes me
didn't
seem like
hear any of the stuff I was saying. It's not like
That's what I'm
you
saying.
were
That's what I'm
reacting to
saying.
what I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying is you had the
excuse me,
same-
sir,
like,
you were
your
saying all of
frustration-
that stuff without hearing any of my chat commentary. I don't think that makes
I know.
you look
That's what
any
I'm,
better.
no, that's what I'm
Dave.
saying.
That's all
what
I'm saying.
Brad.
I know.
Yeah, that's
I know.
what
I'm just saying.
What I'm saying is that if you had been saying it back, then people, from my perspective on my stream or like George's stream, that got up in arms like, oh no, it's bad, would have known that okay, they're having a disagreement versus bad just Dream just like verbally berating bad, calling him trash.
Being bullied, chat.
But also like it's I don't know, it's kind of funny.
sad
Like, I feel like
muffin head.
it's I don't know. I feel like it's
Oh,
one of the
Samsung.
differences between like this event versus I guess this team versus like any other MC team ever is that we're all so close that like you would just never see Sapnap or me or any of us doing that in any other MC team. You know what I mean? Because like we just
Literally,
know,
like-
we could be calling each other idiots and just know like well, yeah, at the time I'd be like, oh, you might get frustrated or I might get frustrated or whatever, but then like 5 minutes later we're cool.
Like you wouldn't do that if you were teaming with like anybody else. Like, and that's something interesting.
Kind of the cool part of this MCC.
Yeah,
It's like,
everybody got an interesting experience into our friendship and the banter we have. So that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Cherish it, chat. Cherish the toxicity in the
even, like,
memes.
Yeah. Cause even like when you were like, whatever, when you said, what'd you say? You said something like, you're like, well, what am I supposed to do? And then I was like, just get better or something like that. Like, obviously, it's not like that's not a serious. Like, I wasn't being serious. Like, I was seriously frustrated. Like, what I was saying wasn't serious, but it's like it has a serious tone because I was frustrated and I'm like responding to him.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, me saying get better. Like, oh, what are you supposed to do? You go like go through practice or something. Like while you're literally in MCC. I was just like basically it's like execute better, execute our plan better. But
yeah. I definitely see room for growth.
But George is egging on. George, the
BattleBots.
thing is, I've talked about this so often, and like George,
He's an
says it. George-
instigator.
he is an instigator. It's like George, the
loves
one
it.
before comment. I guarantee you, he wasn't thinking like, why'd you run into one before?
Yeah.
I guarantee he was just thinking, oh, if I say like this is gonna get on Dream's nerves.
He does that all the time. He'll throw these comments out because he knows he'll be like, oh, this is gonna.
But the
rile
difference is
people
with
up.
those, with like comments like that, and he did it a couple times. Like it pissed me off where he said something, but it was like, but it wasn't clear enough to me that he was like joking. And as soon as he said something that was like so clear he was joking, it made like Sapnap laugh, which then made me laugh, and I realized like I realized okay, he's literally just trying to like piss us off, and that's funny. And it's like they found that funny, which I think is the biggest difference between like I said about me streaming on YouTube versus Twitch was I feel like it would have been just like George's thing where he's like oh, this is kind of epic, like we're losing all these rounds. Like as soon as he said that, and so I started laughing, and then I kind of chuckled and was like laughing at it, like. I think that kind of broke the ice a little bit and realized like, okay, yeah, like whatever, like we're all, we're still all joking around.
Yeah.
Versus like, and usually if I'm being toxic, I'm like over the top, I'm like way over the top toxic to the point where it's like, okay, there's like, even if you like killed my grandma, I would not be this mad. So it's like, that's how funny, that's what makes it funny. But then in this case, like with me streaming on YouTube, I didn't want to be like overly toxic. So
Yeah,
like,
and I get
I mean, I still was being like toxic, but then it was just like toxic mean versus toxic funny. And so I was like, all right, well,
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean there was like later after George made that joke or whatever, then I feel like then on it became more toxic funny because it was just like, okay.
Oh yeah,
broke the ice, but
I think we were able to get past it really quick and
Everyone said
crush in
what?
the next round. Actually, what was after this? It
Guys, I was
I
saying
don't know, it-
usually
the
if we're
teams-
like joking around
when
being
you start
toxic,
getting
we're being so
not even- I
toxic
think-
that like the only way it
Actually,
makes
I feel
sense that we're being this toxic is that if we're doing it ironically, like, and that we're always like that to each other because it's like we'll be like screaming at each other, saying like stuff that doesn't even make sense unless like even if someone like literally did something heinous to you, you would not be like that toxic or like that to like that degree or saying like a ridiculous thing like or like insulting like a cute little dog. Which I don't
yeah.
think is cute for the record.
So-
Yeah.
Wait, say that again.
No, I'm not saying that.
No, you have to say it
But-
again. I didn't
But
hear.
anyway, so you do that, and then
Oh, what the hell?
Say
that makes-
rat is
that's, like,
cute. You have
no.
to.
And so that makes it like obvious, like okay, well, like fucking around, it's like no one gets mad. Like I feel like in this case, none of us were doing that, and I feel like it wasn't because we were any more frustrated, even though we were frustrated. It was just because of the because of the fact that we didn't want to be like I don't know on stream. We didn't want to get into like overly toxic mode where we're like insulting each other and stuff. Like I don't know, but.
Yeah,
I
I
hate
feel
rat.
you. No, everybody loves rat.
No, I hate rat. I actually
No,
hate rat.
everybody loves rat. Everybody tries to pretend. Literally, if you were here, like you would be like, "Oh, she's so cute. She's such a sweetie." You would literally love her so much. Everybody loves
I
her.
don't
Literally,
know
every
about that.
rat gets along with everybody. It's amazing. I mean, after she like barks at them first, she sees them. She's like, "Who
mean-
are you?"
Don't most dogs do that? Isn't it like a normal dog thing?
Yeah, most dogs bark, but I'm saying like once she gets past that, like she gets along with everybody.
You would hand. Never mind, that's a bad joke. Never
Why
mind.
does everybody say that? Chat, yes, rat is a girl. How have you not known that?
Because rat is like a very like.
Flipping Quackity still calls rat him all the time. And Flipping George is like, do you not know? He'll meme him so hard. It's like, come on. But hey, I don't actually care. Rat's not sitting there going, no. Like, rat's a
There's
rat,
multiple
so.
rats though, so.
Yeah, but there's only one my rat. My rat.
Yeah.
Anyway. So
one my rat.
my rat. Anyway, so that was
Rat's
fun.
mine. I'm gonna steal rat. I'm actually gonna steal rat.
No, you can't steal rat. Rat's mine.
I am.
We
I'm gonna
popped
steal rat.
off in Sands of Time. There's this one moment in Sands of Time that was hilarious though that I wanted to show stream. I think you'll appreciate it too. Okay, so watch this. I'm gonna skip to it.
We talked just to clarify, guys, as well is like we're not picking on Bad. Like we went when we were going over VODs like
cares?
afterwards.
Look, we're all
Literally, Sapnap, like we were talking about like I said with my build mart, and then even with like on this like Sapnap kind of threw like even though we got first in Sands of Time, but like Sapnap kind of threw because he went down the only like Bad's job was to clear Blue Tunnel, and Sapnap went down Blue Tunnel and spent like half of his time in Blue Tunnel. Like
It was
clearing
funny.
tunnels that Bad had already cleared.
And he didn't mark his tunnels.
and
for the
he
record,
didn't mark it. But,
which
like,
is
it
fine
was-
because I think he just forgot.
So we could have potentially got. I was like, oh my god, we could have gotten so many more coins. It would have been epic.
I
Blue
know,
Tunnel
could
was
you
fucking
imagine,
huge
like-
this time around. Yeah, I think went down blue, right?
Yeah, so here, let me
Blue
show
was
you.
absolutely massive.
So we go down blue, right? Or I was looking for Blue Tunnel. I ended up finding it, and I was like, okay, navigating. And then Sapnap came in Blue Tunnel, and he went down one of the tunnels I hadn't gone down yet, and he found Blue Vault.
Yeah.
And then this is the thing that's interesting. So I come out, deliver the sand to you, okay? I go back in. Sometime after this, Sapnap highlights and says to me, Bad, I found Blue Vault. So I'm like, okay. It was right here. Okay, so here, listen to this. And watch what he does. It was so
Three sand and The
weird.
timer's full, okay? Three sand and
We have
timer's full.
plenty of time. I have a hella sand. and
Go
found
give
the
him,
blue
go
vault.
give him sand, go give him sand.
You need to go give me sand. Go give me sand.
So did you hear what Sapnap just said? He said, I have hella sand.
Down, you idiot.
I am.
What did you just say, Bad?
And the timer's
Huh?
full, okay?
Oh,
What? Hella?
oh my god, you said it again.
Hell isn't a bad word. Literally stop.
Holy crap.
It's not a bad word. Stop it.
You said it twice.
I literally hate you guys. Literally during basketball, I said "fa" and cut myself off. Listen, I said that, cut myself off. The only reason I cut myself off was because I was going to scream the word fudge. And I was like, I don't want to blow people's eardrums out. So I just cut my phrase off, but everyone's like, oh, we call it a swear word. You gotta swear. Flipping muffin.
You can't keep this act on forever, bad.
No, don't. Flipping Quackity already tells people I swear off camera, and I don't. Just for the record. No, do not tell me all that, you jerk. Here we go. Here we go.
Reveal your secret.
No, watch this meme. Here, let's all watch this. This is funny.
Oh my god! It's over here, bad. It's right here. The blue ball's right here.
Okay, I'm coming. There's lava parkour. Don't go that way.
No, come back down, you idiot.
I am.
He should have just never been in. He just should have never been in this tunnel.
Yeah, but watch.
The whole point of the R strategy was that you have the blue keys, like nobody has to be like running back and forth and etc.
Yeah. No, I.
Why do you keep going back about it?
Because I want you to listen. Listen to the audio. Listen to what he says.
No, come back down, you idiot.
I am.
I have 3 sand.
Why are you so aggressive? Why do you call you an idiot? That's rude.
We have plenty of time. I have a hella sand.
Go give him sand. Go give him sand.
You need to go give me sand. Go give me sand.
Bad, take
Give
the
him sand.
Bad, just.
Here. I only have one.
He wanted the keys for himself.
No. This is what happened. He wanted. This is what happened. He wanted.
Go. Take it back.
Open the vault.
Take it back, you
Yeah. But listen, Bad. Pause real quick.
Oh my
Grab
goodness.
the shit and go. You
Take the sand.
Yeah.
This is what happened. He explained this to me afterwards, but also I think there's 2 misunderstandings here. One, that I think he wanted to like stay in the tunnel. He didn't like set him as our best runner, and he's the free runner. Didn't want to run back to spawn. The problem is he should never have been in this tunnel anyway. He was throwing, but then also he said that like in that case the only reason he got pissed is because, and I agree, is you're being an idiot. You're like fighting the zombies when you can just open the vault, run through, and then just run out. Like you're fighting zombies. And with
the only reason I
listen, Dad.
Fighting. Listen, because I know what you're saying, but listen, from my perspective, I'm sitting there waiting for Sapnap to leave, right?
But why?
Because I'm thinking, I just gave him my sand. I want to make sure he gets it and runs to go deliver the sand, because he says earlier that he has a buttload of sand, right? So I'm like, okay, he's going to go do it. So the fact that he was still hanging around confused me. I was like, what does he need? Is there something he needs? That's the only reason I didn't open the vault, because I thought he was going to...
You could be waiting while opening the vault and then getting coins. Like that,
because that's
you just didn't think. You just weren't thinking. You were just killing the zombies.
No, I genuinely was confused as to why he's there.
I know, I'm sure you were, but I was thinking that's not why you were killing the zombies.
You were just killing the
zombies.
Are you crazy?
So dumb. That was not.
You had the sand.
Also, just so you know, Sapnap's a fucking coin hog in this. He just wanted you to give him the key.
Well, yeah, I do think part of it's that, but I also think like Sapnap should have just never been in blue vault. Like I talked to Sapnap about it like afterwards. Like it was like he was being an idiot. Like the whole point of this strategy was that the one person goes on blue, clears like all of blue. It's like the easiest. It's usually like 9 out of 10 times the easiest. Like,
I bet if he didn't do that and went down a different path, he could have found the green key.
Don't all the coins
just that's why I said as well,
added together
like,
for the team anyway?
Sapnap goes, yeah, it does.
So it doesn't even matter.
I know. I almost never get vaults. Like I almost never have vaults because like everyone else, I just have all my teammates get all the vaults. Like, I don't care because it's just a personal stat thing. But at the same time,
anyway,
I don't think he actually like would sacrifice. But at that point, I think he's thinking, oh, I can get the vault. And I can get this, and I can give the sand to Bad, and then I can stay and keep looting more while Bad has to run all the way back and give sand to.
See, but he didn't give me the sand. That's the thing. Like he very clearly like took the sand and said.
Well, he tried to. He did say take the sand and give me the drop.
Did he say that? I didn't hear him say that.
But then it doesn't matter because.
The timer's full, okay? 3 sand and timer's full.
We have plenty of time. I have a hella sand.
Go give him sand. Go give him sand.
You need to go give me sand. Go give me sand.
Give him sand.
Yeah, I didn't hear him. So yeah, we were both, I see what you're saying. So we were both trying to get, I was like, okay, you've got the sand, go give it, I'll get the ball. And he was like, oh, I'll give you the sand, you can run it back, and then I can go finish the blue side. I see, okay. Nah, that, I just missed what he said there then. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. This is
again, it's just kind of communication issue, but like he said, give me this because this Saturn wanted this. I'm sure he wanted the vault as well, but I think he also just wanted to stay in. He just wanted to stay in the tunnel while because you went back and gave me the sand because like he didn't want to have to go all the way back just to deliver. He didn't want to be the sand delivery boy, so he was like, "Bad, no, you go." And then he got frustrated, and then he like sees you. fighting zombies, and he's like, what an idiot. If I was doing this, I would just be doing it so much faster than Bad is. Why didn't he just take the sand?
Well,
And then
the
he got really
only reason
frustrated,
I was
"Bah."
fighting zombies was because I thought Sapnap like still needed something. So I was like,
Yeah.
it caught me off
Well,
guard. Like I
don't
thought he
think
was
that's
gonna
true,
run to give the sand. So I was like, oh, did like I pick up the
I
sand?
think you were just
on
fighting them because
accident?
you were just not thinking about the fact that you could just run through them. But Bad, because listen, you don't need to make up like excuses for it. We went over your previous Stand of Time VOD, and we were watching it, and your biggest problem we went over was the fact that you just always for some reason wanted to kill every mob.
I was a lot better with the mobs this time. Okay,
I'm sure you were.
I had a really good Sands of Time run. Okay, I found the gold vault. That's worth all the muffins. Okay, and we were able to get that because I found it. Let's go.
We were also able to get that because I explored like the entrance, like all the blocks that were broken. Like I don't know if you know this.
Like,
but, like,
here. I only
the
have one.
pathways you went through to go to the gold vault. Like I broke through those.
Yeah, I did that as well.
See how it works out.
That's new. That was new, right?
Like,
That was the first time.
I've never seen that, but
what was that on the ground? What's the
axe.
sword? But anyway.
like you're still killing them. Like you
I
said,
like killing mobs. Leave me alone. It's
like
like
it takes time. Like you don't. Like
I know. I couldn't
you're
resist.
never gonna be in this
I
room
thought I would
ever
kill
again.
them.
You're never gonna be in that room ever
No,
again. And you just killed all of the mobs.
I thought
for no reason.
I thought I was doing something productive.
And then you're going back in. What?
I'm checking
Maybe
the sides.
looking for sand. Looking for sand, maybe.
Yeah, I think I was probably looking for sand.
But what's so funny is we literally watched your Santan VOD where you did the exact same thing in the blue vault room, exactly the same in the previous room, and we clowned you for it. Saying,
you only get
what are you doing? You already went through the whole thing.
Like once every couple of weeks. It's hard to like remember.
Like, this was
the carpet placement there.
Literally 12 hours before the event, we reviewed specifically him doing that on the exact scenario.
All
and he
right,
still
all right.
did it.
So you're telling me you've never reviewed a test the night before and then you can't remember a question or remember a topic? That's all I'm saying. I'm saying it's easy to say one thing.
Yeah, but there's not. It's different.
Another.
I don't know. I feel like it's different with something like that. Like so, you. I
Point
feel like
is,
you would just.
I
you
was
would
supposed to be
realize-
in Blue Vault. End of discussion. There we go. We can end it right there. That's fair.
Yeah. But Sanos an idiot. Instead of time, Sanos was an idiot. Like he could have gotten. I feel like we would have literally gotten like first place by 2,000 coins instead of time if Sanos had gone down like a normal. Like
you could have broke record. You could have broke the record.
Yeah, we could have because he would have. We probably would have found. Because then also it was so funny because we were in the call and then he's like, wait, how do we not find Emerald Key? I feel like we usually find it. Like I wonder why, Sapnap, because he went down the same path as Bad. Like obviously we're not gonna find Emerald Key. But
yeah. Anyway, this all in all is a ton of fun. I found this.
it was
Check
so much
this out.
fun.
This was the hardest thing to get to, but it
I didn't even go up there.
Oh yeah, this is a nightmare to get up to. Watch.
I didn't do it.
Look at this amazing like tactics. Boom, boom. Are you watching
Basic
this?
Minecraft mechanics.
Wait. Watch. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Boom. Boom. Oh, look at all this gold. Look at all this gold. Slurping up all that gold. And I'm like, boom. Going down.
That was so epic.
No, look at it. There were like 3 towers of mobs. This is so hard to get through. I just
wasted a lot of time. How many coins were up there?
It was like 300 coins. It was a lot of coins.
That's pretty good, yeah.
And I went up there and I was like, let's go. And then I came out here and I was like, okay, this is pretty much done.
I didn't have time to do that. I skipped that. I was like, nope, not doing it.
I asked Dream if he did that. And I think, oh yeah, we went in here.
Like that stuff, like I broke those. Like those are just, those are blocks.
It's funny how you did it first try, but you got the path first try.
Yeah,
I
got the path first try.
I think it's because like, that's like the usual path. It's usually left and around. I'm pretty sure because I did the same thing also.
I just went wherever felt natural.
See, look, I ignored the mobs there.
That's funny. We both did that.
Yeah, it was well done.
And then I go around
I bet
here.
you can kill them on the way back.
I'm like, what's in here? No, I'm trying to leave them alone. Okay.
Oh,
I needed to kill them. I needed to kill them.
What?
There. I needed to kill them there. And look what I find. I'm like, oh, look at that.
The gold vault was that close?
Yeah, it was pretty close.
Not even parkour. Did you do parkour for the key?
Yeah, you had to parkour for the key. I did that.
Oh, you did? Oh.
That vault is so close.
There was a lava parkour you had to do for the key. I ran and did the lava parkour and then got the key and then came back.
Is it the same lava parkour with like the chains?
Chains, yeah, it's the chains one.
I wonder if they're gonna change that soon.
It's kind of cool. There was multiple times where I ran into someone's path after having seen where they were and we were able to guess to get to it very quickly. Like for the gold key, I did that, and for the gold vault, I did that, which was kind of epic. Yeah,
that worked out. And then I ran back. I was like, I had this bad. So one Sands of Time, I think it was George. I was watching his VOD and he got lost.
Yeah, I wonder why
I
you ran
was-
back. Because I was like, bad. Because if I got stuck, that means that you got in the whole you
Well,
would have gotten stuck. And the whole thing
as-
is, I had the least.
as I
didn't have
ran
the least
in,
coins, but
I did
didn't have.
this.
I was a sandkeeper, so like I didn't.
As I ran in, I
That's
did
right.
this because I was like, okay, this is a little confusing for me, so I'll just mark it as I'm running, and this way.
Like, I wasn't gonna forget. Like I ran down there by myself.
I know.
And I was
just
like,
did
Bad,
it
I think I said here, Bad. What are you doing here? You're
You
supposed to be
did.
like by the exit.
But we had time. So it ended up working out. And who knows? That might have prevented you from getting lost. You never know.
Did not. I did that.
You
I did it would've been fine.
never know. That could have literally been the difference
It's
right there.
impossible.
No, you never know. You never know. Thank you, Zoe. Thank you for the dono and for getting that. Thank you. But anyway, and then I just checked down here. We had like 30 seconds, so I was like, okay.
And then Bad asked the amazing quote. Guys, wait, where do we exit? Do we exit at the exit?
I was making sure. There's nothing wrong with double checking.
Literally, that was the
There's
question.
nothing wrong with double checking. Again, you only play Sands of Time like once every couple weeks.
but what is it- what are you
You
maximum.
worded it. You worded it so weird. Like
There's-
You exit
oh,
at the
really? I
exit.
did. Let's listen.
All right.
3 volts. Maybe everyone
Yeah.
did that
Go
because
ahead.
it was easier.
No, we should leave. We should dip. We should dip. I think it's safe.
All right.
Let's just dip. Fuck
All right,
this.
we'll
I don't-
dip.
it's- everything
We
else is
exit
gonna
at
be
the
too far.
exit,
It's nothing
right?
close.
The exit portal.
Yep. No, at the entrance.
How is that bad?
And then
There's
George-
nothing
and George
wrong in that.
goes-
No, there's a lot wrong with that.
George
We
goes,
exit
"No, we
at the exit.
entrance. We
Simple
exit at the entrance."
question requiring clarification. Simple question requiring
No,
clarification.
no,
That's it.
no.
That's
do
a
you
legitimate
realize,
concern.
how do you not realize the wrong wording there? Do we exit at the exit? Like,
We
what is
exit.
that? It doesn't make sense.
at
Like you
the
could have
exit.
said,
That does
if you
make
had said
sense.
that. Listen, if you had said, "Do we exit at the portal?" That just said that.
No,
then I would-
'cause
okay, he's
it
not sure. He
has
sees a
big
giant portal.
exit above it. It literally says exit.
Yeah, exactly. It literally
Why would you even ask
says
a question at that point?
No,
It seemed. I was just making sure.
It's all going together. 5K coins.
I don't know,
is
but
quite
I
a
just
bit of
laugh
coins.
like
That's
I've
pretty
never
good. That's pretty
I've
good.
never heard myself laugh like that. That's funny.
And then watch this. This is
I'm
funny.
gonna stay. I'm staying.
No, George, don't
I'm not
stay.
going through.
That's such a split, like, team coins. Like,
Yeah.
1,000, 1,400, 1,100.
You lag out.
George,
I'm not-
he's hung out here. Stop.
I'm not leaving. I'm not
Oh
leaving.
my goodness.
You're an idiot.
I'm gonna hate you. So if he had not left, like let's say he
And
had
then he
just
lagged
stayed in
out.
there.
If he
Yeah.
stayed in there, we would have lost his coins, and then
Yeah.
if he stayed in there and then lagged out or something, and then didn't get in, we would have lost all of his coins.
That would have pushed.
We still would have
us
been. We would have been
down.
to dodgeball, but like it would have pushed us down. We would have
Yeah.
gotten third
That would have been. Oh my
in
goodness.
on Sands of Time. But we wouldn't have gotten third.
Ah,
Like it wouldn't have been overall.
Thank you,
but-
cosplay. Night 88. Thank you for the 10 gifted, you muffin head. Thank
Do
you.
we exit?
no
I
muffin.
love George's response. You just say, "Do we exit at the exit?" And then George replies, "No, we exit at the entrance." No, we don't go at the exit.
Let me see. I gotta hear that. That's little muffin head. Okay, right
So
here.
funny.
We got 3 volts. Maybe everyone
Yeah.
did that because it was easier.
No, we
But I
should
will
leave.
say
We
that
should
it's
dip.
a
We should
rookie
dip. We should dip. We
mistake.
should dip.
It's a rookie mistake to do what you did, where you followed me into the tunnel, like to lead the path. Because guess
I don't
what?
think
Sam
it
did the
is.
exact same thing. Like last MC, and I had the exact same reaction. I was like, "What are you doing, Sam? Like, go to the exit. You're supposed to be waiting."
I
Like,
don't get
and it was like-
lost. Other people get lost. I have a
I don't get lost.
fairly good sense of direction.
I've only got
I'm
lost
sure
one
you
time in
did too.
MCC, and
I
it's
was
because there
just-
was a duplicate. There was like a duplicate room where there was a room, and then there was the exact same room next to it, and I was.
I was
like,
just
oh, no, sorry, there
worried
was-
because I've had teammates get lost, and I was like, I don't want that to happen on accident. So I was like, okay. But anyway, because yeah, people
Yeah,
get
but
lost.
it was so funny.
I
Like,
think it's safe.
All right.
Let's just dip. Fuck
All right,
this.
we'll
I don't-
dip.
everything
We
else is
exit
gonna be
at
too
the
far.
exit,
There's nothing
right?
close.
The exit portal.
Yep. No,
Right?
exit at the entrance. The entrance.
No, the exit. You muffin.
It's all going
Oh,
together.
goodness.
5K coins is quite a bit of coins. We have
That's
another
pretty
minute,
good.
but
That's pretty
everything
good.
else is gonna be too far. Just leave.
And then we left.
Bye, everyone. I'm
and then we
gonna stay.
laid
we had
down.
like time.
No,
left. Like,
George,
we could have like I don't
Yeah,
know, like
we could have gotten.
we-
Well,
it
if
was
you
good
did
that we
too much,
exited,
you could
but it was just
you could
like-
open those like little 2 sand
Yeah.
cost things.
Well, I didn't. The thing is, I had sand. The funny thing is, the only reason I didn't was I had sand that I only had 2 sand. And I was gonna do it, and I was like, you know what? I saw Puns do that and then die. What if I just like use the sand and then I don't get out in time, or like one of us doesn't get out in time, and then I blame it? I was like, we already have a crap ton of coins. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's better safe. It's definitely better to safe than sorry. The reason that happened to me is because I got confused which side the exit was on.
We had
That's
like
the only reason I died.
800
you
more
should have
coins.
asked. You know,
than
do
the
we exit at the
next-
exit?
No, like, I thought I knew the portal was there. It was just the fact that I didn't know I thought I was on the portal side already. I was like, fuck.
I can't believe we were the last team out too. Like that's actually epic.
It's because you had the best sandkeeper in the land.
We did. You did a really good job at Sandkeeper, I will say. Thank you, Cosplay Night. Thank you for the 10 gifted again. Oh my goodness, thank you. But then we went to what was after this? Was that the last event?
To get to the other side is last game.
Oh yeah.
How'd you guys do in that? Well, you guys got first, right? Didn't you?
Oh yeah, I want to show
also
off.
popped off.
You gotta watch my epic skills here. This is amazing. I wanted to show this. Chat, I wanted to show you guys this. Watch this amazingness.
I only had 6. Grapes have just.
I thought they were gonna do Terror Sweep Force Tunnel 3 this time. I heard like rumors that it was gonna be Tunnel 3.
Okay. All right, so watch this. Watch this. Let me turn it down. This is my strat. So I'm chilling. I'm like, I know, because I remember doing this before, and I was like, oh, there's so many people, right? And like right here, I'm like, oh, there's so many muffins. So I'm like, I don't want to live that life. So watch this.
Like, you just wait.
Yeah, just watch.
It's not a good strat though.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
If you want
really?
to
What place did you get, Puns?
I got 5th.
Oh, okay.
It's good if you don't know like the
There's people
map that well.
exploding all in front of you. So
Yeah. See, I think it worked great. It's not a good one if you're like wanting to aim for first. You're right, I guess.
No, but it's a good strat. No, I mean this is definitely good. Like I was like someone on my team told Jojo and Blushy to do this as well.
I'm pretty sure that's Sapnap in front of me. So I basically just locked onto Sapnap and I just followed like whatever he did.
I made it. Wait, not yet.
And then there's Dream. We passed Dream. Let's go.
I see the end.
And then
clutched
we're
up.
yeah, you had that little mess up.
That was one of what I said.
And then boom.
Yes. I got 13.
Wait, are you in Dream?
Let's go.
You whacked Rambo.
Finish.
Yeah, I whacked him. And then I was looking for Skeppy, but I was like, I won't have time. So I think that's a great strategy. I'm glad I did that because so many people just like ran into stuff. And I guarantee you I would have just been one of those muffin heads running into stuff.
No, yeah, it's a really good strat, honestly.
Yeah. This one was pretty straightforward.
We got a team bonus every time but one.
Yeah.
I got owned on that last map and this map. I got owned on these.
Watch this one. This is a funny one too. I did something similar in this one.
Okay, let's go.
This is so great. You
What
guys,
the?
just watch. Those guys are running. I'm like, la la la. I'll just take these little paths people are making.
Move.
Because it occurred to me, you don't need to be a front runner to get a high score, right?
Well,
Because-
yeah,
because all these
your
people-
position, it was perfect. Like, cause
Yeah.
like you just needed to get.
People grind the paths for you, and I can just follow.
I got reset.
I got 7.
Like you're not gonna get like the highest placements, but to be consistent, like top 15, you
Yeah.
can do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See? Genius strat. Let everybody else fall in lava.
Yeah.
There's someone's far behind
Well,
you.
you
You're
just go full. And then everybody else fell in lava. Let's go. And then George came along. This is a good meme though.
Oh, someone punched.
Oh, this is a funny one. There's such a funny clip
I'll
here.
block this off so no
Wait,
one-
did you die? You must have died.
Yeah, so it started. Let's watch the whole thing because this is really funny.
Yeah, you and Sapna got first and second, and I got third.
So watch
Yeah,
this.
so
This
that
is-
jumped me. Like I just
I might
missed
get
the
punched
thing,
off.
which is why he got first. It's funny.
I was like, okay, and then someone hits me off. I'm like, ah.
Oh, someone punched.
So then I see Filza. And I'm like, oh, I'll follow Filza. Hello, Filza.
Go, Dream, go. I'll block it off.
And he knew what he was doing.
There they are, Dream.
This is a new map.
build,
So he
build,
didn't know
build,
what he
build.
was doing. But
Well, I mean,
No,
like,
You can
he was
jump.
doing better.
You avoided
than I
avoided
did.
the crowd, which was nice.
Yeah.
Nice job, Sapna.
So I just followed him. And then watch this. Watch this.
Take your time. Holy shit, Dream. We
Flipping
had synergy. I was, like, blocking people
Crinios.
off so no one could
Did
get
you
me.
see
Yeah,
that?
like, that person's boosted you.
So literally flipping Crinios. That little muffin head. I'm
knocked him
following
Wait,
Filza.
what?
And he does
I got
this.
reset to the beginning.
Take your time. Holy shit, Dream.
He
We
punches
had
Phil's
synergy. I
off,
was,
so you
blocking
punch Cranios
people
out.
off.
Yeah, I gave
Why,
Cranios
you're so amused by this little
Guys,
gesture of anger.
No, it's
It wasn't
like,
anger, it
these
was
are what
a-
I
it was a
say.
gesture.
Listen.
We had synergy. I was like blocking people off so no one
got
could get
revenge.
that person's boosted you.
No, I
Go,
almost
George,
got
go,
him.
George, go.
Guys,
I
that
think you got
muffin had
reset at the
punched
beginning. I thought-
Philza.
No.
So I flipping
God,
knocked him off.
alright, we can still
I
get
was
a
like,
13
no,
bonus.
you little muffin head. You're not going to punch Philza. Oh,
Let's mess
Philza's
up.
stuck.
Run on the right
Come
side, run
on,
on the right side.
Philza. You can die.
Dang, Philza got messed up by that.
Yeah, he did.
Holy crap, you went underneath it like
That
fully.
far, it's-
Yeah.
yeah, it's like
And
bad.
that's why flipping, I was like, I saw.
I like that map a lot. That map was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it was a good map.
I was following Philza. Philza's leading the way. I'm like, yeah, go Philza. And then right as I'm like, okay, me and Philza are gonna get it, here comes flipping Crinios. I didn't know it was him at the time, but I just saw someone like come in and like knock him off. And I was like, no. I was like, no, this guy's not gonna just punch Philza and then just like make it to the end. So I made sure to knock that muffin head down. And then poor Philza, he towered up and he managed to get in. But I was like, nah. But anyway, flipping can't mess with Philza. You get knocked into the muffin. But anyway, it was a good meme. It was a good meme. And he made it.
We're 1,000 up a
Let's
second.
go! Philza made it!
50,000 on your head is disrespect.
That was definitely my high.
I
I don't know who it was.
that
They
one.
punched Philza. I was just following Philza the whole time. Then they punched him, and I was like, nah, he ain't gonna get away with that. And I gave him the boot.
Literally 2 more seconds.
They just sound like so
so
enthusiastic. It's great.
We would have, honestly, bro, if we had like done good in battle box.
This is the next one is the Mimi one. Let's go to that one.
I was getting my tower to
protect the tower.
Oh wait, no, remember
Ooh, I
this
did good
one?
in this one. The last two I did good in.
Dream had an epic moment in this.
Oh, Sapnap was hitting me because I was too
Yeah, I
close
don't
to
think people-
Dream.
I did a 2-block like extension save clutch on this map.
Yeah, people need to check that
It was
out.
kind of cool. It was epic. It was just like I couldn't even see, and then I got like knocked out, and
I'm right behind
I wasn't sure if it was, and then I checked it, and it was. I was like, that was epic.
you. Lol. It's been on a web.
Go, Dream, go, Dream, go, 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 go.
And it wasn't like I guess it wasn't like that epic, but it was epic.
Go,
I thought it was cool.
tower. You're in my way, set up.
I feel like I was like very clutch in
Defend the
this
tower, defend the tower.
episode.
Bad. Come up here.
Go, go, go.
Go, bad. Go, just go.
Dream, you can just jump, you can jump, you can jump.
Go, go.
Finish.
And then our strat just worked perfectly here.
Nice.
Let's go.
That's a good
The
team
only thing,
bonus.
the only thing that slowed us down, like we should have gotten first team, but the only thing that slowed us down was like at the beginning.
Yeah.
I did like a 2-block.
That was really well done, I think.
Why are you talking about
What's weird is I've done that strategy 3 times in a row now, and like it's just consistently gotten my whole team a team like either first or second team bonus. Like
Yeah.
Good job.
the only time I didn't was when it was Quackity and when Quackity and didn't like go up it on accident, like I just forgot to.
This is a great one.
Well, on this one, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go on the wing for it, and because I feel like a lot of people were gonna do that, and I didn't. That was my thought process here. Did you go on top?
No.
No.
You got this. Just fucking, dude. This is gonna be epic. In this
Language.
You always take the same path, whether it's rockets or like the blocks. It's always the same path you should take.
We can still do it. We can still do it.
Oh my goodness.
Why were you trying to block clutch? What the heck are you doing?
No, we both missed that, Sapnap and I. I think we got hit.
No, like you could have tried block clutching and you didn't have blocks
I don't
out.
know.
Well, that was a good one.
Let's go. That was pretty good. And then watch. Someone
You
knocked
should
me
have gone
off
right with me.
here
You should have
anyway.
followed me right, Bad. You should have followed me right.
I
The
should.
same thing happened to Sapnap. Like if I went right because that was like I don't know. I went right and then I finished. And both you and Sapnap didn't go right, and you guys got knocked up. Like I literally went right to avoid the crowd. Like avoiding crowds is like the best way. It's like I avoided that whole crowd. Like everyone in that crowd got knocked off, but me.
Center, so you can't get out.
No,
I made it
you're
to the
right.
end.
Oh, I wonder if you can see Blushy's block stuff here.
There
Oh,
was
kind of.
someone being a muffin head right here.
Tommy and Tebo, yeah, Tommy and Tebo were being
It was Tubbo knocked you that.
bad people.
I'm trolling someone. Who's saying troll?
So I still made it,
Man.
but not nearly as high as I would
Oh my
have.
god, Scion, what the fuck? How'd they get 4K?
Where's Spicy?
Because we're cracked. That's how Sapnap.
Just punk.
Finish! We're gonna get ahead of you.
George, you muffin. And then George gets in here and he's just like,
You know it
"Yeah."
was crazy, Puns? You know it was crazy?
What?
Apparently, we literally could have all done nothing in every tier side round, like just sat at spawn and just done nothing, and we still would have gotten to charge.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
That would have been kind of funny, to be honest.
That would have been funny.
Like, honestly,
That's just gross.
It would have been very gross, but
We just
it
went
would've been-
full hectic mode and like just trolled everything. We like literally just trolled everybody like as much as we could the whole time, and just like during that round, and just didn't even bother finishing.
Yeah, though we wouldn't have gotten nearly like as high like individual placements. if we
Yeah,
had
I
done
wanted.
that.
That's if I didn't care about my individual placement, then I would have done it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason we did. I was like, yeah, I don't care about my
George
individual.
would probably have actually made it into 5th place if he had like scored in here.
No, he wouldn't have.
I think he would have.
No. I was ahead of him by like 200,
Oh, never
Yeah.
mind then.
and I did really good to get to the other side. I got second.
And then we made it. Let's go.
Muffin, yeah. We fudge
GG.
muffins up. Yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna go.
Wait,
Bye.
you're not gonna watch the dodgeball?
No, love you, bad. Bye.
Bye, love you.
Do not.
And he's
Don't
gone.
be an idiot.
Bye, puns.
Bye.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
gone.
Eh.
Bye.
No one grabbed the
Alright,
arrow. No one
Puns.
grabbed the
Let's
arrow.
watch this meme. I was so nervous. The 2 dodge bolts I
Did you even shoot any arrows?
No, I don't think I fired a single arrow.
I don't want to watch this junk.
No, it's great because you get to see the other, like the front first See, Puns, eventually you'll be able to see the game from this perspective. On the
Dad, you
actual
literally have
battlefield.
never outplaced me ever.
I'm
Never,
teasing.
never, and you
Puns,
never
I'm
will.
just
You never
kidding.
will.
I'm kidding. But eventually you will be down here on the dodge bolt arena.
I was here before you. I was here before
Someday,
you.
Puns. Someday you'll make it here. Someday.
You got carried. You got carried.
Someday, Puns.
You didn't deserve to be here.
Carry on my wayward son. Hey, I did good in Ace Race. I did good in a lot of individual games. What do you mean I got carried, you muffin?
You got carried.
I'm noticing a lot more yellow yak heads than any red.
I was wearing red. Wait. Pause. Wait. Pause right now. Oh, you can see me. Look on the right. On the right.
Oh,
No.
there you are. Let's go. You are wearing red.
Yeah, I was cheering you guys
So
on.
here's a question. As somebody who is not on my team, I can only see the game from like my perspective, right? How was everybody like reacting as far as like your team to like us like popping off in every game? Like what did you guys think when we were doing really, really bad in that one thing?
Wait. Oh, well, like when you guys were like the first couple of games before BattleBox, like pre-BattleBox, when you guys were up by a bunch, we were like, well, this was kind of expected. Like they're popping off. Like it's kind of just a fight for second place at this point. That's like what was going through our minds. And we saw. I kept on hitting tab like halfway through BattleBox, and I was like, why the hell does Red have 300 coins? Like what the heck is going on? They're like, that should not be happening. This is like a PvP team. We're like, what's going on? Like we thought you guys were trolling or something. And then after BattleBox, like you guys, the lead got cut down. And we were like, wait, this is like this is anyone's game. So like they could still throw, yeah. And then you guys,
I guess, yeah. After BattleBox, it was probably like, oh.
You're like, oh, they do have a weakness. Like it's not that big of a lead anymore. Like you guys only had like a 1K lead at that point, like compared to like your 4K lead that you had earlier or something. Yeah. And then you guys just pulled way ahead in the last couple of games again. So
true. But like I was so nervous in this because again, our strategy is just give the arrow to both arrows to whoever's like the best, right? The best shot.
Yeah, the hot hand.
Yeah, and we did that, and it worked out really, really well. Because literally, like that, I think the strategy just mathematically, it just makes the most sense.
Yeah, I was watching this first round. You guys, everyone kept on missing so many shots, and like. I think if yellow won this first round somehow, it could have like switched everything up like momentum wise and stuff. But when you guys won this and like you guys started getting warmed up, it was just pretty one-sided.
Oh yeah, Sapnap popped off and just went full meme here, and he got and then George
owned CPK there.
Yeah, that was great though. Oh, and then I think I took an arrow that was meant for him.
Take it behind you.
And then Sapnap comes in and he's like, all right. Sapnap just popped off. He has just been like on point. Like, holy muffin.
Sapnap's just popping off.
Just miss. The arena's really small, guys.
But anyway, it was so much fun. One day, Puns, you'll be able to stand down there with everybody else. No, I kidding.
Yeah,
I know,
one
I know
day.
you've been down there. I'm just teasing you. I'm teasing you.
One day I'll be there.
But so then we got it. I'm trying to think, was there anything really interesting down here?
Come on, Sam, come on.
I mean, really, I didn't do anything that interesting, to be honest, because I was just bouncing around. I was the emergency shooter if these two guys died. But I'm telling you, it's so nerve-wracking. I don't think I would want to be the main bow person. But then the problem is, if you're like the last person to shoot the bow, then there's so much more pressure. And like if you miss, everybody's gonna blame you, right? Even though like they'll ignore all of the other arrows that people missed, it's gonna be that last arrow, because that's the way people think, right? So seriously, props to Sapnap for just being willing to just go full meme. He just literally, he's so good at dodgeball. It's crazy. And then he gets shot here, and I give the arrow to Dream, and then I think Dream gets him right here. I don't think he missed.
And he missed the first one.
Yeah, he missed the first one, but I think he gets the second.
Yeah, he gets the second. I remember.
Let's go. And then we go, and it's the final round. It's intense. Sapnap pops off, gets one right off the bat. And we go to bounce, bounce, bounce.
And someone else, Double, I think.
I think they shot at me, but I think they missed.
We're bunching.
I've been in dodgeball 3 times, if you didn't know. And I've only won once, but it is very nerve-wracking. Usually I am the person that shoots most of the arrows.
Yeah. I'm fine not being the arrow shooter, because you can just be like, oh. I mean, at the end of the day, you can't complain either way. If you're the guy who shoots the arrows and you miss, you can't complain. If you're the guy who, you know...
Most of the time, it's not one person shooting. It's only the funnel strat that Dream uses. So pretty much, if you're on Dream's team, you funnel to the hot hand, and then usually every other team kind of just shoots. Everyone kind of just shoots on other teams.
The funnel strat works, in my opinion. I think the stats support it, which makes it surprises me that everybody doesn't do it, because it's the strat to do. I guess it's a question of how do you determine who's the best like shooter, right?
Yeah, the reason people are against it is not for stats reasons. It's for people don't think it's like team based, and like it goes against MCC like culture or whatever. Like that's the reason people don't like it, because they think it should be like fun and like everyone should get a chance to shoot. That's like why people don't like it.
I understand that perspective. I guess from my thinking is the way I would want it. It's I'm like, yes, it is a team game, but in this last thing, it's like your team can celebrate the win. Like nobody goes, oh, we only won because of dodgeball, right? Like that's one part of the puzzle piece of the whole game where your whole team contributed. You see?
Yeah.
So like I understand why people feel that way. I guess I just wouldn't necessarily agree, but
yeah, I mean I think it's fine as long as everyone on the team like agrees to like feed the hot hand and stuff.
Yeah, no.
Like, if someone wants to shoot and you deny him an arrow, like that's kind of just messed up.
That would be rude to do. No, I agree.
Like if everyone agrees to it, it's definitely fine.
Up. Did you notice that?
Oh yeah, I did now. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know that before.
I literally just noticed that because last time it was covering my eyes. That's cool. Let's go. I'm pretty sure I saw Techno running around with a crown at one point.
Wait, were you on whose team did you win on? What was your winning
Dreams.
team? Okay, yeah, you can't win without Dream.
What? I bet you I will win without Dream.
I don't think so.
No, you know what? I'm gonna win. My next win will be without Dream. I'll even let you be on that team if you want.
I don't want to be on your team. You just want me to carry you.
You can bask in my glory. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. But anyway, that was so much fun. Chat, I am so glad Dream popped in because we got to have a very fun discussion. Hopefully I think it puts a lot of people's minds at ease as to our battle box memory. But it was a lot of fun, all things considered. So
I think he was also getting heated mainly just because like it's just embarrassing. Like it was just embarrassing.
And I think if we had optimized our communication a little bit better and like really made it very clear what our strategy was to maybe George and I think we would have popped off there too.
Yeah.
And then I just think got like a point record or whatever.
I think the point I made earlier about like your instinct in battle box, like you don't have the experience yet to like the things that matter most are like map awareness, like knowing where everyone is, and like communication, like talking, like by communication I just mean like saying where people are in callouts, like there's someone up top, there's someone pushing, and then like just doing damage in general. Like I feel like you were like very mid control-y.
Most of the practice we've done hasn't really been like hyper communicative, right? It's been very much just kind of memey. We all get in and we meme about, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like experience wise, that's what like that's why what happened. It was just the experience.
Well, now I get a season 2 coin.
Yeah, but I think you're right. I definitely think I'll improve with more like experience. And honestly, I think I would have done really good if I had just done that. I think that is the right strategy, to just go around and kill everybody.
Yeah, because even if you die, it's like at least you're still putting damage out, so your team can like
you get
and
points
your team can also
killing.
play off your team can also play off of you and like get the trades. You know, like it's like in Valorant terms, like where you do damage but die, but also like it's worth a lot because it's a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah.
And
honestly, I had a lot of fun. I definitely see room for improvement that I'm looking forward to improving in. But I think it was a lot of fun. And I'm happy that I did as good in the rounds that I did. Like Ace Race. I did good in all the other memes. Like, I'm very happy.
Yeah, you definitely did good in the individual games as well.
Yeah. I think I had a pretty good performance, and I was able to avoid like being in the areas that I wasn't as good at like to get to the other side. Like some of that, I was like able to, compensate for that with some alternative strategies. Which, in my opinion, that's what I like the most about MCC. It's coming up with kind of fun, new kind of strategies and like doing things that end up winning, right? Like I really enjoyed like, oh, instead of jumping off of this right at the start, I'll wait for everybody else to jump and like not hitting the thing. Like that's the first time I made it through that without hitting anything. And I was like, yeah, let's go. That was just like, to me, that was like, I'm going to do this next time, right? So I really like that. But anyway, oh my goodness, that was a ton of fun. Are you going to stream?
No, I rated you.
Thank you.
Right.
Did you enjoy basketball, by the way? Oh, that was so much.
Yeah, I enjoyed getting my $1,600 from Dream.
I literally...
You literally got zero. You literally got zero because you didn't win either.
I was so tired and flipping poor Callahan. Once Callahan got targeted by Dream every single round, or every single like time he got the ball or whatever, like he just couldn't do anything because Callahan. The problem is Callahan is really good at hitting the shots.
His shot is money.
He has no like knockback game at all. Is the problem, right?
I literally like 10-piece wombo domboed him. Yeah.
Yeah, which is it's great. But the problem is he's a glass cannon, so he gets really demotivated when he can't get like up to shoot, and so he just gave up. And I understand that. I probably would have given up too. Poor little muffin head. Poor Callahan. Callahan is very cracked though. I swear he's so good. It makes me think he coded it to make himself better, but he didn't. It's just he's that
I just think
good.
He just knows exactly like where to aim.
Exactly.
Every time.
I tried to get him to show me, and he won't show me exactly where he's aiming. He's got some like secret. I'm gonna figure out his strategy.
What ended up working for me is the bank shot, hitting it off the backboard a bunch. Like because once it hits the backboard, it doesn't bounce off weird. It just dies. It goes once you hit the backboard, it goes straight down. So like that's what I was doing.
We need to get Callahan into MCC. Oh my goodness. Could you imagine how funny that would be? No, we need to.
No,
I think Callahan would be great in MCC.
No, the reason that wouldn't happen is because he doesn't talk. Like it's just a talking thing.
So
because
what?
Because he'd have to be on a team that doesn't care about it. And like it's hard for Scott to like do that, I feel like.
I'll be on his team. I wouldn't mind that at all. I'm used to it. Like, look, I think Callahan would be great. You know what? Because think about it. All he would have to do is modify like his strategy. he would just take up a role that doesn't require a lot of communication, like being support follower kind of. You follow me? I want to see it.
No, I want to see. No, don't get me wrong. I want to see it. I'm not like a Callahan.
MCC.
I'm not like a Callahan like anti or anything. I'm just saying like I would love to see it happen. I just don't think it's going
I'll be on it. You know what? I'll be on his team. We'll get me, you, Callahan.
Whoa. I'm not trying to lose. That's like an automatic loss.
Come on. He's good. He'll pop off. He'll be amazing. And then we'll be able to practice with him. Wouldn't that be fun?
I mean, if he's on the practice server, that'd be fun. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He needs to get like into a game first. Anyway, that can be a problem for another day. Let's go. All right, everybody. I'm going to end the stream. Thank you everybody for coming. I had a ton of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the whole memery. It was absolutely a ton of fun, literally from start to finish. I had a blast. Flipping, yeah, it was just a blast. Right. It was a good meeting. Thank you, Puns. Have a good night. Bye, Puns. Chat, I feel a lot better. Again, I think for me, I feel a lot better. I was a little bit worried when Dream came in to watch that VOD because I was like, he's gonna be a toxic muffin again. Because again, chat, I know deep down, I know that my friends, when they're super toxic, when they say, again, I hate using the word toxic, but when they troll, right, and they say meme things, right, like that, I know they're just kidding, right? And I love that about them, but it is more difficult for me to be like, okay, they're just kidding. They don't, like, are they actually being really like angry and like, you know, are they actually meaning these things they're saying, or are they just teasing, right? And so for me, it's nice to be able to like sit down and see and have a discussion and hear things from their point of view, because it helps me go, oh yeah, they're just teasing, they're just memeing it up. And they're just having a good time. And that is what I know it's silly, but I think being able to do that, it just helps me go, yeah, you know, because again, like, remember, it's just one of those things where like, I know it seems kind of silly, right? To be like, what? How could you even like think for a second that someone would mean something like that? But again, it's sometimes, maybe it's just that other people see it and they don't take that at face. They see it and they're like, oh, this person's being super mean and, you know, kind of thing. So it comes across that way to them. And so then I see their reaction. I'm like, oh, well, maybe that person really does mean it, right? Because I see how other people are reacting to it. So it always helps me to just sit there and like have that conversation with people. So I had a lot of fun with it. I'm glad I enjoyed VOD reviewing with Dream. It was a ton of fun. Hands down, would do it again. It's not silly at all bad. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, if only I could get George to stop playing music when we're playing basketball. That was so annoying. Oh my goodness. I don't know how many of you guys were there for that. Oh my gosh. I literally couldn't deal with that. I was gonna flipping Liz. I was focused. To be fair, that's my fault. George like turned up to 200% for some reason, so it was way louder to me. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. As long as you guys are enjoying that, right? That memoriness, I can put up with it, because for me that makes it worth it. If you guys are having a good time, I'm having a good time. So anyway, I'm glad you guys find it funny. Anyway, it was really funny in hindsight. And I love the fact that he was playing Muffin. Let's go. Which that was part of the problem though. He starts playing Muffin and I started singing along to it in my head. And I was like, dang it, George, stop. I need to focus, you muffin head. But anyway, is Skeppy okay? Yeah, he's good. Last time I checked or chatted with him. Anyway, all right, guys. Thank you for coming. I love you guys. You guys are great. Have a good day/night. Take care, everybody. I love you all. You're all a bunch of muffin heads. Bye. 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 Anyone live we can raid? I don't see anybody. No one's live right now, so I guess we're not raiding anybody. Actually, wait. No, I do see someone. All right. Omar's live. /raid Omar. Go hang out with Omar, guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye.